can't remember like the name brand, but it was a sweet tea vodka. It was good. I mean, it was strong, but you could just drink it. I mean, you could just drink it straight on ice.
I'm not a vodka person. I can drink it, but
Yeah, I feel like maybe the bourbon would be. Is that bourbon? Yeah.
bourbon.
Crown's whiskey, yeah, bourbon.
Speaking of sweet tea, that's who we're with.
Yeah. Oh, we live? Sorry.
My man, Andrew Quady.
What's up?
Taylor Brimner, sweet
We're
tea.
here.
What's going on, my man?
Not much, man. Just living life.
Living
Yeah.
life.
Arm bet.
Arm bet.
Representing. Did they pay your way down here?
Nah,
You're not
No.
sponsored?
not sponsored yet.
Devin, come on now. Get.
Going on?
If you ain't got this guy, who do you have? I don't know, right?
Who do you have?
You should be like his little wingman guy. You know what I mean?
But you're in for the sport, so you could be a lot of guys' wingman, right? I mean, you kind of. How long you been arm wrestling?
Oh, pretty close to 3 years now.
3 years, and you jumped in. Your first tournament was
Illinois State around June or whenever it was.
June, so 3 years ago.
2019.
Was it at the winery that
Yeah.
year? Or still
Mhm.
okay.
It was
So
like,
the first year that Bill and Pat took over.
yeah, it was like around April 18th, I think. 2019 was the official date I really started arm wrestling.
Okay.
Trained for about 4 months on how just to stay safe because that was my main thing. Arm break.
So where'd it come from? Where'd you hear about it?
I heard it on Facebook from Brett Fott.
Brett fought. Okay.
I had a buddy that's a weightlifter, Gunnar Parker. He's a big old bodybuilder, and he said, "Hey, hit this guy up." Then went to go practice with this guy at his gym, and then he's like, "Hey, there's a practice."
So that's how you got into it. But what made you look up arm wrestling? What was like? Okay, I'm gonna
Just wanted to see where tournaments were at, see what I could do with it. If there was tournaments,
just
that were,
randomly. Like, did somebody ask you to arm wrestle,
No,
or did
no.
you see it on TV, or
I always used to arm wrestle at the bar, my buddies and stuff like that, and I've always seen Game of Arms and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I'm like, and I've got to be able to get an arm wrestling somehow. There's not just something that's just for the.
so you
big
started
dudes.
looking for it? You found Brett,
Yeah.
CIA, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're here. You start tournaments, and from that point, you started. You dove into the deep end, right? Like
I
Sweet
dove
Tea just
deep.
showed up.
I don't know if I've ever not seen you at a tournament. You know,
Right.
if I've ever been there, you were there,
Oh, exactly.
except for maybe Worlds or something.
So I
Right.
want to say that I remember you guys starting. Oh shit!
What's
Hang
up?
on a second. I'm hearing too much. Getting some echo here.
Oh, okay.
All right, so your name's Sweet Tea.
Yeah.
That came from arm wrestling, right? Like, or was it from before that?
Yeah, I
It
don't
was a
know
little bit-
either.
It was kind of a little bit before it.
So okay, tell me that story. Where does that come from? I guess because maybe
I
I
guess
don't know.
I gave it to myself kind of on Snapchat, but it wasn't Sweet TEA. It was just Sweet and with a big capital T. And I had
Okay.
these
For Taylor.
right, and I had these groupie girls that always called me Sweet Tea, you know, all that stuff, and then kind of ran with it, and then told the guys about it on the CIA team, and they're like, "Well, we're sticking with Sweet Tea for the nickname, I guess."
Nice.
So I just kind of ran with it.
Cool.
So then you just it was Sweet Tea. So
dig
it was
it.
so that was before arm wrestling.
Oh yeah, way before arm wrestling.
Way
yeah.
before.
Okay.
How
Because I
long has
remember.
TikTok been around?
I don't
Not
think he was
long.
necessarily on
No,
TikTok.
I
at
think-
that point.
Oh,
No,
okay.
TikTok's new to me. I was mainly just a Snapchatter trying to build
Oh, Snapchat. Okay. That's
before
better.
arm
Yeah.
wrestling, just trying to get popular somehow and just be that one sensation wonder dude or whatever and get lucky. But
Okay. So what were you doing before arm wrestling?
nothing much.
Nothing.
Just partying and
How old are
working.
you now?
31.
31 now. So you got in at 27, 28.
Yeah.
Okay. So that you were just partying.
Yep. And then started getting serious in the mid 20s or late 20s, whatever, and just decided to get into arm wrestling a little bit and see what I could do with that. And it's kind of kept me out of trouble.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
You've come a long way. I remember pulling with you at the after pull. I don't think it was your first tournament. Maybe it was
The after pull of what tournament?
Illinois State. It was at like a Flanagan's or some shit, some little bar. Only like 6 guys showed up.
Illinois
You and
State.
Bryson were there.
Was it
and
the
then-
second one? Yeah, it
I
had
think
been
the second
one.
that
Yeah.
you had gone to
Bryson
maybe.
showed up was the second one, yeah.
And I remember you saying, "Do I feel stronger? Do I feel stronger? Cause
That's all I
guess
care
we've
about. I mean, I'll let people be brutally honest with me and tell me, hey, you're feeling weaker than the last time, and that lets me know that I'm slacking or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm open for, like, interpretation. Like, man, you suck right now. Like, what are you doing? You slacking or...
Right. Be real, right?
Be real with me. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
good.
good. Yeah. You want the truth.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
the fuck's with the sugarcoat? I mean,
don't
there's
sugarcoat
no
with
need for
arm
that.
wrestling. I'm trying to get better.
yeah. Right. I could tell last time you were... Was it here? Did you come here like 6 months ago or a year? Or maybe it was at Brewski's. Must have been
Brewski's
there.
is about the only place, and maybe Kansas City, Missouri is the only
Okay,
time.
it was at Brewski's then and after pull. And, yeah, you felt 3 times stronger than the time before.
Yeah.
I mean, at least. In the hand, especially.
Try to incorporate arm wrestling in everyday life. If I'm at work, whatever I can do. Pronate the grocery bags or...
Dude, you're one of them
Yeah, he's
die
all in,
hard,
right?
all in guys.
I mean, I had older brothers that were really succeeded in sports and stuff, and I was just kind of like the black sheep of the family and whatever, just kind of stood back and then just watched them do their thing with soccer and basketball. So
Okay, you didn't play sports like that. Yeah,
I tried track in high school, and then I'm just like, fuck all this running.
right. Never played baseball or football. Or...
I did baseball probably when I was 8 or 9, whatever, but I was scared of the ball and stuff, so
I got you.
just kind of didn't work out for me in that aspect. But realized whenever I pull people and arm wrestle for fun, it's like, damn, I'm hanging on to these guys that are bigger than me. What's going
Right.
on here?
For sure.
Because you only weigh like 140 pounds, right?
Close there, maybe like 149
Oh,
on a light
150
night,
now?
but 150 is like my walk around.
Yeah, if I had to pick 5 dudes that were the most dedicated, I think you would probably make the top 5.
They need a fucking point system for the sport, like, and all of them to where, like, if you get points for showing up, at least that might be worth a couple. Then your winning for each match is worth whatever too.
Gary Roberts used to do something like that.
'Cause I mean,
He had a point system, and I don't know the structure exactly, but
it's just finding someone that's willing to dedicate their life and
that's a
structure.
lot of time.
Because right now, my buddy from North Nebraska, whatever says, they don't have a ranking system over there. And he's telling me maybe I should do that. But you got to realize you got to look up all the matches of your weight and so on, and then see who's
Dude,
won. For
It's a lot of shit. It's crazy.
unless you want to be in charge of your own weight class and you find a group of guys that could have his rankings or whatever, and that's what you do then. But it's
if
a
you
lot.
care, it takes up. It's. I started to try to maybe join Josh and Jared Cook to do midway. I spent hours every day.
When was the last time you updated?
It could never. Dude, sue me. It is an abyss of time it will take you to catch up, and then to keep up. I was spending 2 or 3 hours a day, and I was like, I'm nowhere near even ready to publish this.
No.
And I've spent weeks. I can't do it. And I don't know how Alex and them guys do it, or Ingen, or any of them guys that do rankings. That's impressive, because if you're even close to right, or close, because I don't think you can ever get 100%.
No.
That's impossible. And I'm not exactly a perfectionist, but I
have
was
to have it
not
perfect,
going
though.
to even attempt to do it unless I felt like we as a group had it good. And
Well, someone that's big in
it's just-
charge, he's have a set of rules on how they should work, and that way it's like, here's the
there
bottom
might
line.
be a better approach to it than what we took. I literally
No,
just
you're good.
tracking the results and watching video and talking and bouncing stuff off of each other.
You guys just faded off. Josh sent
did.
in an update not long ago, and it was for regionals.
Good
And-
for him.
And it threw me off. I almost screwed everything up because I'm going,
I
what is going on?
apologize.
Nothing was working.
Yeah.
And it's because I was doing the United States. Like, I didn't know. He's like, oh, shit, it's regional. Because who sends that in? Because you guys don't update
No,
that.
I've
we
been
never.
terrible. Jared said he
Well,
hasn't
it was
done
kind
it.
of a test, too, to see if it was going to work, right? And
Yeah.
I don't
Just
know.
straight up, I'm not the man.
Not me.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
have 2
arm
hours
wrestle.
a day, 3 hours a day. I don't have it to give to that.
yeah, no.
I don't have it. I can't.
And all the
Like, I'm
hate-
sorry,
you
but-
get a lot of hate from other people too that
And-
complain.
Talk about thankless.
Just be happy you're on
There's
there.
just as much negativity as there is positive. You know, people just gotta bitch and moan. You know, it's like, man, come on, it's just
no matter
for fun.
what you're going to do, you're going to get. There's always a negative that has to come with
There's
it.
gotta be.
Well, you can make everybody number one.
Right?
Then everybody'd be happy.
One.
Just it's
Like,
hard for
We're
people
all
to be
winners, man.
Yeah, it's
We're all
hard for
winners.
people to be real realistic with themselves. Like I'm really,
Yeah.
here's where I'm at in the sport, and blah
It's-
blah.
You're right.
Because
Well, I think with the rankings a lot, especially now, you're getting guys that are
hungry a little bit more
well,
now.
well
At least for my weight.
that for sure. They want to get up there and they think they deserve it.
A little bit of.
Right.
But also like guys that deserve to be up there, but aren't putting in the work, right? So you got guys that,
Yeah.
of course they're a top guy, but they haven't pulled in 2 years.
They haven't
Or
pulled.
what are they doing?
Right.
Right since then, they haven't done anything. So should they still be ranked? Could they be ranked? Sure, but they're not pulling, so they're not. Guys that are pulling are ranked there.
Right.
Well, what
So-
do you do if a call out? Like you should have a certain amount of time. Like, hey, I want to take your
It
spot.
is.
You
Yeah,
get-
well, that's the thing is it's not a spot. I mean, obviously, if you beat a guy, usually you're going ahead of him,
Right.
but it's not necessarily like a just completely linear.
Well, my
You know.
opinion, if you care, you should be arm wrestling.
Yeah, go prove
If
it.
you really give a shit about your ranking,
Be a gamer, right? Be a
how are
Dylan
you
Burns or
taking a
be
year
a
or
Brent
two
Rockers.
off to where everybody is like, dude, you
Waiting,
haven't
like-
pulled in 2
Like,
years.
It's like, yeah, like I'm trying to pull this guy in, man. What are
Yeah.
you doing? Oh, I'm just taking a break.
Dylan Burns, how many tournaments? Brent Rockers.
Yeah,
Guy's been to 50 tournaments in
whatever,
the last
right?
3 years. Yeah.
pulling Joe Fox. He was going to pull.
Anybody.
He was going to pull AJ at Illinois State on short notice. How dangerous
Short
is that?
notice.
AJ fucking Henson's
Right.
left hand.
Yeah. Right.
No, I
Right?
got a couple super matches set up in these next couple of months.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
One in Ohio with the Gravedigger, Anthony Swanson. He's number 5 or 4 now in Michigan, I think, or no, Ohio, I think.
Did you see?
Anthony
I'm
Swanson,
not 100%
154.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah, obviously.
he just got the belt from some guy, but that was more of a setup match between
Don't know the name.
the event guy, Randall, that throws with the
Randall.
stump crew.
Yeah.
And he just said, here's a guy for you. And I'm thinking, man, I'm getting way over. This is.
No, dude, take it.
But I'm
It'll
like,
be
you know what?
fun.
But I'm going to take it anyway because who knows? I might.
Dude, even if you lose,
Exactly.
So what? You got to have a super match, dude. People are asking you to have super. That's pretty cool. I mean,
No, talking to him, he's like, you know, I'm taking for him. I'm like, I'll take the bait. I'll see what I can do with you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I've gone against some of the best guys in the country, so
sure.
it ain't gonna be nothing. To,
Go for it, dude.
yeah,
Where's he
for
from?
fucking Michigan, I think.
Michigan.
But he's going to. Yeah, he's number 4 in Michigan, but man,
Go for it.
he's like same bodybuild as me. So I mean, it could be just a good close match, like with him, just based off of counter pulls, different angles he's never felt before.
Got any money on it?
$100.
There you go.
He's like tried to ask my teammates to mimic, well, the captain to mimic my stance in arm wrestling, how I get on a table, and kind of just act like I'm me. And he's like, all right. I went to grip up, and I'm like, I wouldn't want to be on this receiving end. Because he tried to mimic exactly how I handle it and everything. So I'm always curious, like, what's it feel like gripping up with myself?
Right. You talking about Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared Cook.
Right. Gotcha. I assume he's your captain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You do a lot of training with them.
Mm-hmm. At
How
least.
often are they training?
We try to at least get once a week is what we're getting right now. And then
That's good.
I'll at least train twice a week if I can, because I got some other guys I can go meet up in Savoy, Illinois, or whatever. So I take what I can get, but I'll keep it at 2 times a week
Yeah.
and kind of spread them within 4 to 5 days apart. The rest,
Are they getting a pretty good group once a week? Because in Illinois, aren't you like everybody's 2 hours from each other? Like no matter where
I'm
you're at?
about an hour and a half
It's
apart.
pretty spread out.
Yeah, we're all within like an hour and a half to
That's
2 hours
crazy.
apart, which is kind of crappy, but
It is.
you gotta drive if you're dedicated.
Jared said, I mean, it's driving if you're going to meet.
Right.
Somebody's driving.
I mean, I guess you're about an hour from here too, right? So
45
It
minutes.
takes a minute. Now that it's like me going to Brewski's.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
45 it's not a big deal.
No,
I don't mind at all.
It was a kind of a drive for me, but it was fun. Not as hard as I thought it was gonna be.
Coming here?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
driving's my big thing. I hate going to tournaments.
You hate driving? Yeah.
Like I love driving, but I don't like being on the interstate with all that anxiety for me. But
Oh, okay.
driving now and doing this is kind of getting it easier for me to where I can eventually go to long distance places and be used to driving on the interstate alone or whatever.
You say anxiety. Is that something you get from driving? or because of the arm wrestling tournament, you're anxious, and then
Well,
the
I think
driving
it's just
hurts
from
it?
the driving, and then just the trapping, just thinking worst case scenarios, what's going to happen? Is a tire going to blow out? And
Oh, shit.
how am I going to handle this and
Sounds
stuff
like my
that?
wife. Like, why are you always thinking of bad stuff, man? I
Yeah.
don't
Well,
even
that's
think
just-
about that.
Right.
ADHD, whatever. I'm already thinking about the 100 different scenarios and how to handle them before just naturally. And I think it's just my brain works overload, and that's what gives me the anxiety.
Do you get it other times other than driving?
Well, at tournaments for sure. I mean, you can call me the other nickname, Sweat Tea. I've had some guys call me that, so.
Gotcha.
But-
All right. So you get nervous.
I'm always nervous at tournament. I think it's a lot of people can get that little nerve.
Is
Some
it the
don't.
people or is it the competition? Or
It's the competition and just maybe just the energy of people, whatever.
Yeah, you
I
don't
mean-
get nervous before you pull?
I get nervous when I pull, but it's like there's a lot of energy in the
Uh.
room, so it kind of feeds in. I can feel the energy a little bit.
yeah.
Kind of like the empath is what you could call it. I don't know.
Right.
You ever heard that term?
Yep.
But
Mhm.
it's just kind of like I'm trying to be calm, but I can feel your anxiety from the man. I'm
Right.
ready to go, and then
You feed off of the others.
and then it's just kind of like I'm just trying to relax, but it's just kind of like oh, woof.
Really?
But that's why I have like a huge puddle of sweat.
Seeing you over there warming up with the band.
But warm up with the band a little bit. But
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So you is that every tournament that?
well, it's almost like that
Or
every tournament.
only when you drive?
Both sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, well, shit. So I got to just start wearing other shirts and then slap on the
But
tournament
is
shirt.
it an enjoyable high that you get, the nervousness, or because I enjoy? I know the before a tournament I get nervous, but it's like a
well, what
it's
was
like
weird,
a good
like,
it's like a good energy.
This
like
was a good
I'm
energy on
buzzed
the way
up.
here, yeah. But it was like my mind was calm, but like it was like my body was just doing the effects of what someone would feel anxiety, if that makes sense. Like I was sweating,
Okay.
like my body felt the
You were
nervousness.
sweating while you were driving.
Right, like you just kind of like
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got you. Yeah.
Damn.
just driving at dark.
Yeah,
but
I don't ever get that. So okay, my girlfriend, she gets road rage. Like I used to get road rage.
Oh, I'm calm with that shit. I
She's
just
real
go on,
bad.
buddy. Just go on.
That's a good way to be. Be that way.
God, that would be fun.
Don't let them.
You want to race?
Don't
We'll
let
race a
'em
little
bother
bit, bud,
you.
but don't let me do that.
Don't let it get to you.
I've made some
That's
high school
good.
boys look bad before. They hit me with this at the stoplight. They had the same truck I had, but they had a couple fat boys in the back seat. And he's like, "Hey man, have you ever been to Gap Applebee's?" I'm like, "I've never ate at Applebee's, no." He's like, "Well, you're about to go there for your first time." So I'm like, "Okay." And I just totally we're even for a first.
Smoked him.
We're even for the first probably 30, 40 mile an hour. Then after that, I just start toasting them and stuff, and it's just
Nice.
stick the hand out the window and give them bye.
You got your truck programmed or something?
No, it's not programmed. It's just got a airflow, a new like cold air intake or something on it, and a
Oh, okay.
muffler. But
Give it a little bit of help.
tuner's the next thing. But I may not get it because I like the gas mileage.
Yeah. Well, they can tune it too to get better fuel mileage.
Because right now I'm getting like 15 to 18 average
Yeah.
on just driving like up to 75 to 80. So
Yeah.
it's geared perfect, I guess, for highway driving. So what I've noticed.
So
So
that's pretty good. I had a Jeep getting 14.
because
Yeah.
Screw this.
like
in.
I can go 78 miles an hour, and that's just gonna keep it right under 2,000 RPMs. And anything else after that's like what they call like you're cutting gas
Cutting
off.
gas. Yeah. That's good that you know the.
Well, I mean, my dad used to have little
That's
stickers.
geared pretty high. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to have a sticker in his older trucks where he'd say keep the gas in between the little lever, the RPM gauge.
Right,
Right,
right.
save gas. So
That's smart.
yeah, my dad's freaking like 73, so he's been around.
Oh, your dad's older for so you're 31. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had you when he was 42. Is that right? Yeah.
I believe so. If that's how the math works, I guess. But time flies when you're having
He's
fun.
73. He was 52. He was 52. No, you're 31. See, I'm confusing myself. 42.
You
He's
a calculator?
Yeah, I'll let you guys handle the
42.
math. I'm not a mathematician over here, so you guys can.
Jack Daniels says he was 42.
That sounds okay.
That's how fucking old he was. Yeah, he's 42. Yeah, that's because my dad was 20 when he had me. So yeah.
But no, arm wrestling just gave me a good outlook on life, and it's good. That it's crazy how everybody's so opening in arms and stuff. Like
It
I
was-
wouldn't expect that.
I liked seeing you come into it, man, because you just jumped into the deep end. You were full-fledged into it, and you could tell that you you were just into it.
I
Everything
mean,
about it.
You can't deny
So-
it. I mean, I've made a name for myself crazily
For
just
sure.
what I've done.
100%, right?
Hell yeah.
But I'm just trying to be just a normal guy, just trying to arm
Yeah,
wrestle.
at
and have a
first
little
everybody's
flair.
laughing at you, now they're laughing with you, right?
Right?
Yeah, I mean, shit, you gotta start somewhere, you know. I mean, Michael Phelps couldn't swim, and he was shit and everything else and stuff. And then he just had to keep on swimming, and finally became number
Michael
one.
Jordan got cut from his high school team.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
I
it
mean, you gotta
happened,
start
yeah.
somewhere. I mean,
For sure, man.
how many people are gifted in this world,
Not that many.
and genetically gifted as well? Just
Yeah.
being able to get stronger, just without barely lifting the weights.
Right. There's
Yeah.
man, I knew a guy, Adam. God, he didn't do anything. He ate terrible bologna, you know, and he was so big and thick and just strong. He could take a engine block, put it up and throw it up on his shoulder. And he didn't lift weights. He didn't do anything. It was just natural. It was crazy, and he was thick and just.
Yeah, I kind
Like,
of had.
how are
awkward
you that
streaks.
way? Because you don't work out, you don't do anything.
Yeah, high school was kind of like that
You
with
eat like
me
shit.
for the gym and stuff. Like for a PE class, whatever, we had weightlifting as a choice for high school.
Yeah,
Whatever, and I probably weighed 135. It can max out the stack on the lat machine when my legs are cut in. But he's like,
Yeah.
"How's this possible?" and stuff. But
He was always pretty strong.
I was just in the weird areas where it's like it shouldn't matter. But
So did you always top roll when you beat guys at the bar? Or
I
did
think it was always just a natural kind of wanting a top roll motion most of the time. But now it's just hold with the two middle.
See, I
fingers.
remember winning in a hook.
Well, that's
and I don't
you kind of
hardly
just
ever
go
hook
there.
now. It's
Yeah, I think
weird.
it would always go there.
Just
with the
kind of
hook.
natural. I thought that was arm wrestling, you know.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, you're supposed to be here. I didn't know anything about, you know what I mean? But I do remember the first time. I remember the first time that I pulled and the guy's hand just was, he was mush,
I get
you know,
those
and it
rare
just-
guys at the bar every now and then and stuff.
And it was
It's
like, oh, that feels good.
right.
Like he had no power, and it was like, oh, I got to get everybody else I arm wrestled to flop their hand open.
Right,
You
right.
know, that was like the first day that some kind of technique entered my brains.
Oh,
Before
yeah.
then, I just thought it was, you're a man, grab a hold, and let's see whoever's the strongest. You know what I mean?
And there's a lot that goes into it.
And there's billions of things going on.
I
That
mean, just
didn't
in
even-
that and the rules and everything too. I mean, because I did that little seminar with Leonard and stuff at the Illinois
That's
State.
good to do, yeah.
I mean, I failed the fucking written test part, but I'm better at watching. I know what to watch for on the
Yeah,
match.
you got something out of it.
So
That's good.
Did they do any active testing?
yeah, they did actually active testing too, and I was
You
the
did some
dummy.
ready goes?
I was the dummy stuff for him. Yeah, we did the ready goes like you've done before a little bit and
Yeah.
learned. So I was
Right.
just dummy and stuff, and he's like, "Don't you have a super match?" I'm like, "I got a left hand, so we can just don't have to go light and stuff." And we were just doing light and stuff. And he's like, "Man, you need to lighten up, sweetie. You're gripping hard." I'm like, "I'm just holding here and holding this right here."
Your super match was left-handed?
No, it was right-handed.
I was gonna
so
say
I
it.
wasn't gonna practice
yeah.
right-handed.
You didn't see it?
No, I did. I thought you just said you were doing left-handed though.
No, I mean just we'll do the left-handed.
Oh,
got-
you'll do.
I got it right here. We can
You'll
check
do
it
the
out.
setup left-handed, right? Oh yeah. Let's watch it. Yeah. No, I watched it. Yeah, Mirzad sent me the link.
I always love watching these matches, and it's like, man, I could have done this, shouldn't have done this. Right here, it looked like I dragged my elbow back a little
looks like
too
he
far.
smashed you there.
Yeah.
And right-
Oh, look at him.
Ooh,
Bam.
ooh.
And right there, I mean, the
You
guy.
hit
won.
first that time.
Was this best of 5, right?
Yeah.
See, that second time you hit first. Right there, you
See
hit
right
first.
there, the hands
Did
strong
they give you the
enough.
straps because your elbow came up? Okay, elbow. Same thing.
Straps.
That time they gave you the straps.
I mean,
think
yeah,
it was.
he's just got more power than me. I mean, he's a bulkier guy at 154. He actually had to cut to come down to my
He
weight.
looked like a big guy. I had never seen him.
Yeah, I mean, we got the same build almost, but he's just a little bit more heavier looking at me. Other than that, like our within our elbows and our high forearm lengths or whatever. But he's a
Hey.
humble dude. I mean,
I know the guy is. He's a good dude.
he's
It was a good match, though.
he's
real
humble
good.
as heck. I mean, he gave me a call like a day or two later and was like, "Man, you don't understand how much I trained for that match. Like I watched every single video I could find of you." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's not hard to find. I got hundreds
No,
of
there's
them.
not hard to find.
So,
You arm wrestling.
Win or lose, you can find a couple hundred
Shout
of
out
them.
to 217 for
217.
that
So,
video,
yeah,
too,
shout
by
out
the
to
way.
217 for his videos of me making me look good.
Brad Cook.
Win or
Best in
lose,
the business.
he'll make you look good even if you lose.
He's so
I'm
good looking,
surprised
too.
you haven't got a Sweet Tea
T-shirt.
video from Brad Cook, like
Or that, yeah.
like a
tribute.
217
A
I
tribute,
kinda-
like
highlight
like-
video.
like
the
Rockers
highlight
got.
videos he was
Yeah.
doing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of let him do his own thing, and I don't like to push stuff on about myself. I would be like, hey,
You should
man.
push.
No, I'm surprised you
But-
didn't reach out to him to do it. Just
You
because
should
he would have been that guy.
I mean, here you go.
have him put
Brad
together
Cook.
a nice little montage.
Fuck, you gotta
Yeah.
have
Help
like
me get a little montage of me getting my ass beat and going up to winning matches. I mean, the come up. I've always wanted to do that.
the rise.
The rise.
he's gotta
I mean,
have as much footage of you as Oscar almost.
Yeah.
Did Oscar get you to
lot.
start doing all those classes? Because for a long time you were pulling like every class.
Honestly,
you could
no.
pull.
Here was my thing on that, because normally when I would start, I'd have to travel a minimum of 3 hours and rest up in 5 or 6 hours or whatever. And I'm thinking, man, I'm traveling this far.
I'm gonna pull.
I don't
want.
want. I'm not gonna pull just 2 freaking classes and then just get my ass beat or whatever. And then okay, now I'm watching for 8 hours to hang out the after pull. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna get my money's worth, win or lose. I'm getting practice. So I'm thinking I need to get used to the crowd and the ready goes and the starts, so that way I can get used to the cadences of other refs and this and that, and then just start tying it all in together.
Do you think pulling all those different hands and the different weights of hands helped?
Oh, tremendously. I mean, what you see me post online is what you see me post online with my training. Like, I take it lightly. Like, I'll do like a whole bunch of reps throughout the whole day instead of just doing like a strict 5 sets of 8 or whatever. I just grab the weight and do what's comfortable and then hang out for 20 minutes, grab it again, and just do some shit.
That's kind of what Devin says he does.
I
Just
do-
throughout
I-
the day, he just grabs.
I literally have it in my living room where it's in the
Right.
front of the TV for short.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No. Have you've seen his living room? It's his workout stuff, and the whole thing is all of his arm wrestling T-shirts. You can see him in the background.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
we need more T-shirts and like
We
I'm-
do need more T-shirts.
like me personally.
love 'em.
I'm willing to throw down $100 for a
No, not today.
for like the
I've usually fucking got.
like I'm willing to cut in like $100 or whatever. Like, hey, here's throw down for some T-shirts because like I want people want shit to remember. If they lose, whatever, hey, here's a memory right here.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna let you in on this. Denise has a treasure trove of killer. I'm pointing at the camera of killer arm wrestling T-shirts from the '90s and shit.
And they're nuts, I bet.
Oh, they're awesome. She did some online auction thing on Facebook, and I won 1 or 2. And I'm like, "Where's my T-shirts?" Denise, no, but anyway, she's got these awesome ones. She's even got some signed by Brzezinski and Barboza and them, like from Yukon Jack or whatever.
Right,
Yeah, you have to talk to her and get her to give you one or sell you one, whatever.
right, right.
I keep all of them that I get from the tournaments in like a tub.
Oh, really?
I don't wear that
I wear
shit.
the shit out
Yeah.
of them.
Well, I mean, my whole house will be full. I've only got half of them because a lot of the other half of the. Well, I've been like the 50. This would be 54 now after Illinois State's my 54th tournament.
Really?
Yeah. So like
I've never counted that
I
shit.
haven't either. Interesting.
so
I
half
don't think I
of
have
them-
that many though.
oh,
half
I know.
of them
I
and
don't.
a quarter of them or
No
whatever
way.
did and didn't have shirts. So
You've been to 54 in 3 years?
yeah, I've traveled to Tennessee.
What's your record? You got your
Taylor,
record?
that's more than...
No, I don't have. I've never counted my record.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
surprised
Okay,
you don't
okay,
have. He's
okay.
like, I'm 511 and 412.
I mean, I've got like 1,000 photos and videos, individual photos of matches and stuff, but I've never went to go back and count my wins and loss as a total because before I'd do a lot of open classes where I'd go from my weight up to the supers and place sometimes and not place, and so I've never really counted all those. But besides that,
Dude, that's almost 2 a month. It's 1.5 a month.
and you can spread it
That's
out.
1.5 a month he's been to in 3 years.
His whole career. Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, I've been to a lot of the brewskis. That's like
Dude,
my
that's
that's
second
a lot
home.
of traveling too, right?
I cannot
So,
even believe it.
Mhm.
How the hell
I
did
mean,
you-
obviously, Brewski's does 4 or 5 a year, and then you got my tournament
Because
sometimes.
I was here when like they had tournaments, more tournaments.
That's only 4.
Because they've had
Keep
more
going.
than one tournament in
Illinois.
Illinois besides Illinois State. They used to have them at
Where you been going?
Aurora.
Kansas City.
Okay.
I've been to Kansas City, Michigan, Ohio.
You're going to Michigan.
I've been to Blake Perry's tournaments a couple times in Tennessee,
Tennessee.
Sweetwater, I think it is.
Arkansas, probably.
Been to Michael Todd's.
Not to his thing, nothing
But
that far
Hinton,
yet.
USAA, you've never gone to?
Oklahoma. Go to Oklahoma ever?
No, I mainly
Kentucky
just
Muscle.
close to around the Illinois border. But
Has there
I
been
don't
that
think I've
many?
ever seen you at Kentucky.
I've only gone to the.
Why not Kentucky Muscle? I don't think I've seen you in Louisville. That ain't that far.
Yeah.
I
Why don't you
know.
go there?
You got to
Oh,
go
no.
this year then. because it's Brzezinski and Pablo.
Yeah, Brzezinski Pablo.
My man
are pulling.
Pablo right here. You see I got the Pablo
Yeah,
shirt
I
on.
noticed that.
Russian tank. I
You
You
don't-
never know. You may
I don't
see
care.
Pablo
Can I
wear
get a
that
refill
shirt
here?
I don't care.
against Brzezinski.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Maybe I should have them both sign it. That'd be.
You should.
I got the Pablo shirt with Brzezinski.
Get both of it, like on the side, both right and left. It'd be cool to sign it, I bet.
One on each tit.
I think I'm gonna do that $100 to Ingen and get that shirt signed by all those guys. That'd be awesome, dude.
Was he selling shirts?
Everybody that's pulling there, plus him and whoever else, blah blah blah, are
That's
all
gonna
gonna
be a good match,
autograph it.
though. It's
Dude,
gonna be
it's
interesting.
Brzezinski and Barboza and fucking Ingen and like all the badass arm wrestlers that are gonna be
Yeah,
there.
that's pretty cool.
Zolov, you know, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be real cool. It
You
sucks
should buy
about
me one.
Cody Merritt. You see, he's not gonna go.
Yeah, did he?
Ah.
Something's wrong with his arm?
Yeah, where it broke. One of the screws seems to have backed out.
Mm.
You know, he broke his forearm right here. There's a big plate in there.
That sucks because he was going to smash.
shoot,
He's
so
he's so good.
You got an arm injury, so how far are you now with that? Are you back to 100% almost? or-
No, I've been doing what's the equivalent with that weight? That band goes up to like 45 pounds. I'm just been doing
'Cause,
bands.
I mean, I can see a slight difference still a little bit. Like it's a little bit smaller, but
Oh yeah, it's smaller. It was real bad a couple months ago.
Oh, that was
I
so
came to
funny.
practice and I pulled for a while
like the guy off
right-handed,
Scary
and this
movie, take my
and this
strong
was just
hand.
blowed up from not doing anything. So
Yeah.
it was extra. Just I
Yeah,
couldn't
pumped. He was jacked
even. And this
up.
thing was just a
Like what's
limp,
that guy's name?
like a fucking limp
Z or
noodle. It was so
something with an O?
terrible.
Oleg's low.
Oleg Zoc.
Ozok, where he's
It
literally
wasn't
just-
quite like that, but it
More,
was.
more like that Matthew guy,
No, here's a funny
the
story. though.
right-hander.
Talk
Yeah.
about pumps. I wore one of those arm sleeves, you know, that keep a tight on it.
Yeah.
I passed out with it on, whatever, and I woke up next morning, took it off. My hand was twice the size, arm and hand was twice the size of what it should be. And I'm
It's
like,
all blown up.
It looked
I was
like
like,
Jeff
what?
Dave.
it was literally like a baby version of Jeff Dave in my hand. I'm like, this is not normal. What do I do? I was scared a little bit. I'm like, this isn't cool. So
How long did it take to go back to normal?
Oh, it probably took like 4 hours to
Dude,
go
you
back down.
You should have seen this thing when I took the wrap off of it after surgery.
Mhm.
That thing. I mean, I was like,
Well, that was like a hot dog
oh
bloater.
my
Frank's
God.
fucking
Jessica was like, "Don't panic, everything's fine."
Don't
'Cause
freak
I
out.
was starting to get worried. Like it was really big.
Right. Am I going to get stretch marks from this?
Yeah, dude, my hand.
I think I
Dude.
got stretch marks on my forearms around my elbows
And
area.
the pictures are you can never. It's like taking a picture of the moon. It's like whatever. It's a little dot.
Yeah, you can't.
This
tell.
was so swole, dude. It looked like Jeff Dave. It was crazy. You could like poke it and it would like go down and then it would slowly come out.
It's like high dehydration.
Yeah,
or something,
dude, it
what
was-
they call it.
I was like,
This isn't.
"Am I okay?"
Is this
Luckily,
good?
thank God, she's
Why?
a nurse and she's like, "Oh yeah, you're fine." So we
I
wrapped it
still
and
don't
I put
trust
the
what
ice
some
on
of
it
the
and it
women
went
say,
down in a
or the
day.
nurses say. I don't really trust what those nurses say sometimes.
What do they know?
Yeah, what do they
It's
know?
not like they're a
Not
doctor
shit
or
sometimes. I mean, just in general, like they're taught to learn
Some
the
of
basics.
them are. Some of them.
Even like major
subpar.
hospitals, I've stumped people and stuff.
Sure. Major hospitals have dummies in them too, no doubt. My old lady is smart.
Right. 'Cause here's one though.
She's
Here's what I
good.
mean by a dummy. Like everyone always questions, what's that bump on my hand? You know that I got?
Yeah, wart. I would say.
No, tumor. It's just a tumor.
It's a tumor.
But non-malignant. I was born
Okay.
as a child. Well, I was born with NF1. Basically, it's where you get a bunch of these, either inside or outside your body. I have a mild case.
Oh,
And I've had some removed, but that's what that
Okay.
is. And thank God it's nothing crazy. But they're usually attached to like my nerve endings and my bones sometime inside.
does that affect?
No, that maybe affect the other guy. and
The
him
other
thinking-
guy.
He may think, oh, I don't want to touch
He's
it
got
or
something
hurt him.
else to grab a hold of.
He may have an extra grab, or he may be thinking, man, I don't want to touch that thing and hurt him. But it's like, no, just I don't feel it. I mean, there's no feeling
There's
in
nothing. It's just like dead skin.
it. It's
like,
just basically just a big ball right there.
You get one on your dick and you be a little bit extra.
Be a little bit of ribbed,
I don't know. That might scare the ladies away a
naturally,
little bit.
natural ribbed.
Keep it dark. You said do you have any on the inside?
I mean, I've had a couple that were in the back of my head when I was a younger kid, and then that's what this little hole is right here too.
Okay.
I was maybe 6 or 7. And I had to have a tracheotomy and stuff like that for like a couple months, and then
Oh, damn, that's scary for a
and then
6-year-old.
I was just
It bo-
living. I didn't really.
You didn't bother you?
I didn't notice. I just know I had this thing in my neck and it helped me keep me to breathe. Is what they told me. This is
Cool,
what's gonna
yeah.
help you breathe, and then But I was up to mischief. I'd
Yeah,
try
kids are crazy, right? You don't know.
Well, what I would do is these were old school. It wasn't like they have anything now. Like we have a little block we could put over there so it would cover it, so I would have to hold the whole talk.
Right.
And then I'd try to get out of a church thing, like whenever all of the adults were upstairs doing the sermon, they'd have that little sermon for the kids downstairs, and I'd always try to pop it off. So like, I need to go with my parents, keep on popping off. I'd be making it pop off on purpose.
Freaking them out. How long was it on like that?
Just for a couple months, I think, and then eventually
you had some fun with it, and
had some fun with it. Had the feeding tube in the nose for a while, and then it was like a week before I had to get it removed to go to the hospital. Me and my brother were fucking around. I had to carry the feeding tube thing with me, and he slaps me in the face and catches and gets me, and he pulls the feeding tube out.
Oh my goodness!
And then I had SpaghettiOs that I ate because they'd give me fluids through the nose, and I could eat some certain soft foods.
Sure.
And there's little SpaghettiOs on the end of the tube, and it came out. It's like, dude, what the heck?
That'd be traumatic for some 6-year-olds.
I'm like, what the heck?
I'm glad you made it through that. All right, man.
But
I'm serious. Like 6 years old, some little kids would be just.
Well, I think growing up in the '90s is a lot more different than now. Than growing up in the 2000s.
For sure. For sure.
I think just everyone's more baby to live.
But I knew little bitch kids back in the 90s. Yeah, I'm older than you.
Yeah.
And I knew kids back then in 1992 that were little bitches.
That's kind of probably like the way I act. The way I act. Stuff doesn't faze me very much. It's like,
Thinking like 31. He's like a flat out millennial talking about how bitchy these new kids are.
Dude,
like,
hey.
Jesus.
I mean, I'm still like in that generation where they say it's
you
part
are
of the crazy stuff.
You're in with it.
You're a motherfucking millennial.
I'm
100%.
I'm at a way higher level. Than
I already like him enough. He can be in with us.
I mean,
he's grandfather. We're good.
Grandfather me in.
No, it's getting worse, I think.
Can I get a refill over there, Quady?
Yeah. Yeah, what do you want, man?
Just the one on the right there.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Quady's upgraded to bartender status. This is the first time.
Tony, this is what you get.
You could slide that.
Move it. You want the regular?
Yeah, the regular. You can just pour a single in there.
Nobody likes that. I got the peach because that's what Sterling was always about. Was the peach crown with the sweet tea.
Oh yeah, this is.
Yeah.
There's some ice in there too, in that.
Oh, I'll get him some ice.
Yeah. First time I've actually mixed sweet tea. Second time doing tea with it, and it's actually coming out pretty good.
Good deal, man.
Let's see. All right. Watch Quady screw this up.
Oh no, man. I can do this.
I'm gonna need some ice too. There, you're looking like you're doing a great job.
I can get it. You want that or you want that one?
No, I got this right here.
You gonna put?
You got the gold pick. That's better. Mine's not good enough. He got the high quality.
High quality.
And you just want ice?
Cause you just take some ice. I got my own over here.
What would be the breakdown, whatever you would call it for this? Like H2O, but the numeric table for sweet tea.
For sweet tea?
It'd be water and something else. Well, H2O.
Yeah, that's whatever you want it to be, man.
Yeah, man.
That's your shit.
Write your own story.
Fucking sweet tea is what it is.
Light ice.
Light ice.
Light ice.
Bitches.
I've never heard anyone use that full nickname on me.
You want more?
No, that's good, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that was official. Sweet tea light ice was the extra little added because I'm.
Who came up with that?
That's what I remember. Like you talked about with Jared and them talking, and that's why I thought that's where the name came from.
And then light ice came from one of my buddies or whatever. Started yelling out because I'm like, man, I'm a small light guy. So he's like, well, we call you light ice. But.
So did you do any sports or anything before arm wrestling?
Oh, tried a little track in not high school, but middle school, and didn't like the running and stuff. And I was wanting to be like the shot put guy because I had that natural.
Long distance?
No.
Sprints?
I don't like no running or sprints like shot put or something.
Really? You don't seem like the shot put type.
Right? I'm not the big kind of guy. Is what it is. I'm gonna be like, well, I'm a little stronger, so I can at least set some good numbers for the small guy. And then if I get good,
is it by weight class?
They could have been. I can't remember.
Is this like high school you're talking?
Middle school.
Okay, so were you a little guy then, or were you like that size now, like you grew quick?
I was even smaller, but I thought I was bigger. So, but my teacher was always like, no, you don't need to be doing that and stuff. Because I was more towards like the lower learning schools and stuff like that and stuff. So she was kind of more rude towards me. I had teachers, you know what I mean, kind of pushed me away. She's like,
oh, you're not good enough for this.
You don't need to do that. You're smaller and everyone's bigger than you, or just stupid crap like that. But
did that make you want to do it more?
Yeah, I'm like, I can do it if I mean, shoot, I know what I'm capable of. I mean, I'm not gonna be kidding myself. I mean,
well, that's good to be looking up, right? That's character.
Yeah.
It's
For
like
sure.
a lot of people run away from that.
I mean, I just realized you just gotta try something. If you fail at it, don't do it.
At least you tried.
Just
Was
don't-
that all just you, or did you have like parents kicking you saying you better do this shit?
No. They were pretty open, let us do whatever we want, and then they just support it, basically.
So that was all you. Just
I'm just off to just try it. I mean,
you
why
got
not?
brothers and sisters?
I got 3 brothers.
Are they all
So-
the same way?
Damn.
2 of them were really succeeded in soccer, and then the other one, the younger brother, was did soccer and basketball.
So they were all athletic.
Super athletic. I mean, I think my middle brother was freaking number 8 or 9 in the Midwest for a forward position or something, or whatever it was in soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And then my younger brother Gunner was always good in soccer, and then ranked in the basketball a little bit and stuff, and was a guy that hey, watch out for this guy and stuff like that. And I just kind of was just back in high school and stuff after that.
I played soccer for about 5 years.
Well,
or
I did
so.
golf a little bit, but that was getting a little tired.
Golf. I like golf. Yeah.
I didn't like the walking because when we'd have to go there and golf,
Ride
we
a
couldn't.
cart.
When we had to train for golfing, Coach Atkins, I'm like, can we get some golf carts? He's like, no, you guys got to get used to walking.
Oh, you were in school.
So-
I'm talking about.
He made us walk
In the
all of it,
course.
the whole 9 holes or whatever. And luckily it wasn't the back 9 we had to go on. So it's all fucking more woodsy and stuff. But it's like, man, this is stupid. So me
Yeah.
causing mischief, me and one of my other fucking buddies would always bring the little pinchies and get stoned. Walking. Like,
Nice.
man, this is lame walking. We got to make this more enjoyable, bud. I'll
Right?
bring my stuff and let's make this laughable at least.
Oh yeah.
Just don't lose our balls or whatever.
Did you play at the? You said 9 holes. You played at your local city course.
hmm
Yeah. Gotcha.
Luckily, it's only 2 miles out.
Yeah.
Recently, do you still play? Have you played since you arm wrestled?
I don't
I
like
hear that
any-
doesn't translate well.
No, I attempted to go throw axes one day, and it's a little at this axe throwing place in Effingham and
You
stuff.
gotta warm that shit up first, right?
No, I
Go
did
out
what
there.
I could.
Go out there and grab a rock and sling it across
No,
this neighborhood.
yeah.
you
I tried it with a
You'll be
baseball.
on your knees begging.
And they're
Why'd
like-
you make me do that?
And the girl was there, was kind of laughing a little bit when I was throwing and stuff. And then she finally looked at my shirt. 'Cause I had an arm wrestling shirt. She's like, "You're an arm wrestler?" And
The elbow.
I don't know if she was flirting with me or she was just constant conversation so she can get me to come back there. And all the friends I was with, man, I think she was flirting with you. I'm like, no, she's just being nice. You can't tell the difference, man. I mean, it's just kind of odd seeing an arm wrestling shirt. So she's working there and she's got nothing else better to do besides talk about axe throwing and conversate with the people there.
Yeah.
So
Where was this at?
in Effingham,
Oh.
I can't remember what axe place it is, but it's somewhere in
Next
Effingham.
place. Okay.
It's like
I haven't done that yet.
there's no booze
Axe
or
throwing?
nothing there.
Nope. No.
Everybody-
neither.
Oh, it's
done
easy
it,
though.
unless
It's,
I haven't
it's
made it
super
to do
easy
it.
once you figure out the angle.
Yeah,
You don't
it's like
really-
darts, right?
You
Just
don't even
medieval
flick your
darts.
wrist. You don't even flick your wrist. You
just
just
let
hold it like
let
this.
go of it.
You just keep the same angle lock and you let go
That's
right
what my
here.
buddy said. He's like, it's all about letting go.
I'd be so
Well,
good at that shit.
Imagine holding a hammer, like you're in a swinging hammer like that.
Yeah.
Well, when you get right here, you
You
let
just
go
let
when
go.
your fist is straight. You just let go and it naturally does 2 flips or a 1 flip and then it sticks.
That's what my buddy said.
It'd be one of those games that I could be fucking super
I threw
good,
the
and then
first time,
I got
like,
this buddy
oh.
Travis Gooden that would just smash me no matter what.
No, it opened me up bad.
I'm
when I
fucking, I'm
threw it.
fucking awesome. He'd come in and be like, pop, pop, pop. Like, you fucker.
That's what my elbow did when I threw it. It went pop, pop, pop. It's
Dude,
not
I
made
threw
to go that
I
way.
threw a football. I'd been arm wrestling for about maybe a year,
Right.
and just I didn't even think about it. It never came up. Nobody warned me. I grabbed that football and I just
Didn't even
slung
warm
it.
up,
I
just-
slung it like I was 12,
Ah,
and I'm like,
I can imagine.
dude, I hit the ground, and like, whoa, what the.
Yeah, it
I
don't
wasn't
work.
the same for 2 hours after that because I slung it. I mean, I just
Right there in
grabbed
the
it and slung
pronator
it.
probably is where it hurt.
No, it was all elbow.
Oh, elbow?
No, the elbow. Oh, just the toothache.
Because whenever
in
you throw
there
a
for an
football,
hour.
for me it's that, like they say, it's like you're shaking a hand almost, or you aim with your thumb down when you throw,
Pronation, yeah.
basically to make a spiral or whatever. The
It's
old
my
school
elbow.
ways what they used to see on
For
TV.
me, it's the fact that my elbow doesn't go backwards anymore.
Well,
you need
I'm
that.
made to stay here,
with
not
Snap. Well,
stretch
it's
out.
it's not common knowledge, but a pitcher
Yo,
he has the same elbow problems as arm wrestlers.
who
You
was that guy
probably
from
know
Minnesota
that.
or something? Didn't we have a baseball player guy that arm wrestles? I can't think of his name. He'd always have the goatee. Not from Minnesota, I think. No,
David Cohn.
I think so. Yeah, or
Pitcher?
somebody.
I'm
A pitcher?
sure.
He's a pitcher and stuff, and
David Cohn had a big mustache like that.
he was just Strong though.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would translate one way, right?
I'll
Like
tell
a
you,
baseball player could be a great
I
arm
think
wrestler,
boxers would be if they got trained
but
right.
you're not going back.
I've seen
No.
some boxers
No.
have some nasty fucking forearms.
You're not
dude.
doing both, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I got a buddy that's a great boxer, and he has some nasty forearms. Like when he
Oh,
just
yeah?
when he holds his arm out and then turns it like his hand like that.
Bow.
His right here is just fat and then fat. It's like individual muscles. It's just like jeez. But
Can't get him into arm wrestling.
oh no, he tried to arm wrestle me one night when we were all out drinking and stuff over in another town, and he just saw me there. He's like, "Let's go, T-Dog, let's arm wrestle."
T-Dog.
And I'm just there smiling, like, man. He's like, "Man, be easy." I'm like, "I'm not gonna hurt my best friend, and you're a boxer, dude. I can't hurt you." So
Yeah.
you gotta be able to
You
hit.
need your hand
You need your hand. I'm gonna be nice.
and your arm.
So I mainly just work with people. Like I'm in a practice match.
Well, that's good.
Like I don't get aggressive with anyone
That's
else.
good. You shouldn't.
And
Because they don't know any better. They don't.
and then now it's gonna be I'm willing to lose on purpose now just if I want to.
Sure.
I did it before at the bar in front of this guy and his wife and his kid, because the dad was having trouble with me and I was just sitting there calm, just. And the wife's like, "Are you really struggling that hard?" And then I'm just like, act like I'm losing. Just
You did that?
Yeah.
Did you ever tell them?
No.
That's pretty damn honorable, Taylor.
I respect
I'm
guys
proud
to a
of you.
certain point, and if there's certain people, like, there's no
You
reason.
should have smashed him and took his wife home.
Right.
At the end of the day,
He had the best
out
night
of all
of
these
his life with his
tournaments,
wife that night
no, but at the
because
end
of
of
tea.
the, at the end of the day, that all these tournaments I've been to, out of all the hundreds and thousands of, not hundreds of thousands, but thousands of matches of people and whatever I've pulled, you can never underestimate someone.
That's true.
Dimitri, Pavlo's boy. Dimitri is a big example. I mean,
Yeah.
he's 154 now, and he can deadlift like 200.
Is he 154 pounds?
Yeah.
Dude.
He's a monster.
That's the
He's
future.
deadlifting like 200 or something pounds or more now. I've seen a video of him doing like he's
In 10 years, that's fucking Dave Chafee. or
He's
whatever.
around where I'm
It's
at,
gonna
like,
be-
I need to
we
get him on the
messed
table
around
again.
at the John Brzezinski
remember pulling him
practice,
when he
and
was
there's
like
a little
8.
video of him smashing my left.
He's
and
probably He's probably closing in on you.
he needs to be on the Illinois list if he stays in the Chicago area wherever they stay at, but deserves
Yeah.
to be right there with
Oh, dude, he'll be.
Josh.
He'll be
He
good.
deserves to be on the Illinois list. I mean, he can.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Is he still pulling?
surprisingly, I don't know. I was surprised he
haven't
didn't
seen him
show
around.
up.
I haven't either.
He didn't show up at this tournament for this year. I
He
don't
didn't,
know.
did he? That's a good point.
Thank you, gosh. But no, he's a
Yeah.
force to be reckoned with. But I've pulled people from 14 and a little younger and up. I mean, and you can be strong or faster that day.
How old is he now? 15?
15, I think. Yeah.
He's got to be in Kentucky. Pablo's pulling Brzezinski. All them
He'll
kids.
be
He'll
there.
be there.
But I think he's more focused on video than too. It looks like he's always videoing.
I
So
mean, there's money in it, so I don't blame him.
I mean, yeah,
Maybe not for him, but
right.
Oh,
but
I'm
he
sure.
just likes doing it just in general because he sees all these other guys doing it too, and it's like, hey, I like this too. So then
maybe he'll do both. Like
he's got-
Bowen.
he's got the luxury
video
of having
and
a
arm
badass
wrestling.
dad that travels and
Fuck
he just
yeah.
goes with
Yeah,
them.
he
So
doesn't have to pick one. He can
Bonus.
do both.
he can just get there and talk to whoever with them. It's like, here we go, and then they can teach him how
Yeah,
to
he
do
just
a video.
piggyback off of Pablo's
Yeah,
ascent to the
That's
top
good
of the
kid.
mountain. He's pulling Brzezinski, man. What do you think about that? I mean,
He's beating him left-handed.
are they going right
They're
now?
doing both hands.
they're doing both?
Yeah, I didn't hear
Well,
about
I didn't know that. Did
That's
you?
Just now, but
I
I'd
didn't know
say
that either. That's
Pablo's
not on the
beating
flyer.
him.
That's not on the
Pablo's
flyer.
beating him
Pablo's
left-handed,
gonna beat
dude.
him, and
Yeah.
is it gonna be like
I
a
could
heavy
see-
match?
I could
though?
see Pablo
Or is it gonna
beating
be
him
more
left-handed.
struggle? Are we gonna see
It's
Pablo?
going to be a good match.
Are we gonna actually? Because out of all of Pablo's matches, I've maybe seen him grimace a handful of times.
Hey,
barely.
that doesn't mean he's struggling.
Not
That
struggling,
just
but
means
calm. I mean, to
he-
me, when
he's got a poker face.
you got the little
He worked hard for Jerome.
like in the finishing position where you get stuck, at least that's where I've seen him like really
Right.
pump out, and you see the veins really start pumping out of the head to look like, man, I'm really trying this one now.
Mm-hmm.
Close to red line, and but
Yeah, I think
it'll be interesting.
he beats him left, and I think he might even get a match right. He's going to surprise him right. I don't
Yeah.
think
So
I don't think
Brzezinski ain't fast
Brzezinski's going to
enough.
be able to just power through him like he did.
He's
Like
gonna have to be aggressive. I think.
Everybody else.
yeah, where he's just kind of push. He'll hit that lock.
He could press, though.
He may have more hand, so he
Mm-hmm.
might be able to do that.
If he can
Mm-hmm.
do what he did to Devin that first match, or however what was ever going on with that, but he just needs to be quick
Yeah.
and fast. And
I'd have to give the nod to Brzezinski right-handed. I'm rooting for Pablo because that's
Sure,
my
right.
dude.
What's the weight? 230 or
But
I
overall,
don't
I
know if
want
there's a weight. Who cares?
I want the GOAT to win. I mean, that's always been the childhood thing. After you found the sport, it's like, man, the GOAT. This guy was world champion at 18 or younger, even just
18, yeah.
multiple, and just going at it. It's like, man, this is
Yeah.
possible for whatever. And even,
he's something.
and I've always gone off his training method. He's always talking about how he just uses table, and he really doesn't do much.
Yeah.
And people say they may not do much, but he may do the slightest bit. You know, maybe pull-ups and push-ups if he's not going to mention it or whatever. But
Yeah.
people do a little bit extra
Push-ups.
more than what
Right.
they say. But
Sure.
literally, I just arm wrestle. And
I
just,
think though he is just as honest as he
Yeah,
can
what,
be.
what's he got to lie about? Who
Nothing.
cares at this
No.
point?
Absolutely nothing.
nothing.
I believe him if he says he
I
didn't do a
believe it
push-up
too.
for 5
That's
years.
what I'm getting at.
Maybe he didn't do a push-up
That's
for
you
5
see
years.
where I'm at in hamstring.
I believe him.
Because I don't do crazy shit with the pulleys and crazy standard gym work. I don't go to the gym, and I'm
Right.
debating on starting that now because I'm thinking, well, if I know how to use what I have now, is it going to be the same muscle if I go get my compound deadlifts and bench presses and shoulder presses in? So I'm building that strengthening there, but to me it's like it's not the same thing as pulling, the same fibers and stuff for the motion you're putting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's compound.
Compound.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
gotta
like,
use
I got
everything.
you.
but
Yeah,
it's
I
still,
got you.
but it'd still be
yeah.
there because I can
Yeah.
still
Here's the
go-
thing:
yeah.
Brzezinski was winning at 19. Like high level shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
it's real easy to believe he's not working out. Fuck, he was winning then. Why would he not be winning?
He started when he was 13, and his dad was a great arm wrestler.
then? All he needs to do is be on the table. He'd be fine.
He's
you're
been
13 and
come
Fuck, his
on.
brother was just as good, damn near.
And pulling with Ray Patton and Dave Patton and
Oh, yeah.
and Todd Hutchins and
I think twice a
Kevin
week would take you
Bongard.
so
Dave
every
Patton
week.
doesn't get enough credit, I don't
Yeah,
think, man.
if you're getting twice a
Yeah.
week and stuff, and that could take you tremendously far. I mean,
Oh, dude, yeah,
I'd
right.
say if you can train with two
Yeah.
different groups every week, if you traveled
Oh.
2 hours one way,
Yeah,
to
you
travel
would-
with the north guys, whatever, and then you go up south,
Getting different hands. That's why I love after pulling so much.
6 to 8 hours.
Because you
of
do.
pulling.
I pulled Tony so many times. I pulled out, so many
That's the
times.
thing.
Getting new people, it's like, this is totally.
That's what conditions. me. I
whoa.
I pulled the same guy in Savoy for a few months, and then the guys at my team, my normal CIA team, was like, "Man, you're getting strong. What you been doing?" Well, I've been
Well, with
conditioning
another
with another
guy.
one other guy, and
Yeah,
we kind of just do things a little bit differently and stuff.
for
And that-
sure.
I mean, I just kind of go with the flow of the stuff and just do that unless I want to speak up like, hey, let's do this now. So, but now I'm going to do more strict ready goes, a lot more. We'll work it all, but I'm going to be more concerned with my ready goes and being more strict in the setups now.
Do you guys practice ready goes at practice? Yeah.
We'll end them sometimes and with it and stuff, or start it with them or whatever. And
Does Jared think it's a good idea to do ready goes?
for the most part, he thinks it's good, but not to go full out all the time. I wouldn't think.
Just to practice the timing.
Just at least if we do it, we won't finish the match.
Grab control and then
We
use
work the
it
grab
over.
control. We'll go to
Right.
maybe 2 o'clock.
I kind of like that too.
Yeah, in between 11 and 2 or whatever, 11 and 1 or whatever,
Yeah.
So
Right.
that way
Yeah.
you're staying safe. You're not getting busted out. You're just getting your hand worked out to that point.
Pretty much just grab a control.
Yeah.
Not really necessarily full blown side.
When I used to arm wrestle on my small table I had when I started out, I bought from this bar owner and stuff, and I'm like, I need that table, man. I need it.
What? No,
There was a table
Yeah,
at a
yeah.
bar?
Whoa. You're at a bar with a table.
This is like when I started getting in the sport, like the first year, right? This
Okay.
guy, I talked to him, like, man, you need to get like an arm wrestling table or something here, and then these guys that are like from overseas, and I'm gonna put it at that, okay? And then they were part of this bar and would have all this nonsense going on, and I'd go
Did
out
they
there and
speak
arm wrestle.
Russian?
Close to it.
Okay. I got you.
But they would I just like, man, we need to get arm wrestling so we can just get people doing. You can make money and do tournament stuff, and he got it, but no one really bought into it, so he got it kind of thrown away with the security guard guy, and he had it. So I'm like, where's this table at? I need it, so I can start practicing and stuff. And he's like, well, I'll sell it to you for $200 or whatever, $250. I'm like, deal, I'll do payments. And he's like, that's fine by me. So got
Oh,
it.
cool.
Did my payments on it.
And
this is-
that was how much before you went to your first tournament?
This was like, I got it like 6 months, I think,
Before you went to Illinois State?
before I went to Illinois State. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
I
Damn, you had your own table back then.
This is
Nice.
This thing's like an inch shorter.
Yeah. What's it look like?
It's
that's
like a regular arm
before-
wrestling table, but it's just like the thinner wall, the thinner legs on the side, and then you got the regular baseboard. But I put some sheet of plywood on it so it could be thicker, so I could handle my handle machine or my pulley machine I get on it, from
Yeah.
Legacy Tables. You know them? They have
It's a Legacy.
Yeah, now my new
No, the
table's
pulley
a
machine. He means.
The pulley.
The pulley machine was
What
a
kind
Legacy.
of table is it? Is it homemade?
This is
or
a
is it-
homemade table.
Okay,
This is like no name.
Not
sponsor.
Combat Arm Sports.
None
or-
of them guys.
okay,
This is
yeah.
just like,
All right.
let's just put this together.
that's fine.
Someone that was like us, so just build one at
Sure.
home.
We built all. Bill and
Right. Pretty simple.
Justin
It
built
used
all
to-
ours.
It
Yeah.
had braces in the center of the table below the legs. It was there, so it'd get in front of your legs when you really want to post up and get
And
under
your
it.
knee?
Yeah.
It was in the middle. Those braces.
Instead of being high. So I
Okay.
cut those off, and now
Yeah.
now they're swaying. So I know a couple fucking metal workers that could just put a brace at the
Is
top,
there,
whatever.
Is there not a brace between the feet?
There's a brace in the center of the bottom of the feet, so but it just wobbles at the top because there's no connection at the top like the regular combat tables have.
Okay. Okay.
So if I just put another two
I'm
pieces,
sure you know what you need.
Yeah, I just need 2 pieces of crowbar or whatever you want to call it, and just put at the top there so
Yeah.
it holds it. But for now, I just got some zip ties, whatever you want to call it, snatch down ropes, and just
Okay.
holding it at the top so it doesn't quite shake. But and
Hey.
I got the idea that I need a table that's what I'm going to compete at. If I can get the regulations height,
Yeah.
my muscles
yeah.
are going to be trained to do that
You should get one that's.
instead of being down
is it
here.
not? Is this one not regulation? Like.
No, this is like
Spec?
this is
No?
perfect for practicing and just strength building. I guess you could call it if you want to do that part of your aspect in training. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like to call your strength build, and then you got your hand-eye coordination training too.
Right.
Mainly the strength is just you're not too focused on like form. You're just worried about building strength, just trying to get that strength. And when it gets to form and concentration, then you can start more in the ready-go position, palm straight like this, not in a losing position.
Yeah.
But
You could put maybe something underneath it to get it higher. Is it too short or too
it's
high?
too short,
It's
and
too
then
short.
it's like 2 inches short too with the pegs across right here, like where you have the.
It's
right-
too narrow.
Yeah, it's
So
all
you're more
around.
like way in here.
Imagine the one for like the teen. It'd be perfect teen table.
Okay. Okay.
You got the
okay,
you got the
okay.
kids table, the teen table, and then you got our adult tables.
So it's between the kids and the adult.
Because it's only a matter of like 1.5 inches or a half inch or whatever for a difference for
But
younger
you can
kids in
tell.
here. But it's noticeably different. Anywhere I used to
Okay.
bring it, like man, this is table seems smaller.
Okay.
I'm like probably
So
is.
it's obviously is smaller. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I mean, you got it for free, right?
I'm not free though. I had to pay a good $250 for it.
Yeah. Well,
but
that's semantics.
you gotta start somewhere, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I bet Ethan will pull you for
Dreams
it.
aren't free.
Ethan will pull you for it.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
He's a little heavy nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know what
That's
he's
what
weighing,
we were
but
talking
he was,
about that earlier. He said Ethan
I
wanted
don't know,
back.
I
I'm
mean-
like,
He was-
shit, he's
he-
two classes up.
He was flying past my weight last time I saw him. He was like 194.
What would be
I'm
reasonable
like,
though?
oh my
We gotta think of
God.
some. What would be a reasonable weight for him to cut to, and then I would be able to cap out whatever I get to. Because
70.
Nah,
I mean,
man.
he,
I don't
I'd
I
ask
think he
him.
can stay there. He
what are
ain't
you
going.
comfortable with capping
he can't.
down
He
to?
ain't going down there. Forget it.
It'd be like, well, you gotta let me get like to 170 at least.
Yeah, you can get as
No.
heavy as you want.
That's as big as I got when I used to work out like 7 years ago. I
You got
into I was a
170?
gym rat. I looked up all the CT Fletcher videos and all them gym rat
yeah,
guys. So I
CT
got into the
Fletcher.
rep,
Hell yeah.
get all that money, whatever they talk that nonsense.
CT's.
I was used to doing 100 reps of like whatever sets or whatever, like the 200, like just pick your weight and then just keep on going. But
He would. He'd grab a 20 and do 100. That's
Right.
like, whoa.
I mean, I got a little thicker. Imagine just me with an extra 20 pounds of just nothing too much crazy, like the same build, but just bigger, thicker.
Yeah.
I had a bigger chest. You could see the
You'd
lines
be like,
coming out.
you'd be like, Daddy.
No, I got stretch marks on my shoulders.
At
right
least
here.
on one side.
I'm small as fuck.
I got stretch marks on my shoulders a little bit when I was bigger, as big as I was, and then like it was just like riplets in my chest right there.
I think
But-
I'm gonna do a little.
I'm gonna try to get back in the gym and see what that does because I've never talked to any arm wrestlers about that yet on the table. Like how well do you like at least the gym rats, you know, that are gym goers that join the arm wrestling?
Does Gellings pull with you guys?
Who?
Chris Gellings? You said who? Like,
I think he's further.
isn't he Illinois?
I think he's further towards Chicago though.
You don't know who Chris Gellings is? 242 guy.
He was at Illinois State.
No, I don't think he pulls with us.
Just.
I haven't
obviously you
seen
don't-
anyone
yeah,
at a
you-
practice lately, at least with that name. So
Okay.
he's
You're
probably.
not friends with him on Facebook or whatever?
I probably am, but it's just so hard to memorize. I mean,
Yeah. Anyway, he's super jacked, so I
no,
just
we
assume.
haven't had anyone that big at our size.
Chris Chandler side.
Rockers
I
is
mean,
about
he's
the biggest guy that's ever came to our practice. So
Okay.
Rockers came. Didn't you come together with him or no?
No, I didn't make it over
I'm trying
there.
to think who it was that came with him.
Billy, maybe?
Andrew don't go to practice.
I don't go to practice. Practice is overrated. No, it's underrated, actually. Let's see. I think I'm going... I don't want the peach. But I do think I want some...
Can you hand me that lighter over there?
I think I will have some Cranny Coke. That sounds good.
I don't have any RC.
That's okay.
You left a couple over here, but I drank them, and they
You
were
drank
horrible.
'em.
They were fucking horrible.
What?
I hate that shit. It's like Vess. Fucking hate it.
You don't like RC?
No, it's horrible.
You got a half open one over there you're not going to drink? Or should I just
No, I'm
open
going to
one?
drink everything.
I'm going to drink everything. You crazy.
No, the table story, how I got my new table's wild, though.
Well, I got
What'd you get? Oh, yeah. Is that the one you brought to Illinois?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sweet
it's got
tea
his
table.
fucking face all over it and shit.
What? All right, let's hear it.
Oh, here. I think I got the picture,
Yeah, let's
too.
have a
Hold on.
picture.
Yeah, the
not
way I
not
got
the
this-
table, but his logo.
my
Where'd you get the logo? Did you make it?
I I had some people help me come up with an idea. I can't remember who, but Hector,
Hector Beltran.
he's the main dude that kind of did the.
That
this one
guy's
and stuff.
something, man. Isn't he?
Oh, he's a cool guy. Sometimes
He's-
it's hit and miss with them, but other than that, they're always usually
Really?
on point.
Yeah.
But stuff that most people won't notice. So,
Yeah.
I'm just glad to have something like it. So, but the way I got my new arm sport, but my legacy table was
I love it. That's awesome. Dude.
that's one of the starting ones I'm going for
That
right
is
now.
good shit.
Is that so? That's the one.
So then I got the other one of me flexing with the gold grill.
He's got it
too.
all over. Little ones of it, I think. Right?
Yeah, it's a
All
bunch
over.
of little ones. And
That could even be your left arm. Like, I don't know. It's good like that.
yeah, I'm
I
thinking
like
that's a good start out.
Yeah.
Make koozies, stickers, and whatnot.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And that's you're gonna do a legacy table, you said, right?
Yeah, I went ahead and got the legacy.
Steve Baldwin?
Table. Oh, Steve Baldwin. Yeah, that's where I got the pulley system and the table, and it's great. I mean, it
He
held
seems
up.
to be pumping out some tables, huh?
Oh shit, he was dirty. Looked like he just got done welding or something when he came to the early weigh-ins or just to come to the seminar to come practice the referee and get certified. So he's pumping them out like left and right.
Yeah.
Good.
Now he's got like where you can do the custom printing
Yeah,
on the top.
You
too,
find a
which is pretty
logo.
cool.
I'm glad he's
you
getting back
send it to
into
him
it.
and then
Yeah,
he'll.
because Brady's out, and I liked his tables for the custom printing.
Yeah.
I really like the damn Mazarenkos for the pieces for the pads.
Yeah.
I want that hardware.
I
Yeah.
ain't got that good money for Mazarenko.
I don't.
Yeah.
I hate
That's too
the
rich for
the
my
elbow
blood.
pads, right? But the hardware to put them in.
Yeah. Right.
If you want Mazarenko handles really bad just to be that new guy or whatever, hit up Sean Hancock. He has him for like half the price.
Boom.
Boom.
So hit him up. He's a U.S. distributor.
Yes, he is.
He probably will be at Brewski's on 219.
And I've also found some other new guys too that got like it's a self-made handle, whatever, 3D printed, and it's unbreakable.
Oh.
I'm
Unbreakable.
no, I've done videos, lives where I've took it and I've smacked it on the sharp end of my table and it doesn't crack.
Yeah.
No,
Let
no.
Andrew get a hold of that.
I promise you, you cannot.
so weak.
It's like I don't know what it's made of, but it's flexible. It's like a rubber texture. It's a
Oh, it's different.
Red,
Bo-
red
Bo-
lightning is what the
Bo Edgar's been making some good stuff. I bought some from Bo.
Handles?
Yeah.
Printed handles?
No.
wood.
Wrist wrenches he
yeah.
made with PVC and
All
just
those, yeah.
straps and
This
but they
guy's
were
kind of like
they were cheap
going off
and
like what
they're working
Mazarenko
good.
kind of does, but he does it in his own way though. He does change it up a lot, so there's no copyrighted issues or nothing like that. So they're his own, but
Yeah, 3D print is it's cool. Yeah.
like literally like with the Mazarenkos, those are like your China. It's like fine China. You gotta put it up nice.
Yeah.
'Cause I've dropped it once off the table and cracked the shit out of it.
Really?
But you gotta be careful with it. But it's good shit. They got good stuff overall. For
Oh
function.
yeah, the tables are sturdy. They are, and the the system they've got for putting
Heads, yeah.
it's just amazing. It's just so much better than
I almost want to manufacture my own.
yeah,
But I
whatever
know
we
they make
came up
them.
with.
But so far, these new ones I got are from Red Lightning, and they're literally, like I said, rubber and stuff, and like they're
Oh, the handles,
unbreakable. You could drop it.
Red
and
Lightning.
never
I haven't heard of that.
Robert Kelly.
I know the name.
Yeah, he's making those Red Lightning handles or whatever.
Robert Kelly, that's not coming to mind.
The whole apparatus and everything, and
Has he been pulling a long
That's
time?
cool.
Is he pull, or does he just do the
I
handles?
met him at Illinois State, and he had just been in the sport maybe 6-7 months at the most when I first pulled him, and then I just started getting good friends with him, keeping in touch with him and
Yeah,
stuff like
I'm
that.
sure I know him. Maybe.
But he's more just a guy that helps try to set big practices up and stuff and like that at his house stuff. He's had Chance Shaw or whatever. Chance.
Where's he from?
Florida, I guess.
Oklahoma.
Oh,
He's had Chance come down. He's had that other
Oklahoma.
guy. What's that guy?
Chance fucking travels, man. He
What's
needs a
that?
van like
He
Michael
sure
Thomas.
does.
What's that
Fucking
54
travel.
dude that's got the mustache and the glasses similar like this? He's really like looks like Bryson kind of, but
50.
he does.
Adam Warwinski?
He's
He said 54 guy.
a 54 dude.
54. It's not Michael Hitt. It's not Grant Pritchard. It's not.
It's a veteran dude.
It's
He's
not
been-
Dan Blanchard. It's looks
The
like
Iron
Bryson
Horse.
with
Borden?
glasses. Matt Borden?
Borden wears glasses sometimes.
No, not him.
think of
You can tell by the look on your face. I think it's not. It's not. It's not a veteran.
It's a weird name. It's like it's a
I don't know.
tough name, but he's had some handful of good guys that come down.
See, I would know
but-
this if I knew all my shit, but see, you don't, and he
Like,
probably should be ranked, and he's not because somebody doesn't know him.
He's ranked, but I just,
Alex is at home. He's like, Andrew, it's blah blah blah.
He's in Greece. He's sleeping.
Well, I mean, I just don't choose to remember all that.
No,
stuff,
I know,
so
I
it's
know,
like,
I know, I know.
For me, it's like you gotta make a statement with me to be important to me in some way for me to remember your name or something.
This guy's probably like a national champ. You gotta be important.
No, I mean he's important in the world, but I just
kidding, I'm
don't
kidding.
talk to him.
I can't think who.
Sam Popsher.
Sam
Gotta be.
Popsher.
The glasses
Sam
built up.
Popsher.
He's stacked. He's got the glasses.
Looks
It's
a
gotta
lot
be.
like Jeff Hale.
Well, there you go, Jeff Hale.
Jeff Hale.
Oh,
that's
it's Jeff
who-
Hale.
So
Yeah.
It's not like
Hale.
Jeff Hale. It
Yeah.
is Jeff Hale. You're right. He's got those glasses, and he's
Yeah.
a veteran.
Yeah, definitely
Jeff
Jeff Hale.
Took
It's
me a
Jeff
second
Hale.
to process, put the picture with the face, but yeah, he's
Yeah,
had him
Jeff
come
Hale.
through and stuff like that. And
Okay.
Is he still pulling shit?
What's
I
his
haven't seen him
nickname?
anywhere.
does he have-
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. Yeah.
Yes, that's
Hellraiser.
100%
Hellraiser.
the guy. There you go. I
Yeah.
should have said just that's
It's a bad dude. I'd like to grip up. I mean, this.
I met him at the Arnold's at 19.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
In passing, kind of
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, I just want to introduce myself.
Right.
And he just looks so tiny. Like,
Well, shoot, I
you know,
hope I
because he
meet a
looks
lot
so
of those
big.
great
Now, he
guys
was
in
cutting to
Vegas.
54.
He's 54. Yeah, he was 54 then.
But, man, he's so little comparatively, and I didn't get to grip
I think
up
he
with
like
him.
walks a 70 now, probably
65, 70.
65, 70 walking, but could make 54.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, no problem.
You were talking about going to Vegas. How many times have you been there? Is this going to be your first time?
No, I went when I was 21. That's it, though. I haven't been since, so
And
it's
you?
a different
Let-
place now, I'm sure.
Never been. We have got to talk about this. I feel like this whole Vegas thing is happening. We have got to talk
Hey,
about this.
Me and Bryson are 100% thinking about going.
I saw that, and that's awesome.
They got to do hotel.
What's the deal?
Yeah.
What
a better
is
deal.
going on?
A better deal on the hotels in the new place.
We had trouble with the codes working. They redid the deals and stuff to where people can get the codes to show up finally now. And when they
Yeah, but we got a new hotel.
And then
you
Denise
could probably get
talked
rid of
about
that one.
too.
What
Oh, okay.
hotel?
Different hotel right next in the same
It's like
venue,
what? Like it's like
but
a couple blocks
cheaper.
away. And it's
No,
like,
it's right there.
oh, it's right there.
But
she was talking about something
cheaper.
about $65 cheap
Yeah.
like a night. Like,
Probably
I'm
on the
like,
low
oh, really?
end, but maybe like $100.
Okay.
On the low end, but 100.
You're
bucks.
running it, and Sean's running it.
I am
or-
not running.
You
I'm
are
just
not
helping.
running. You're helping.
I'm helping, but it's Sean's.
It's Sean's
tournament.
baby.
I'm gonna run the live stream. We're gonna live stream it.
Okay.
That's gonna be fun.
And how many days? Like, I don't know anything. The
Saturday.
flyer is all I know. Saturday, that's it.
Yeah.
Flyer
We're
with
still
big
working
ol'
on some big
Oscar's
things,
face
man.
on
Are you
it.
going to fly in Friday night? When are you flying in? When are you going?
I am not flying, dude.
You're gonna
I
drive.
am gonna drive my ass over
Holy
there.
shit!
But I'm taking a trip, man. I'm bringing. I'm
You
bringing
taking
my
the wife and
wife.
kids? Okay, cool.
Just
We're
the wife.
flying.
Okay.
We're gonna fly there. We're gonna probably
You're
go
gonna
the
fly?
day before. We're gonna go that Friday and Saturday, and then
Like,
come
Yeah,
home
that's
Sunday.
wanna
preferred,
know
right?
what the
I got
deal
all this
is.
fucking equipment.
No, I get
gotta
it.
take.
Yeah,
So
that
you're going to
makes
help.
sense.
Sean's running it.
Sean's gonna run it.
It's a tournament.
Well, it's arm fighter, so you got the rankings guys involved, right? So Josh is gonna come down and
Josh
ref.
is going to come and ref.
Corey's gonna run brackets.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna run
Okay.
live stream. Sean's gonna
Okay.
ref.
Okay.
Right. We might get some big matches in there.
Super
Couple-
matches.
I'll be happy. just
Well,
to
maybe a
slow
couple,
someone down.
If there's going to
Um,
be a tournament.
Couple like internationals, maybe. Right.
Ooh.
Possibly.
It'll be fun.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, so maybe like one of our top guys and like another guy and a couple of them, right? And then the brackets.
Please tell me you're
maybe
gonna get Roman.
I can't say anything.
They're
I
gonna
doubt Roman can make that trip anyway.
They're gonna get Roman.
Man, I haven't seen Roman.
They
forever.
know if there's anybody to get.
Roman would have been great for the
Fucking Roman.
East-West stuff. That's
No,
why
I
she
got
couldn't make it over
put
there.
up against
Oh,
him. I think my
no.
second time at Illinois State. I got matched up with him when I started getting comfortable and doing pros, and I'm like, oh god.
Did he take it easy on you at least?
It was. I've never been put down so easy. I'm not talking like.
Pablo'd him.
I'm not talking like, oh yeah, he beat you easy. I'm talking like I could not feel any pressure. It was just nice and soft like a baby. It's like, how come I'm not feeling nothing? I'm just going
Brent
down.
can do that to me when I'm trying as hard as I can, and it's like,
But
Jesus, fuck,
hey,
it's amazing.
It's like
Just
the
to be-
dad syndrome, isn't it?
right.
me
I'd like
pulling my
another.
kid.
I'm just banging.
I'd like
and he
another
just-
shot with him.
He's
to
just
see
looking
what I
at
feel
me like,
against him now, but he's probably upgraded by a lot now too in the past 2 years.
oh shit.
Roman.
Oh shit, man.
So
He's
it's
a
like there ain't even
goddamn
no
beast.
point. He's just gonna
Dude.
tell me, yeah, you'll feel a little stronger than you did before.
But I mean, if you want to feel what the number one in your weight class is, that's who
that's
you
what
got to
happened.
pull, you know?
That's why I
The
look
number
at
one in the Western Hemisphere,
it. Hey, I've arm
And then-
wrestled a lot of
But
the.
that's his weight.
and
No.
maybe everywhere.
In the-
We don't know. Roman could be
talking
the
in-
best in the world.
That's what I talk him up as, and you want to ask
I
him about
agree.
his, I give.
Dude,
I
at
talk him up
55,
big.
he is fucking nasty.
I tell him if
I'm
you're
gonna
that
tell you
weight,
this: it'll be a war.
Watch
I don't give a
him war
fuck
with the
who it
Rockers.
is.
One match with the Rockers when they had. Oh my god! I'm like, dude, this guy's my size, almost bigger, but it's like, geez.
Well, whoever
It's
they were trying to set him up
amazing.
with,
It's
he
awesome.
actually said that he didn't think he could match him.
Giannis.
Oh yeah, he said he didn't think he had the
I
arm for
said
him or
that.
something.
I said Roman Gromov.
Well, he's the guy.
He's like,
Well,
not, he's
Corey
like,
Miller.
He's like not right-handed. No,
Corey
but
Miller.
left-handed. He thinks he could fuck with Giannis lefty, and I agree.
Yeah.
Corey Miller, another
Right-handed. Devin Bear, left-handed.
one. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Giannis is a little heavier, 65, 70. 70.
Yeah. Devin Bear makes 65
Mm-hmm.
all day, dude.
Oh yeah. Which is amazing. How? I don't know.
Yeah, but if they're talking lefty,
Devin Bear has my upper body. He
Did-
can make 72.
why don't you throw Devin Bear in that? Like if they're listening to you?
Well,
you could
good
compete
point.
on there,
Good
man.
point. Yeah.
Leg weight. What are they taking out?
Huh? Yeah. I don't know. Devin must have no ass and no legs because
Devin walks at 170. That
it's
ain't
fucking.
nothing.
He's as big as me up here, and
I'm all forearms.
somehow 20 pounds lighter. I don't know how. I'm like, where do you
Fucking
put it?
monster.
Where is it at?
Right.
Where?
He's a
How?
fucking great
Yeah,
dude,
people
too.
It's
think I weigh like
retarded. Oh, awesome
140s
guy.
or something. People usually say I'm like 130.
Yeah, I'm 188.
140,
It's like
low 40s.
Where's it at? I don't know. Fucking
Hiding it wherever Brent is.
him too. Like Harry, how in the hell can you make 198? It's like
I've tried to gain weight.
I mean, you
How?
fall in that. We're the same weight, and I look at your arms going, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
I've thought about trying to get up to 160. Just let my body just go instead of trying to stay at my weight.
Are you trying to? You try to stay
I've
low?
thought about it. I've thought about just see how I'd compete if I was heavier, just being heavier, now like actual weight.
So you try to stay at 54.
I try to stay
You
at
eat-
54.
you
I try
eat-
to get there, but it just I've not gotten the cutting experience.
What do you do?
yet.
Do you eat healthy or do
Like
you?
if I feel like I'm getting heavier for my tournament, I know like man, I need to calm down. I'll just kind of suck down on what I'm eating, but still take in the fluids so I can stay healthy and train and keep training on top of that. So I don't really
go protein heavy instead of carb? You know.
just basically just a couple snacks throughout the day and one big ass fucking pasta meal or something.
All right,
That
so
kinda-
he's
that
not.
gives me the energy to last throughout the rest of the day. Basically,
Sure.
Just
No,
to
I'm
keep my-
with you on the pasta.
It just keeps
oh
your-
yeah.
'cause, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it might be not like
It
the
sticks to
nutrition,
you. Yeah.
So it gives me energy throughout the day.
Energy.
So I'm just because I'm able to burn it off with
Yeah.
the training. So
So
it
you're
kinda
not.
cancels out.
You're not worried about what you're eating. You're just like
I'm trying-
proportion kind
I
of.
just want to get that extra body weight naturally, so I can have some extra weight on me to go with my power. Because if I can gain an extra 5 pounds of just body weight and actually be a full 154, that could help me for another level.
I mean, with your height,
I don't think it'll matter much.
yeah, I don't know.
It may or may not, but the way I see is like
It'll
okay,
be
here-
so 5 pounds will be so spread out
Well-
because everything you're
It's
pretty
not worth
even.
focusing on.
It's not. I would
Just work on your arm wrestling. man.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't worry about
No.
that whole gaining weight thing.
Yeah, if
Nah.
anything, you're at a weight where you could probably make 43 if you needed to. You just
That's
cut
where
the
I'm
water.
at. I'm at like 'cause I think because I've been 145 before, and I still just felt like I do now. Fine. So it's
Yeah.
like if I really wanted to, I could do that in probably like a week. Or
And you could
less.
just eat a full breakfast and go in and compete. So
Well, I mean, I've
there's something to be said about that
I've
shit.
Yeah.
fasted before, so I'm used to fasting and stuff. Like I can literally like not like full blown, like where you just have nothing but water, but like cutting it down just one
So
meal.
not fasting at all, basically.
No, it's like a small fast. It's
Small
like
one.
I fast till until lunch.
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Okay.
basically
Because a real fast isn't. But
Yeah, it's water only.
It's a water
I
only,
can
and
get
it's
by with
up
one
to
meal
I
if
don't
I
know how
need
many of the
to.
hours is, but it's.
I've gone 3 days. I'll do 3 days before.
I was gonna say it's
water only.
24 hours before it's even
First
called
hour,
fasting.
the first one sucks. Second day's good. Third day's no problem. After day
That's
3,
what
you can
they
almost go day
say.
7.
If you can get past 24
It's
hours,
just healthy for
you
you
can.
just to eat less food some
Yeah.
days just to do it, just to get healthy.
I've done it. Quite a
Andrew
few
can't
times.
get past 6 hours.
You gotta think, if you got any sicknesses or whatever in your body, it feeds off of what you're eating, your proteins that you're taking in your food. So if you could starve whatever's in you for a little bit, it'll
I've
make
been
you weaker.
wanting to do a week-long cleanse detox fast fucking
water
thing for
will help.
10
You know what you
years.
can do with water? You could get this little
And
meal.
I am
That's the most
so
you need.
weak and
It's
pitiful
mentally
that I
weak.
can't not eat a
You'd be surprised, though.
cheeseburger
I mean, it
in
helps the
24
immune.
hours. It's retarded, huh?
It'll help the immune system. I mean,
Dude, I know.
Just start it when
I
next time you get
know.
sick.
eating dirt as
You
a
should
kid
have done it
really
when you
helped
got
me.
sick.
I should have done it when I had hernia surgery because I couldn't do dick for 2 weeks
You
anyway.
kind of did it on your own. And the thing is with water fast, like, just drink water. So you're hungry, drink
I
some
have
water,
no
fill you up.
problem with the water part. I love water. If I'm not drinking booze,
You eat a lot though.
water I like to eat.
I need to get back
A
into
lot.
drinking water.
Yeah. First day sucks. That second day kind of sucks. But
No.
by day 3, you're like,
It's a lot
Listen,
of mental.
I've went 12, 15 hours before, and I felt good. I was like, it was that 4, 5, 6 hour mark
Well, imagine. I mean,
that my ass cannot. I'm like,
uh,
it's right there. It's easy. I can get it anytime I want. I don't, you know what I mean? It's too easy.
it's a lot of mental.
There's
game.
chicken
I mean,
nuggets in the freezer. Put them
nuggets,
in the
why
air
not?
fryer. Bam. I can't help it.
it doesn't matter. 'Cause you hold it well. Like it's
Peanut
not like you're
M&Ms.
fucking
I'm like,
obese.
I
yeah,
I
dude, it's
just-
bad.
bananas. I want to
Right.
peel one and eat one
I
right
need
now.
to get
Like,
eating healthy. I'm a bad eater.
That's why I'm pulling 190s because I eat, right?
I like to eat.
I can make 65, bro.
I like
Mhm.
pasta and
I just
pizza.
wonder what a good
and
diet would make me look like, the way I eat and the way I train. Like
You eat fatty.
I
And
just. eat
Yeah, but you
whatever
don't
the
got a
fuck
lot
the
to
heck I want.
lose.
who
It's not like-
cares?
Well, I'm
Don't
just
worry
curious, I'm
about
like,
it.
well-
Don't
Not even at
worry
54.
about it.
I'm not even
Yeah, you're
54.
50.
I'm in between.
You're 50. Just gain a
50
few
or-
more and you'll
just
still
a-
be fine, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could cut down and go pull Dylan Burns.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to pull a pill Dale Burns.
I don't even. I can't ever catch him sleeping. I mean, he don't sleep
Oh,
on me
no,
ever. He does my
forget
hands
that.
good, but he won't
Uh-uh.
sleep on me. I've had one guy do it though, and I caught him off guard and got him to 2 o'clock, but it won't ever happen again. Mike hit. It was left-handed.
Yeah?
Ohio, I believe, is where it was at Steve Pettis' tournament.
Okay.
And we were just talking and stuff, and he said ready to go, and I got the hit and moved him at least to 1 o'clock, in between 1 and 2 at the most.
Yeah.
And he just smiles at me, looks at me, curls me in, and just slams me
Mm-hmm.
down. Not slams me down, but just rolls me down.
Yeah. He was being friendly.
So he's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to get that easy. And then just once he catches you, there's not much you can really do. But,
Yeah.
Hit's a monster.
oh, man, that's crazy how those guys can cut down that weight. And looking at their arms, it's like, man, you're huge. Like, how are you able to cut down to like the 130s even?
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of Josh Berger?
Where's he from?
He's like in the northeast side.
I think so. I just 98%.
No, he's a. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Yes.
I know exactly. Long hair, looks like Jesus, kind of. A rugged Jesus.
I mean, I've never met Jesus.
We'll call him
but,
a
yeah.
rugged Jesus for what the pictures.
Yeah, you're talking about the right guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
Yeah.
placed over Hit in just this recent tournament.
I
And
saw.
him and Black Ice, where it went like 2
I'd
and
like
1.
to.
I saw the ranking he ranked. That's good. That's
Yeah.
all. That's good.
Hey, he
He's
came out. He
serious
presented
business.
that shit. He presented his own videos and everything.
Yeah.
It was like,
Very nice.
which is good because we don't get a lot of stuff from the Northeast. So it's
Right.
good
Right.
to have people down there that are wanting
Right.
to give it in. You
Mhm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
them 98 guys do a lot too. They
Oh yeah,
seem
there's
to
a
be.
lot of people starting to do a lot. It's starting to blow up
jumping
from when
in.
I started 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Can he represent 98 if he's ranked that high? I don't know anymore. He's got to get booted out. He's in the
I'm
top
not
2%.
sure with how
I'm
all
pretty
those
sure.
rules and stuff work and how that crap work. I just follow.
But if he's
it.
ranked number 4, pretty sure that's top 2%, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Josh,
you're-
you can't be
yeah,
out of the
Josh,
club.
you're out of the
Right.
98ers.
They can keep him out of it. You're not 98%.
You are not 98%
You
anymore.
better work your ass back up.
Yeah. Working.
Work your way down.
Oops, I got too good.
No, that's cool. And for anybody else, man, if they think they should be up there, like,
Go for it. Prove it.
just show us, man. We don't see everything. They don't put a lot of that stuff out. Some of those things aren't recorded or.
Yeah. Was there a live stream in Illinois?
No, there was the first. Yeah, this is the first time that I don't think there was a live stream, and I had a lot of people asking me if there's one. But
I would have watched. Like I was asking JT,
But-
he didn't know. Like
I think it's good. It could be a good and bad. I mean, you know what I mean?
It's fine.
It's
I mean,
fun.
it is what it is.
it's
Brad will
also
have a
just-
video.
Would they had room?
There was
Fuck,
plenty.
they had it so jammed in there.
they had
It's
room
hard
for
to tell.
stuff,
I
but-
mean, I didn't go, so I don't know.
Dude, Brad's gonna kill it because there was no way to take video from anywhere that was worth a shit. So
good.
he'll have the only good video of any of those matches.
Maybe he'll get a lot of
Aaron's
videos.
not too
Unless
bad.
people from the reserve tables.
Aaron had some video too. Was helping him record some matches too.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
but it'd still be Brad's shit.
I mean,
you know,
Brad's
so.
doing all the editing.
It's all Brad's. Yeah.
It's
He
you'll
gets
see-
fucked sometimes because people are putting out all the
well.
stuff
Here's what
like
you'll see
everybody's
though.
seen
Like
the
you'll
matches.
see the difference though in visions and stuff because like
I haven't seen anything.
Because like if you watch.
Bill, I haven't seen anything on Facebook of matches.
That's
Not
because
yet.
you
There's
couldn't
not.
get them from anywhere.
There's nothing that I've
My
seen.
kid was standing on chairs from everywhere, and finally I was like, "Why don't you go hit the after pull tables?"
Yeah. Fucking.
And there wasn't much I could use. I don't think I could put much out there because the lighting wasn't great.
But I'm just saying, if you watch the style and the way that he, like my super match was ran by Aaron with a video, and then
It was good.
and yeah, and then if you watch how Brad does his whole, they're still good though, but it's not the editing, it's just the way that they have different visions on
Sure.
how they want the camera to be high.
Your whole match
low.
was done by Aaron.
I believe so, as far as I can see, and but maybe other parts of it could have been.
It makes sense
Switched
because it
over,
was
but
just one little.
my
But that's
concern-
probably how I would have been. I'd have
I'm
been
blacked
like,
out in a moment, so as far as I'm concerned, remember Aaron was on my side, and from what I can see in the other videos from the crowd view, so
it was Aaron. Right.
Right.
mostly
Yeah.
Aaron, but
Yeah.
it's all good though. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked good.
Looked
Oh,
good
yeah.
to me. You could see it all.
oh, it's clear.
Clear. Yeah.
Brad did his little magic, making me look good when I lost and all that. So, but yeah, man, it's fucking awesome, dude. He worked his ass off for that. I'll tell you that.
He's a good dude, man. I love me some Brad
Woo!
Cook.
He,
Damn, he good looking too. Man. Oh, that's a good looking boy. Damn.
I just wish I looked more intimidating. People look at me and they're like, "Oh, that's a little guy." But I like being the Undertaker, whatever you
What's
want to
that?
call it,
Underdog.
the
yeah.
underdog, whatever. It's like, yeah.
Take you lightly, right? It's like
No,
an advantage.
I've been took lightly. We've seen what happens when guys take me lightly. You know what I mean? When I first
Yeah.
started, Tony Soib
Yeah.
cracking that wrist back. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
like,
but Tony.
that was when he first started too. So I don't,
Tony would email you his wrist the night before, so that don't count.
right.
No, listen, that's good if you took Tony's wrist at any point.
But I
in
mean,
time.
it's like we go like the straps
He's got
is
some
game.
big wins. He's got a win on Jacob Wynn. He's got a win on
But
Oscar.
that's
He's got a
a-
win on
you
Ethan.
do have a win on Oscar.
I have, yeah, that's video proof too.
There's video.
If it happened, if it's
I
on,
saw it.
it's on YouTube. So Brad's got it.
I saw it.
Sweet
No,
Tea's a
let's
gateway
talk
killer.
about this match with that. What's her name? Lena, that girl that I fucking battled with in the brackets.
Lena on our team.
No.
No.
What are you talking about?
I can't remember where this chick was from, but her and her boyfriend flew over here in like a small airplane into Illinois somewhere, and then got to the tournament.
At Illinois State?
And you pulled her?
Okay,
Yeah.
Aaron or whatever.
Leanne.
L-I, yeah,
I can't remember
L-I-E-R-I-N.
off the top of my head, but it started with
She was the one that took second to Danielle, but she did pretty good,
She-
like in the guys division.
No,
I
she
think
held
had
her
some
own.
wins.
She pinned like 2, 3, or 4 guys.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
she
gonna
was-
say 4
she looked
guys,
strong.
but if not, it was 3 at the least.
Oh,
It's
oh,
L-I with the capital Aaron,
Mm-hmm.
E-R-I-N.
Totally remember who you're talking about.
I
Didn't they
freaking
come
put-
to Brewski's once?
I had never seen her. I don't
I've
think
never seen
before
her at
Illinois
Brewski's.
State.
This is the first time I've seen her.
She was stacked,
Oh,
man.
Well,
She
then
was stacked.
She's a rock climber, is what her boyfriend was telling me. She does a lot of rock climbing.
I didn't go, so I don't
Right,
know.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
she
No,
was.
but-
She was.
Okay.
I put
she
the hit
looked
on
strong.
her. She caught me like an inch or two from the pin pad, and it's like,
No.
I'm like, what the heck?
No.
Then she gets me center.
No.
She hits again, gets me right here to like almost losing.
No.
And then, like in the
Wait.
mid-match, I hear Don Underwood in the background going, "Oh, she's got him. She's totally got him." And I'm like,
way.
"No!" Then I get her, the hammer, and hook her and drag her down.
Oh my God, she almost had you.
I'm thinking, what the hell? But
Dude, she's like.
but yeah, like I never.
She was good. Her and
But
Danielle were in a
no.
war.
I don't underestimate anyone because the last time I did that, Pablo's boy made me look bad. So it's like
Yeah.
you gotta take anyone serious.
Take
that you grip
everybody
up
seriously, for
with boy
sure.
or girl, whatever you want to
Oh,
claim as.
yeah.
It don't matter what you are.
For
Don't
sure.
underestimate the little guy or big guy or anything.
No doubt.
You'll get humbled quick. Humble pie.
Did she win the girls' division, the women's division? I mean,
Danielle did.
With Danielle got
Danielle
it.
did
She
win.
got
It was a
second,
war.
though, but she
If
pulled,
she was in it, it was more like Danielle just had more experience.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know how
Out-arm
long she's been
wrestled her.
pulling.
Well,
Yeah, she just was
the
tricky.
other
She
girl's been pulling for
pulled
5
it
years
in.
and
She
stuff.
cut her angle.
The other girl I thought has been pulling for 5 years, and Danielle's
Oh no shit.
because she'll make money in her other states. That's what her boyfriend was saying. That she'll
Okay.
go make
5
such
years
and
is,
such.
you know.
But
Well,
I think
she out
Danielle's-
tricked. She played it better.
She played it better, and Danielle has a slight more gym strength, and she's a lot more gym strength, you know, and she's able to tie that in better now. And every time I grip up with Danielle, it's like, geez, you're able to use what you have in the gym on the table now. You're translating it a lot lot better now.
It was a great match.
Like, I don't know if you guys
the way
ever
she
gripped up
moved
with her
it,
and
changed her
I'm,
angles.
I'm,
try and match her
I'm
lat drag. She's shoulder pressing
interested to
like
see that.
165,
Brad's video.
deadlifting 350 plus pounds.
Yeah.
She's putting
Damn.
crazy numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
I
impressive.
can tell
lifts.
you, I can't right now. Today, Andrew Quady cannot.
She's like lifting
pull
those
the-
logs up.
pull the
she's,
numbers
she's like
that
a
you just
power
said.
lifting chick. She's a badass too. I mean, it's like wow.
Yeah, I
like-
can't do that today.
It's like you gotta
Nope.
watch out, boys, and
I
I gotta
hear ya.
keep training just to watch out for them. Because if you sleep on them, they're gonna get the hit on you. You're gonna have to really come back. From
Dude,
that.
I'm not too sure. Gabriela Vasconcelos can't come in our
I wanna-
house.
No, I want to go
and
Sarah
smash
Beckman
everybody
and all
but
them other
Brett.
chicks. I want to go arm wrestle some of them chicks.
I do want to feel that world class to see is it still a chick?
Dude, Gabby would smash us, both of
It
us.
hurt.
No way. She ain't beating you, dude.
She's thick.
I think
I
so.
bet you $100.
Thicker wrist than I got. I got a little baby wrist.
Dude, Todd Hutchins or whoever it was said that. What did he say?
Yeah,
He's
they're
like
strong, dude. But it's
strong, like was whooping all the guys at the practice. The amateurs, the low.
Right.
That's
Are-
what I
Yeah.
am. I mean, I'm a.
oh yeah, you're an amateur.
Oh, come on, I'm out.
No,
First
I'm an
tournament, you
amateur.
won the amateurs, dude.
I'm in between like a mid-level, high amateurs where I personally think is where I'm at, is where I'd put myself. I might sell myself short, but I'm being honest with myself.
Gabby Bride beat me in
Yeah.
the hook.
I'd get
I could probably
schooled.
top roll her. I could probably top roll her because she's short. But in
Yeah.
a hook, I bet she could beat me.
How hot is that hot sauce
Today,
over there?
a year ago, maybe not, but today she could beat me. Dude, I am not here.
You've never
Why
had
don't-
it?
Why
I've
don't
not had
you
this. I've got-
No way.
take the honors? Because I will.
What's
not be
this we
doing
got here?
that.
Daniel Mosier's.
That's Mosier's.
The
I
Reaper
can't believe you
Bomb.
haven't had that.
No, I've had a handful of his other stuff, like everything else but these small bottles. I got mine later after he's had the business.
Gotcha.
So like I said no to the eggs and
Have a
then the
little
jam.
swig.
But
I got to get some of them eggs. I love pickled eggs.
Stuff's pretty good.
I gotta get some of those. I've been
That's
saying
good.
that for a year.
The strawberry pepper jam.
I gotta get
if I
some
just
of
do
that.
the
That's
finger dip and
Brad was telling me
Do
about
whatever.
that.
Yeah.
pepper
Do you want me to
jam.
get something? Is there something you'd rather have? There's a spoon
well, I'm
over
just,
there.
I
You
don't
want a
know
spoon?
how germophobic
Here
you
you
are.
go. Here you
Ooh.
go. Ooh. Ah.
We'll try a little spoonful of this. The
A
Reaper Bomb.
spoonful.
Not a
He ain't
spoonful,
fucking around.
but we'll get a little.
This is Daniel Mosier's hot shit. The Reaper. Let me get this
Here,
on
see if you
camera.
can get that on camera.
Holy shit! It's a quite the fucking.
I'm used to being able to see
Spoonful, I
everything.
don't know if
I
it-
can't see everything.
It's quite. It's almost. That's definitely like probably a measured out teaspoon for sure. Let me get that bottle too. I'll
Oh
show
yeah,
what
that's
the
a
bottle is.
teaspoon. That's every bit of a teaspoon.
So this is the Reaper Bomb. Shout out Daniel Mosier.
Yep. He's also gotten big shout outs from big ass
Reaper
heat heads on the
Bomb.
internet too.
And for
Dude, Dan
for hot
Mosier-
stuff, this
Dan
is like
Mosier.
the super hot.
It's got
Man,
like
it's still got a
habanero heat
really
to
good
it for me,
flavor.
So,
Most super hot stuff doesn't have a flavor.
well, we ready, boys?
Let me get
Are
that
you
smell.
ready?
Let me
I
get
don't
that-
know.
Let me smell that. No, go ahead. Whenever you're ready.
He says, fuck it. He even went straight to the throat. Did you see that? He just dumped it in there like a shot. He's like, oh, it ain't that bad. He's mixing it around.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Tea, the fucking man
Dude, I
with
can
the hot
smell
sauce.
that.
Is it hot?
Shit.
He's like, give me a
I'd
second.
give it like a.
Holy shit.
Right now, it's like a Tabasco hot, just right now.
Okay,
That's what I'm
but you want to
getting.
give it a second because I think it's got to be
Reaper
hotter
takes a
than that.
little. It's
Carolina Reaper, pepper, white
That shit's
vinegar,
hot,
cane
dude.
syrup.
But you
It's
gotta
very
remember,
minimal
He
ingredients.
makes his products enjoyable.
It is, but that shit's hot. I
Well,
tried
don't
it.
get me
It's
wrong.
fucking hot.
It's hot.
I can smell it.
What he just took, I would be like snotting on myself right now.
I
I'm
give
pretty
that on the heat.
It does take a second.
Well,
I remember eating a
not that
habanero.
long. You
gotta
No,
remember-
don't take that
Sure.
long.
He's solid.
I've done a couple spice.
I know you have. I've seen.
So-
he did the chip.
No, this isn't.
He did
even
the
in
chip.
this isn't in
That's
the million
solid.
Scovilles right now. Like it might be made with
Compared to the chip, half,
nothing.
nothing.
I used to have some 2 million
I
Scoville
can go
unit
however
shit,
long
but
you are now with the drink, but
I
I'm
gave it
thirsty.
away.
But it's not because of the heat. But I'll wait. Let's get a little 5 minute. I'll go 5 minutes.
God
tops it
damn,
out.
dude, that's solid. That shit's
Just
hot.
I mean, it's wearing off right now. But I'll still just go 5 minutes just so they don't think I'm clapping.
And the chip was the hardest thing ever.
That's legit.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
got
the
it.
Chip is the hardest thing you've ever done.
I'm scared to give it to people. Luckily, let someone try it at Illinois State after the polls, and he did a little corner of it because I gave it to Danielle, and she gave it to him. And he was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh shit. That's what everybody I
just-
know has.
It's
They're like,
eating leather. It's so
"Don't
full
do
of
it."
extract. It's like a dried wet chip with powder all over it. And
Right.
It just cakes your tongue with powder. It's just horrible.
Right.
But
I got a buddy that can handle shit. I don't know if
The-
he's done it though. I'll have to
But
find out.
the gummy bear is a lot easier than the chip. The chip is like the only time I've ever been like scared. Like
There's $100 bets in Nashville. When we go to Nashville, it's $100 to eat the chip.
well,
Everybody puts in 5 or 10.
Is it because of like the cinnamon factor of
Well, the
there's too
gummy-
much powder, like you said?
Well, it's
Yeah.
that's the big thing is that you eat it down fast. You got all that powder that was on your tongue after you swallow the actual food itself, and it's like
the powder like
and it
sticks
sticks,
and it just burns.
bro. Like the chip didn't
And
stop for 10
You
minutes.
know what the big thing about the chip? Well, if you just ate it, now just think about this. Eat the chip like you'd eat a Dorito pretty quick.
That's all you
Swallow
gotta
it
do is
down
just
and
eat
then
it.
just start chugging milk.
But that defines
It's the whole waiting thing.
Yeah, then what's the point?
that's
it's
the
the
point.
waiting
the heat
thing.
Don't matter then.
Everybody's got their $10 in, so they're like, "Fuck you! You gotta
It's
wait
just gonna
5
hurt when
minutes."
you take a shit. You're gonna be like, oh
I
yeah,
want to
that
watch
chip.
you suffer.
Like that's the only effects I've get from eating hot stuff.
How
just
long
the
did you
belches.
wait with the chip?
I went the full hour.
You went an hour. I got
Yeah, he's
people.
gonna do what the rules are.
I
man.
got
Fuck it.
people telling me 10 minutes is like.
Well, the 5 minutes is for sis. He was like, "You're just this and that," and then.
Did y'all hear that?
Then when you get to the hour, it's like you're legendary. It says I'm legendary when I go for the hour, but literally the spice quits after about 15 minutes. Like it's 10 minutes is when the heat stops climbing. It's climbing for 10 minutes. So
Really?
5 minutes, you're like, holy shit, this is
Dude,
hot.
that's nuts.
And you're thinking I'm ready to tap out, and then it just gets hotter and hotter.
That's what I'm saying about this, isn't it?
This is calmed down now. I mean,
It's already going.
Dude,
okay.
that's
right now it
fucking
tastes
crazy.
like I got like a Tabasco.
No
heat.
big deal,
It's a-
dude. You can drink. Come on now, don't.
Dude, you gotta
I mean,
try
I'll-
just like
I'll
a
take
tad.
it.
Just
Don't
a,
worry about it. We're not.
Everybody's already seen that
You're,
video.
you've done
yeah,
way
dude.
worse.
The
Don't worry
fact that
about
you're
it.
that's legit as fuck. Like I said, Andrew, just take a like off the lid, just to get the flavor.
Trust me, you can handle off
Just
the
so
lid.
you understand what I'm
Okay,
talking
Off
about.
the
Like,
Okay, okay.
it's legit.
Okay.
It's like in between like a it's like a little bit hotter than a jalapeno, maybe a Tabasco sauce. It's a little level higher.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's hot as fuck.
It's hot, but you don't want to do like a whole bunch. It's good for like mixing in like a chili soup and just like a syringe and just.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that.
Dude,
bad.
it's hot as
The
fuck.
way
You
I
barely
started-
took some. I put like 4 drops. My kid handles
No,
it good,
the
dude.
way I
He
got
was-
my fucking
I was crying like that.
my heat levels up was they had this shit
It's
called
hot though.
purebred idiot hot sauce.
It's hot.
Purebred idiot hot sauce I bought off Amazon, right?
It's hot.
And it was just it came in a dropper, and I started doing that. And then I take it
good,
to the
though.
bar to see if it's really all that. And I got people pissed off at me. I told them, this is hot, guy. Like, this is going to burn your mouth.
You warned them.
I gave them, like, I don't want you hurting me, punching me in the
You're like,
face
yeah,
because you're
that's
mad.
nothing.
And then they come out.
That's for pussies.
Got
It
anything
was.
hotter?
you got anything else?
This is about
I
what
think you gave me the mild.
I'd say the heat on this is maybe 4 steps under from the purebred idiot hot sauce I have. So if I had to guess a Scoville unit on it, it's
800.
under.
800,000. 600.
It's in the 100,000. It's in either in the low, very high thousands or at least in the 100,000s.
Oh, really? Even lower than that.
Because I'm going off of like the gummy bear is like 9 million, right?
Well, habaneros.
those are-
or a,
Habanero's
no,
9,000
Excuse me.
Scovilles.
Yeah, and jalapeno was 6, 4.
Higher than that. Habaneros are hotter than the jalapeno.
No, jalapeno. How was that?
Jalapeno is only 9,000 Scoville units.
What's the habanero?
habaneros are, I think,
60,000.
they're like around the 60 or 50,000, and then the 100,000.
And you think this is hot? This is hotter than habanero?
It ain't like no, it ain't hotter than habanero.
No.
To me, it don't taste it because he, like I said, he literally tries to go for taste perfection.
Yeah, it's delicious though for as hot as it is, right?
Right. Oh, it's got a good taste for it. It's the what's the ingredients in that?
Yeah, but I am not eating that spoonful.
Because
No, hell no.
What I like about his stuff is that I don't like vinegar. So anything
It's
that's
got white vinegar, Carolina Reaper
And,
pepper,
you
white
know what?
vinegar, cane syrup,
couldn't taste the
salt,
vinegar in it.
capsaicin, and xanthan gum.
The capsaicin's what gives it the heat a little bit, but other than that, it's got the natural
Reaper
juices from the
pepper.
Reaper of the pepper when they grind up or
Yeah,
however he
it's got
does
some
it.
vinegar. I could taste vinegar.
But for me though, it covers up the vinegar taste when I did a big spoonful, so it's like
Okay.
it's good.
Handcrafted by the Mosiers, arm wrestler, foodie, full-time spice lovers.
That'd be good for like tacos. I'd say
Hot
some
sauce
good
making's
hard-shell
the
tacos.
shit, I guess, man. I mean, he started as a hobby. He's blowing it out. He's doing
I
good.
got
And
that
all his
from-
shit's good.
He's smart.
TikTok's
he'll
where I got
be
into doing the hot sauce stuff.
Yeah, you're a TikTok star,
Oh,
right?
I'm getting there.
He's a fucking star.
2,500.
What's your TikTok?
500. It's sweet, yeah, sweet tea, sweet underscore tea, 1990.
Sweet. Is that when you were born? 90?
You should have had a
Yeah,
better
but-
TikTok name than that, dude.
I gotta think of something original. That's not quite original. 'Cause
Well, I
had
mean,
to
sweet
mix it.
tea, but the 19, I mean, like,
I had
couldn't
to
you
do
That's when
just,
he was
that.
like,
born. I mean,
No,
couldn't
I-
you put, like,
I could.
the real sweet tea or something? Like,
I
would have
could
been
have,
cooler?
but like every time I try to put a username, it'll tell you if it's being used or not. So I had to go with something.
That's
close
all right.
like
It's
that.
fucking sweet tea 1990. That's what it
And
is.
plus, whenever I meet and chat with people live on the other end with them on TikTok, they're always like, "Hey, what's up, sweet tea?" They don't say the 1990. They just go with the sweet tea part. So it's just short and sweet.
Fuck, do you make any money off that, being a star?
I'm not on the verge yet, but I made like $5 on doing a live through gifts.
yeah.
Like they'll send you like little flowers that are worth like 2-3 pennies or 5 cents a flower, whatever.
Oh, yeah?
Do they pay for that? And then they get, like, they buy 100 flowers for $1
Yeah, like,
and then they give them out?
What I do is I'll purchase gifts and stuff like for like.
I don't have TikTok. That's why
Right,
I'm
right.
I
asking.
don't either.
Right. For
Never
10
been on it.
But like for $10, you can get like 750 gifts,
Okay. Okay.
coins basically, and they
Okay.
got different logos and stuff. Like the TikTok universe is the biggest one you can get, and that's worth about $350 and like real money back.
Okay. Yeah.
You got big spenders to do that, or
Right.
you can send
For what?
Like,
Just because?
Yeah,
Just
guys
because.
guys
You
are
just got
giving hot
people-
chicks money and shit.
other than that, or you just got
much
guys
money
that
out
just
So
that
much.
make money to grow their TikTok. Because like I've noticed, I've gotten more followers when I started giving gifts out. Because when you give gifts out, some people will write your name on the board, chalkboard, whatever, and they'll say go add these people, and they'll have like 1,000 people in that live video feed
Mm-hmm.
and stuff.
And then they'll just go at them.
and then they'll just add the people they see on the chalkboard. Because you send a
weird.
gift, and in return you get your name up on the board or something. And then there's a lot of chaos on there, and there's a lot of good ways.
Sure.
You can get it normal way, or you can pay for viewers.
Right.
And
Did
when
you pay for it, or did
No,
you get it normal?
mine's all natural.
Yeah. Did you pay for these
Organic.
2,500
Broke
people?
joke. All my money goes to arm wrestling.
Right?
I gotta get off
He's
the
free.
natural.
He's free.
He
range.
can't afford that shit. He's got to pay for 15 classes.
I gotta pay for my 15 classes.
He's got to buy Denise's helicopter ride.
I gotta pay for a helicopter ride. Love you, Denise.
Uh,
Only her and Leonard are the ones that can get away with making fun of my name.
what do they say?
What is
It's
it?
Sweet
Pea.
Pea.
Sweet
Sweet
Pea
Pea.
is Denise's,
Yeah, I've heard
and
Denise
then every
say
now
Sweet
and
Pea.
then.
Leonard says Sweet Pea too.
But
Little
I'll,
softy.
I don't know.
I'll correct him on it.
Tell
I'll
me
tell him
this.
I thought it was Sweet Bean.
Tell
Sweet
me I was the
Bean.
first guy to call you Sweet Tea in the tournament.
Wasn't it you?
Tell me. I mean, I hope so.
I think it was you, Bill.
All right.
If I can, as far as
was
I
the
can
guy.
remember.
I
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, you
Coming
mean
up in
instead
a
of saying
previous, like,
Taylor
he-
Brimner?
Yeah, somebody. I don't know if it was you or somebody came up to tell me, like, man,
Dude.
he's so happy that you're calling him Sweet Tea. I'm like,
100,000%
problem.
was you at Strongest Badge 3.
the third one at Helen still when it was at Helen Fitzgerald's.
Or was it 4?
Helen Fitzgerald's.
Oh, yeah.
That year was awesome.
Any
Strongest
little
Badge 3.
thing I get helped in the sport, it's all good.
He's got that shirt. That was the one we did the blue shirts. Your first one.
This is my first one. I got that shirt.
Yeah.
It's too small for me because I got a medium.
What, the Illinois State one? Or what?
No, his
No.
first.
Oh,
Probably
Strongest
wasn't
Badge
that one, though.
3.
You're probably thinking 4 under the tent.
No, 3.
Was it 3 when I was calling you Sweet Tea?
Or was it 4? Under the tent.
Let me see.
It was under the tent.
It was a new one. It was the second one you had, yeah, because the first one I went to, you didn't even call me by that, yeah.
It was under the tent. 4.
Yeah.
yes.
Gladiators.
Yes, yes. So when the Gladiator trophies came out.
Yeah.
Man, I wish that would have been at Helen's.
I'll
It was
tell you
cool.
what,
I appreciate Russ doing that
Yeah.
last minute, but like, we would have packed the shit out of that place.
It's crazy
Sure.
though. Every year, all these tournaments, there's stronger and stronger guys that keep showing up. So it's like, man.
Mm-hmm.
Before when I started, I was able to come home with some of these
Mm-hmm.
rewards. Now it's like all the badass ones are coming out. Now it's harder to freaking win now.
For
Just
sure,
makes it
man.
more worth it.
It's worth it, Ian, yeah. But
Yeah, man.
I
I
want
just-
a bunch of.
I just like to be
non-worthy
happy
awards.
for winning and seeing that my progress works, what I do and stuff like that. So
You're
Yeah.
getting a lot stronger.
I try,
Yeah,
to take,
dude.
I try to take my training as serious as I can, not goof off. I might goof off a little bit, but at the end of the day, that's what I eat, sleep, and drink, and dream, whatever I can do.
What's your dream? What's the
Where do I want to be?
the arm wrestling?
The arm
pinnacle.
wrestling goal.
Yeah. Or do you have one?
I have a goal, yeah. I'm giving myself at least another 5 or 6 years. I want to be at least beyond the first place just in Illinois, obviously, because I obviously don't want to be, because I'm not very far from that. So I
Sure.
think in 3 years I can be able to put a stop in one of my teammates, which sucks. Bryson, he's on my team and for the pro class. So if I can get my hand strength back up to be his strong concrete construction hand or whatever you want to call it, the straight,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be good. But I kind of want to be like in the top or bottom 20 in like the U.S. Just to be a super
The bottom
ranked-
20. You mean in the top 20?
in the top 20. Like,
In
I
the
want to
top
be in the top 20. Like, I want to be super. Like,
At 154,
Just at 154, just something big like that.
right-handed.
Right hand.
Do you care about left? Do you pull left?
I don't pull left, but I got a super match with a kid that I can match left-handed that I've had a good matchup with. I mean, last time he went
Yeah.
was in Ohio, and we went 1 and 2 with me. So
Okay.
first time he beat me, then I'm thinking I know what to do now.
You beat him twice. Yeah.
I beat him, and then he beat me back, and then so
yeah.
I'm going off of that. And my
Okay.
left hand did better at the tournament. I went 3 and 2 in one of my classes at Illinois State, and the rest of my matches went 2 and 2 with the right arm. So,
Right.
but
That's a very obtainable goal, man.
I
You
mean,
could do that.
if I
Oh,
keep
yeah.
up what I'm doing,
question,
like
you
actually
could do
take
that.
my lifting seriously and get even more serious with the arm wrestling, it's a realistic goal.
No, it is.
For as much as I've
I don't even
Progress.
think it'll take you that long.
If
to
I
be
keep
honest
it at
with you.
right, just as much as I've progressed and from what everyone's talked to me about personally on the side and talked to me up tournaments, like, hey, such and such. I'm like, okay, I think I can do it. Then I'm like, well, I appreciate all that. So, I
Yeah,
think I
man.
get
You
there.
can do it.
I think you're probably right. Gym work.
Gym work's all I'm lacking. I've had so many people tell me, you just need to get fucking strong. You need to go to the gym, get your compound frame bigger a little bit, but stay the same way and get your core built up a little bit and just do your standard push-ups.
Is there a
and
good
pull-ups.
gym close to your house that you want have to sign a year lease?
I got a
agreement
Planet
thing?
Fitness that's a 5 minutes away, and then I got a
Yeah, just go there. It's like
24-hour
$8 a month or
fitness
something.
gym
Yeah.
that's 5 minutes away too.
Planet Fitness
3
is
minutes
so
away.
cheap that
5 and 3 minutes away from apart of each other, so it's like
well, that's not bad.
they got everything you could have in there.
My closest gym's like 30 minutes. So I'm working out at home.
They got a yoga room in there for whatever. I mean, they got everything I need.
Yeah, dude, you should try it. Go for it. Do it for 3, 4,
What's
5
the
months.
worst that's
and
gonna
see-
happen?
Yeah, you're
I'm gonna get big and look
big,
good.
big.
I'm just gonna look good.
Right? You're gonna get big and nasty and look
Right.
good. Yeah. Shit, man.
I'll start looking.
Dude, when I was 21, I hit the D-ball for about 2 months. I was going every night for 3 or 4 hours.
thought about getting on
Man,
something
I
like
was
that,
just-
but
oh, it was nice to just do it for
I'm
one
kind
time.
of curious to get
Oh,
some blood work and see what my levels are at. Just
You don't probably need no. You talking about just straight
Just-
up TRT?
TRT and
Yeah.
just anything else. Just seeing what's going on. Just
You're
where my
pretty
levels
young. You're
are
pretty
at.
young
Why
for it.
Why don't you see where you can get naturally first?
Yeah.
Well, that's
I'm
my
not
goal.
saying do D-ball.
No.
Just because I
Well, no. I've had thoughts of doing a bunch of stuff, but I'm thinking I'm gonna see how far I can get.
I
till
was
plateau
19 or 20 when I
100%.
did that shit.
So I'm 100% plateaued. Like this is where I
Right.
can't get any higher. Then I'll try to dabble, maybe just to get my levels if they're low or whatever, and keep them a little higher. Maybe nothing crazy.
He's talking about getting tested though, and if you're low,
Because
then
I think I'm a little
hey,
low. Because I
you know,
mean, there's days where I
maybe
don't
you
have the
need a
energy,
little bump.
You can't keep up with the groupies anymore.
but I can't keep up.
He's
Hey,
turned
is
into
it-
a
is it- it's
TikTok
like-
star,
it's
and
like-
the groupies
it's
they're
like-
too much. It's like not quite what it was in high school.
It ain't like it used to be. It ain't like it used to be.
Yeah.
So
Man, that's
Man.
no good at 31. Shit, I thought I was still rocking
I'm
and
still a
rolling.
Oh,
dog.
I was
I'm
rocking
still-
and rolling. I'm
I'm
still
still
rocking.
rocking and
I'm
rolling.
rocking and rolling, boy. I don't know. I
It's
wake
too
up
much,
and that
it's too much
motherfucker is
work
like,
for me nowadays. It's like, man, this is too much fucking work.
Yeah, getting bored with it. It's all them groupies,
Well,
man. You're a star.
It's all those videos you watch when you're a kid. They fucking scramble your brain, make your expectations.
Do you think
fail.
arm wrestling helped you become more of a star?
I'd say it maybe helped me get more famous. Like, yeah, I guess on the internet or whatever.
oh yeah.
'Cause, I mean,
Hell yeah, it will.
and then just going to tournaments. That's just how I tell anyone. Like, well, how'd you get noticed? Well, you gotta travel. You got if you're
Yeah.
going to the same freaking tournament all the time, only the people that go there and then the handful of new people that show up are gonna know you. You gotta go to Tennessee and be talkative with the people, let them know who you are a little bit. You know, be exaggerative a little bit if you want to, but then that's how they'll be kind of, oh hey, I
Dude,
remember that guy.
You go to that Vegas tournament, dude. That's gonna be like.
Well, I'm going for the knowledge in arm wrestling.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna get
It'll
my
be
ass
good for
kicked,
you.
but I'm
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 excited to
around.
see some of them guys from the West Coast because
I'm gonna absorb.
you know
it
you're going to
all.
get a lot of guys that we don't see them people.
Yeah.
That's a long
Jamie
way.
Sheldon, I'm sure, will come.
I mean,
and-
we saw him up at KC at least. He
Sure we did,
barely
yeah.
tried, but a lot of. I mean, it's such a long way.
yeah.
So you're going to
Yeah.
get a lot of those guys, I think.
Luke
like,
Kent,
hopefully,
maybe.
like Jody. You know, they're guys
Jody
from
Williams.
Washington.
To see
Nick,
there,
Nick
Paul.
Postel. He's
All
he's
those
West
old
Coast.
videos I've gone through and watched, research, and I've
Dude.
seen one where Luke and them made like a little
I've watched
fun
a
video
lot
of
of
him.
arm
It
wrestling.
was the old rooftop video where him and this bigger guy went at it, and he was all like,
They were
"You don't like
pushing,
me
shoving.
spitting on you? Whatever, you want me to wear a condom on my mouth or my tongue?"
Yeah, I seen that video. They're teammates.
That's where it all started. All the
Yeah.
arm wars and stuff, and that's where I saw it all. And then
UAL. Yep.
it's like,
And
oh
the
God.
WAL.
And then the WAL, yeah, that was later, and
Yeah.
stuff. But
When was the first time? Did you watch Pulling John way back, or did you see it later on?
I never watched the actually Pulling John till later.
Yeah.
But over the top and stuff like that was just
Sure,
a
sure,
natural
sure,
go-to,
sure,
you know.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, I remember watching Over Top when I was a
you can
little
say
kid.
it's a cliche
Yeah, for
movie for
sure.
the arm
Yeah,
wrestler.
but I
world.
remember watching Pulling John probably like
It was goddamn amazing.
3 or 4 years before Game of Arms, and I was like, "What?"
No shit.
Yeah, it was like
It was around before all that. Yeah, it
whoa.
was like literally what started.
I was like, "Oh
Yeah,
my
it was
God."
before, but I definitely didn't see it before that.
No,
It was
I
after.
did. They put it out in like,
But I saw it before people
09.
really knew about it. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
But it wasn't until I got back into that. Because
Yeah.
I was into arm wrestling, but not. It was Game of Arms.
Mm-hmm.
They had me even watching it. So I bought this, like, tabletop table because I couldn't afford a fucking table at the time.
Right.
yeah.
So I paid like $100 for this one that just sat on my dining room table. But at least had the pads. Oscar's got it. I'm trying to get it back
The
from him.
travel pack for the
The
bar.
travel
Just for
pack
nostalgia.
the bars.
I've
Yeah.
thought about trying to make something like that where you have 2 pen pads with the little Velcro tape or whatever and
It would
straps.
never-
to where you just-
yeah,
You just have it stretch out to what the standard length is. I think it's 7 inches across
Yeah.
from here in between.
That's more than that.
From the
but,
front
yeah.
of the front of the pad when it's spaced out there's like 7 inches here, I think. Maybe a little more, but just have that there
I'll
in
pull it up
suction
for you.
cups. And then you can just keep your elbows safe at the bar, but I've learned that it causes fights at the bar too.
Oh yeah.
Because if one guy
Yeah, a lot of
beats
people
you-
are going to think that's a liability.
Oh, it's a liability. I've tried so much at other bars and stuff, and I got to literally do it outside in the parking lot. And then
Not
that can be
brewskis.
Not Brewskis.
But not brewskis.
Come
though.
arm
Russ
wrestle.
has his own tables.
They have their own tables. That's what I like about that. There's a bar in Bloomington, Illinois, I think, too, that has a
Yeah.
table. Because
Yeah.
I guess there's someone around that area that trains. But I've never met him or nothing.
There used to be another one, but Sweet Tea stole the table from them. Bought it. Now they don't do it anymore.
Still on the table.
Dude, the first time I saw Pulling John, let me just tell you this. I had to pay for it.
You paid for it?
Yes, it was like, I remember the shit.
It's 8 inches, T. Between
Yeah, I
the
was
two.
8 inches, okay.
2000. Yep. I was with my first girlfriend.
That's the most important.
We had DirecTV or Dish Network. And I remember seeing that shit. Pulling John. So, greatest arm wrestler of all time. I'm like, you had to pay. It was like $2 or $3, $4. I paid it. I'm like, yeah.
It's like the sweet spot, right? You don't pay attention to that.
Put
$2?
my card info in, just pay the money. And I watched it, and I'm just like, It was so awesome. Like,
Yeah, it was a
what the
phenomenal.
fuck?
Yeah.
'Cause
You
the
like
more-
arm wrestling? That movie's the. Yeah, it's
Pulling
tits.
down.
Because up until then, all I had was the little bit of Yukon Jack footage on ABC
Yeah,
from when I was
but this
a
was
little
like a
kid.
full-fledged
It was a
documentary
full
of, like-
movie,
A handful of
dude.
people too.
It was a whole movie.
Yeah, it was only
And
Travis, John,
Yeah, okay.
Vavoda.
Alexi.
Yeah, we're thinking the same one. Then okay.
Yep.
Yeah, one other guy maybe. But it was basically the
Travis,
three.
John, and Alexi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They followed
basically.
them. It was
Yoshi Kanai was.
it
in
was like the
but-
embedded for UFC, but
Oh,
yeah, it was
I'm like,
phenomenal.
oh shit.
That was
So
great.
awesome.
Did you ever see the Champion, the Asian arm wrestling movie they put out?
No.
They got one called Champion. It's kind of corny too, but
Is
it's
it?
decent.
Yeah.
Like,
Was that one guy, other guy too, that was going against Travis, or is that the same?
no, it's like the one of the
There's that guy.
I don't know if he's
Yoshihaga,
Chinese
whatever.
or
He was the one
Korean.
for Travis, right?
Um,
I'm thinking of another one.
What
No.
now? What'd you say?
There was some Chinese or Japanese dude that was trained for Travis way back.
it could have been. I think it's based on a guy out of Korea, basically.
Yeah, it was some big Korean guy, but
Yeah,
I'm thinking
thicker
of-
guy. I don't think the guy that
It was
played
his-
him. I
it
don't
was
think
his
is really an
dream-
arm
Like
wrestler.
it was his dream to beat Travis or something like that. Was his backstory, and then
Yoshi's Japanese. It wasn't Yoshi.
It might have been based
I'm
on him,
thinking
but the
Based
guy,
on
you know,
Yoshi.
Based
I don't
on
know.
him, yeah.
But I think the guy that makes those straps that I get had something to do with that movie out there,
Oh, okay.
and Kenneth.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I don't know, but it's all right. It's worth watching because you like arm wrestling. But it actually had a plot. It was a movie.
Champion.
Yeah,
Did you watch it on YouTube or
it's
what?
probably where Netflix maybe some
Netflix?
Shit. I
I
don't
gotta
know.
get back to
I'll
watching
try to
those
look that
YouTube
up, but,
videos. When I started, I mean, I've watched every video on YouTube.
Dude, I
There's
watched
never.
so many.
I had to wait till new ones came out at that point.
Same here. I have watched them all.
Then you got to dig deeper in the rabbit hole. Then you start
Yep.
researching other guys'
Rabbit
individual
trying to
names.
find. Have you
Bob
ever been?
Brown is a
Have
good
you
guy to
ever
look
been?
up.
Yeah, he is good. Have you ever been on the Northeast board?
Mm-mm.
They still have that? No way.
Yes,
They changed
sir.
it for a while. It was called like Team Main Board.
It's not called. Yeah, it's not called Northeast, but I have the link saved in my.
I used to put my tournaments up there all the time.
Dude, the guy still got it all. You can go back as far as you want
Yeah.
and watch Travis and Terzi and John talking back in 05, 6, 7, 8,
That's
9,
awesome.
10. It was so awesome.
That was the only place that you could find tournaments when I first started.
Yes.
First started in. You
yeah,
would look
dude,
for tournaments.
that
it
was,
was like that was the shit.
Facebook, Arm Fighter, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, all together. It
Yeah.
was the Northeast
Could you
board.
imagine having an arm fight and stuff on Facebook, or not Facebook, but MySpace? If arm wrestling was around when MySpace was
That
around,
might
or
have been
figuring-
something weird. Yeah, I don't know.
I think I remember Josh Handelin commenting on my Strongest Badge 1. I put out results,
Yeah,
and I think I'd have to look back to
I
see.
believe you.
But I'm almost pretty sure it was Josh going, I can't believe somebody actually posted results after a tournament. And I'm thinking, like, isn't that what the
Only a
results tab's for?
rankings guy.
You know,
Well, it's a lot
yeah.
easier when you have that computer program ran and
Yeah, but this was back Strongest
back in the
Badge
day.
1, so this
No.
was 17.
Seven.
straight up
17.
paper
But it was
brackets.
I was running it, so I'm like,
Paper
sure,
bracket.
do everything legit.
Legit
Fuck yeah, paper brackets.
paper brackets.
It wasn't that bad, that one.
models.
Dude, I had 62 entries or
Man, you
something.
gotta
It
give
wasn't
it up
that
to
bad.
Denise
Not
and them
bad.
though, doing those paper brackets.
62 is no big deal. I mean, that's not that bad.
First
Paper.
one, it was good. It was the second
Good
one that
break
sucked.
in.
Because it was 140 and I did paper then.
You did
Two
paper
tables.
was 140.
2 tables, just me, and it was
Ooh.
it was the most stressful I had been before the last
Illinois
State.
State.
Yeah.
I
Fuck
remember
that
that.
one. Can you ice me?
Yes, sir. No problem.
Can you lighter me?
Yeah.
So what's the farthest you guys are willing to travel for a practice?
For a practice?
To pull,
Yeah,
just to
shit.
pull someone, like that's
About-
above you.
Fucking 28 feet from where you're standing. No, I came out to
I'll go 29.
I came out you don't even show up here. Shit.
know, right?
I went out to that one in Illinois, wherever that was, at that venue that I could do a tournament at, possibly. I thought I talked to Christian about maybe. That's pretty far. How far was that? An hour from here, you think? I don't remember. You
I
work
think the
from here?
farthest I've gone is like Indiana, but that was with the Indiana team with Tim Luce showed up there, and then a couple other guys. I can't remember their names off the top of my head.
See, Now, if I was not able to practice, I would probably travel a lot farther, right? I hold practices here twice a week,
Yes.
and
You got no
sometimes
reason
we'll
to
have
leave.
22 guys here.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
You got no reason to leave.
Well, I've thought about coming down here and trading with you guys on a practice and just get the hotel right down the road, too, because I always
You're
enjoy.
more than
doing-
welcome. I mean,
yeah, man,
Yeah.
anytime.
Oh, I'd help. I'm more than welcome. Shit.
of course. especially if you
right.
gotta get a fucking hotel room, that would suck.
No, I mean, even still, I just don't like to drive at night. I think I just like to be able to relax and go to bed and then wake up in the morning and just drive in the sunrise.
Sure.
The sunset was amazing on the way here, though, I'll say that.
Yeah.
It was all nice and orange and all that. So that was a good part about driving. That kind of relaxed me a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be behind you when you're going home.
And it'll
The
be-
sun.
I
The
was
sun.
going
Oh
home.
no, the rise will be.
Because on the way here, it was going down, so hopefully it's coming back up on the way home.
It will be. Yeah.
Give me a little hotel with them tonight. So
Right. Yeah. Is that what you're doing tonight?
yeah, I'm gonna give me a little budget thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna stay in the hood or something.
Where? Where at?
Wherever I can.
It's not that bad out here.
Nah.
You're only 3 feet from the hood at Bill's house.
No.
You're pretty far.
No, I'm pretty far from the main city.
Just
which
turn
was a
right,
good
man.
thing.
Just turn right.
I'm just gonna see what's a good. At least if I need at least a 3.5 star.
Stay to
review.
your right. You are good.
Just at
You
least
go
a 3.5.
left, and depending on how far you go.
Well, I'm gonna at least spend like $70 or something like that because I've noticed that with all the hotels I've stayed at, I always keep my key
60,
card.
70, 80 bucks. Yeah.
So it depends on what you're
It's
looking
about as
for.
cheap as you're gonna get.
If you just if you're a simple
If you
man,
can get to 50, you're saying that
If
you
you
better
don't-
be packing.
well, I'm saying like if you don't need anything,
You better have a machete on you.
yeah, you don't. I mean,
If you're in St. Louis
no.
paying 50
I've
bucks
been
for a
at a
hotel,
place
you
before.
better have a
This guy was like,
spear.
he's like, if you smoke, it's gonna be $500 you smoke in your room, and we'll know
Jesus.
if you did. We're like, we know if you do or not.
We know we have cameras on. I mean, we know.
You must have smelled like smoke. They were on you.
Well, no, we probably just smell like reefer
This
when we got in
motherfucker.
there. We get in there, the smoke alarm's torn down. There's bullet
Arm bet.
holes.
What the fuck is that? It sounds like a doper.
Doper.
It's a fucking doper.
There's a bullet hole in the
I
wall.
seen you on TikTok.
So I'm thinking, man, I told my friend, this is why I don't do cheap hotels, because I want to be comfortable and safe.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come back with my arm not broke and come back without a bullet or my truck getting stolen or someone breaking in or something stupid.
Andrew, were you in St. Louis when Motel 6 was down on Lindbergh still?
Motel 6 Lindbergh.
Where Ponderosa was, they just ripped it down. Now there's like some little strip mall shit.
No.
No. That place was, when I was younger, was like between 38 and 42 bucks. On the weekends, it was like 43. Yeah, sorry.
Dude, I grew up in a small town. We had $40 hotel rooms at Pear Tree Inn Jewelry. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. You learn,
I grew up in a small town, so.
No, we'd party the shit.
but
like,
you do learn.
They were
Oh, we would
stacked
buy.
back.
Yeah, we would buy a
It's beautiful.
$40 a night
Well, I'm
and
saying,
just
like,
party.
Well, if you
Just
got two,
party.
well, I used to do that too
Oh.
in Charleston. I'd go to Mattoon by the college, Lakeland College or whatever, and we get a hotel for
say
like
Charleston, like
Charleston, Illinois,
Oh, I have no idea there was a Charleston.
Eastern EIU College, Eastern
I
Illinois
don't know where it's at
University.
either.
But
like south of Chicago on the east side.
yeah, if you live in Chicago, we're like 3 hours south of it, so I'm just about north here, 3 hours basically going back home. So, but we just go there, and we were like maybe 18, 19, just old enough to get the hotel.
How'd you get
room.
here? 55, or did you come down like 15,
55, and then we went on the 70.
70, 50?
55, 70, because I came through Effingham, Illinois. Went through Effingham.
You went through Effingham.
I went past Pocahontas. And then instead of going right towards like the city where the
Trying to
arch
think
was,
about
it had me
how
go left.
You went left.
Like here's St. Louis, and then
Yeah.
it had me go like this.
You would go
way.
left of the arch. Yeah.
So I didn't
no,
even
I know
see,
what you,
I didn't
yeah.
even have to touch those big ass cross
270.
ramps and stuff. So
To
70.
55.
Yeah, I'm bad at those numbers or memorizing them, but
I'm bad too. I'm trying to
I
think
just
about you
landmark.
coming
I'm a
down.
landmark kind of person.
Yeah. I've gotten so fucking
Unless
used
I've
to
done
my
it enough
phone.
and I pay attention to what I
Let's
need
put
to.
the thing in, hit go.
Dude, I used to
and it just tells me
deliver.
where to go.
I used to deliver pizzas before there was navigation on the phone,
Right?
without a map in the car. Even I would just remember.
I
it
didn't
off
do
the
that, but I
map on
did
the
do
phone.
landscaping.
Oh
So
god, that'd be terrible.
cutting grass, but once you learn the yard,
Yeah.
you knew how to get there. But yeah, delivering. I mean, fuck, it's like That'd be tough to do before the
Yeah,
whole
people
phone
would be like,
thing.
fuck that shit.
Well, I
yeah.
gotta pay attention
Yeah.
whenever I know my directions, because with our job, we do a lot of driving around to different towns within like an hour, with at least an hour, 45-minute drive around the area. And if I paid attention, I can know how to get a lot of places and stuff.
It's
Just,
big, like where you're at, like
yeah, it's big. I mean, from Shelbyville, Redmond, small other towns, Paris, Illinois, whatever, Kansas.
I don't know any of them.
These are all
Shelbyville
small
is where
towns.
Jared Cook's from, right?
Shelbyville.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I knew that because it said
Ooh,
Shelbyville sounded
Burped up some
familiar.
of that Reaper.
How far are
it's
you?
coming finally, huh?
How far are you from Edwardsville? Isn't that where Cook and them are from?
Edwards, Cook is Shelbyville.
Shelbyville. I'm
I
only
think
like 45
JT
minutes
is
from them.
Taylorsville.
Who's Edwardsville? Where am I
Brent
getting that?
is Edwardsville.
But I'm only like 45
Who?
minutes
Brent?
from those
Brent.
guys, though. So
Billy might be out there,
Billy's
too.
Edwardsville.
mm,
That's where I'm getting that from.
Yeah.
How far are you from Billy?
2
You
hours,
know?
man.
about 2 hours.
It's 2 hours from everywhere. In Illinois,
I'm like
you're
in
just
the
2
border,
hours.
like,
You're safe.
I'm just 2 hours basically from wherever.
Yeah, I told you.
Indiana, St. Louis,
Anybody else in Illinois?
Chicago's like 3 hours, maybe 2 hours away.
You ask Lane, JT. I'm like, well, you're out there, right? Like,
Yeah,
JT's like, about 2 hours.
the fucking skinny little fucking state.
You know,
it's like, how are you?
Courtney Farwell?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're in Illinois.
You're
What
like
about
right
CIA? Oh, they're like 2 hours away. I'm like, of course you are. It's fucking 2 hours. Everybody's 2 hours in Illinois. You can't.
but
You're
I
not
plan
close to
travel
anything.
a little bit so I can get. I want to go travel with the Burnses eventually, and then Michael
Ooh,
Hitt
there
and
you
them.
go. What about you ever practice with Jared Pollard from Indiana? Mike West? Any of them guys?
I've never.
I mean, so if you're East Coast Illinois, you,
I haven't trained with them yet. I mean, I've
you
never
should be
even.
close to Indiana.
I've never even actually after pulled with Mike West yet.
Jarrett comes
As
down
much
here.
as I've seen him and stuff, I always should, but
Yeah,
I
He
mean,
comes down here. It's like 3 hours for him.
mhm.
yeah, that's pretty far.
Yeah, but I'm always hearing that the Burns is always looking for some new people to pull, So
Sure.
Yeah, I
They're
need to
tough
get down
cookies.
there.
they're good
I've been
people.
meaning to get down there for a year.
It's hard
I
to get
mean,
away though.
Yeah, it is. God.
Mhm.
It's
It's like a whole day. You know,
Well,
I
yeah,
gotta
I'm
take
gonna
3
make it
hours
two
drive.
or two. Yeah,
Well,
like
I'd make it a vacation or whatever.
so. I'm gonna say I'm gonna make
Yeah.
a 2-day thing out of it. Stay the
Mhm.
night and because they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
want to party. I'm gonna want to party.
Well, that's what I tell them.
You know, Wayne's a fucking.
yeah,
Maybe.
just be
I
like,
tried to get him to drink. He wouldn't
That's
have
because
none.
they were away
They're
from
literally
home.
like just come
I
on
think
over.
Wayne would party if you got where he lived.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It took a while for Wayne to warm up with me for a while.
Yeah, Wayne.
He's a,
I
you know,
like
Wayne's
Wayne.
a good guy.
I like
love
Wayne.
him, but it was wild. Like he just didn't quite know who I was for the longest time.
Sure.
Didn't trust me.
Oh, you're from
Me and
Illinois.
Dylan-
You're the enemy.
Me and Dylan would hang out and stuff. And he'd be like, Dylan, you be careful.
Quit playing with them stupid kids from
Don't
Illinois.
be. You be careful, Sweet Tea now.
Sweet Tea's got a grill. So watch out for them
I should
guys.
have brought that. Why didn't I bring that? No, but then,
Are those melted down brewskis
they're
tournament
just,
wins?
No, they're just Amazon.
Amazon.
No,
Yeah,
but then
Amazon grill.
eventually, Wayne came up to me and started talking to me, and it was like a big welcome in, like, hey, you're part of the family now. You're anything you need, we got your back, basically. So it's like, man, that's
Wayne's
comforting.
good people.
Oh yeah,
He's a
polling
good guy.
him was a whole nother thing in the tournament.
Ooh, you pulled Wayne in the tournament?
Yeah, I think it was a
How-
Brewski's tournament.
How bad did that go?
It went bad. He's like, be easy on me now, don't go hard or whatever. I'm
Yeah,
like,
his ass is
I'll be
over
slow,
there.
He's old.
They all
Putting
say
it,
that
putting it
shit.
in fucking low
Yeah.
gear, about ready to blast.
But he just
Yeah.
put in a low gear and just hits
That's what
nice
those
and over.
fucking
But he
guys
got
do.
me though. But
Take it easy on the old man. I remember when his ass came and pulled me the
Yeah.
first time. He hobbled up there on my back.
I don't
Little
take
bastard.
anyone lightly though. I've just after I
Fuck
lost
you.
a few times to Dimitri. Don't matter who you are. I'm not gonna take you lightly. I'm gonna just take you serious as I can because I'm here to win.
Wayne Burns is the definition of you shouldn't take that old
No.
bastard lightly.
No,
If that's
a
not the
bad day.
poster boy for undervalue me,
oh man.
that guy's something else, man. Shit, I hate
Yeah.
to see him healthy,
Prime
30 years old.
30.
Can you imagine him at 30 instead
Scary.
of 60?
He'd be like
Yeah,
his
you're
boy.
seeing
I mean,
2.0
yeah,
on
he's a-
Dylan.
God,
Yeah,
yeah,
Dylan. I mean,
right?
Dylan's probably better.
he is. Oh, my-
Maybe.
I mean,
Maybe he is.
I mean,
Maybe he
He's
is.
a different bowler.
He's a stronger version of his
Maybe
dad.
he is better.
He's a
I don't
different
know a
boy.
whole lot about
I'd
Wayne's
say he's
younger
the
days.
strongest
I just
version
know
of his
he was the guy at 50 or 43.
It's just a second
43.
generation evolution,
Yeah.
man. Thing. You know?
Mhm. That'd be good though to be able to bang with Burns though eventually to the point. Just a slight bit, just a slight.
Yeah, you're going from top 20 to top 3.
Yeah.
Training with him will get you there.
No.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was about the easiest guy that took me down at Illinois State from all my losses this year, is what I felt. And it was like, man, you feel a lot better than I did last time I went against you. And it was just like,
Yeah, he's strong, man.
man,
He's real strong.
put your money on him.
Yeah,
For sure.
no doubt about it.
All right. I'm going to take 2 minutes real quick, and we'll be right back.
Out of a fucking.
Okay,
Hey,
sorry about
zebra
that.
pens.
What is it?
Zebra pens.
What's that?
Well, it's a metal pen, but that's what people used for one-hitters back in
Oh,
the,
okay,
like,
okay,
old
yeah. You
school
take it
and shit.
apart. Yeah. I remember using a mechanical pencil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a dugout one-hitter
Yeah,
thing.
it's just a good thing.
Oh,
It's
Are they
metal,
still
so-
plastic?
No,
Yeah.
they're made out of metal ones.
They were metal,
That's
the zebra.
ones.
Shit,
Just a
ours
certain
were
part of it was.
plastic. Use it twice, throw it away, get another one. Yeah.
Oh,
Smoking
boy.
fucking plastic, fucking dumbass 17-year-olds.
Made a pipe out of a hockey puck one time.
I knew
Oh,
it was
we-
all going to be legal at one
dude, we
point,
used-
but didn't know when.
We used whatever. Whatever.
I called it was going to be legal in 10 years
He had my glass up there for
in like 2005, and I was a little off. But it was close in California. But
Yeah, they were early.
I think it was when California went medical, and I'm like, 10 years, it's fucking legal here. It took about like 15 or 20. But
Yeah. Yeah, California was legal in 2009.
before that, I think. Medically, it was before that.
Medically before. I'm talking about recreational.
Probably.
Because
yeah.
it was Obama. I think it was 09, 10.
Yeah, Michigan area was
So-
more wreck and
12 years.
wreck whatever. Just like a couple years ago. I went to one of their Michigan Cannabis Cups. That was an experience.
Yeah, I've never. That would be really cool. How was that?
Imagine like hundreds of vendors, and all they have is just cannabis product.
It was weed.
From flour to concentrates to edibles, you name it, whatever you wanted, to machines for.
Could you smoke in there?
Oh yeah, it was open. Cops
Oh,
were
that's
outside
amazing.
waiting. They couldn't do nothing.
So what's it cost to get into that thing?
You can spend anywhere from like $100. For
No, just to get in.
Just to get in,
Yeah,
like $100 a day.
for the ticket or whatever.
But we spent
It's like an Arnold's, but
we spent like $250 to get the weekend pass or whatever for the 2 days or whatever. So the first day you just walk out, check it out to figure out how things work. And the second day you go back, then you pregame whatever your buddies, put your money together, do whatever you guys do, you know. And then you're able to figure out and kind of lowball the people on their prices there and learn where to go and not to go. We had VIP passes though, so we got to go into our own special area and they were handing out free smoke and whatever, just giving it to you.
yeah, 'cause they probably got all kinds of shit.
We got to meet
Top
the,
notch.
got to
Top
meet the guy that's
notch.
the owner of the Magic Butter machine.
Okay, Magic Butter. Yeah.
We got to meet him and then a couple other guys that are big
I had a friend
parts
with
of
one
it.
of those.
I've got a picture
Did it
on my
work pretty
phone
good?
somewhere from it.
Yeah, that's been a few years back. But yeah. He talked good about it.
I would just make my own. I don't see why.
I don't know.
I guess
He
for
said
the
it was
convenience.
easy.
But
It
I'll
was
tell you
easy.
what, guys, they had some hustlers there doing that shell prank and stuff. The shell game.
Where
Where you
Oh,
have-
with the little
You
thing
have
underneath
three
it.
little
three little.
shells and there's one little pea under it.
Yeah.
These guys made like $200 off me. But now,
He's like, no, I got it.
So,
it's fucking right there.
you see some guys at Eddie Park stay away from the
Wait
shell
till you
game.
ask for that yourself. When you
hey,
fucking put money
I've been
down for
wanting-
the
but
fucking
now
3 seashell
I've learned
game.
how to hustle now, but it's very hard to do unless you got shit at sleight of hand. The trick is that, sorry guys, I'm disclaiming, making you guys are gonna lose your hustle.
Dude,
but
that's what these guys do
Watch.
for a living.
look, what
they
it
got
is
your
is
ass.
the pea is a squishy ball, right? So when they slide the shit up forward,
I'm
they
sure there's a scam.
they catch the pea in that hand.
No
they
way.
move it away, and then when they grab another shell, they shuffle back, and the ball goes under that. And it's usually the second or the last one that they touch.
Yeah, you got to figure it out now that you lost $200.
Well, I mean, I was young and dumb.
How old were you?
Oh fuck, I was
It was
probably
last
like
year.
20 last year.
Hey, that was 2 years ago.
I was like 20, probably 24
okay.
or whatever. So it was a good
yeah,
5,
yeah,
6,
yeah,
7
yeah.
years.
I
whatever.
probably did some dumb shit when I was.
Fuck yeah, I was a kid.
Oh my god, what am I talking about? I was
That was
probably
20 years ago for me.
when I was 27. I
was
probably
27.
co-signed for some dumb fucking girl's car loan or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, you did.
That's
you're,
fucked up.
You're
Nah.
okay. No, I'm just.
It
When-
ain't that bad.
Yeah.
He just lost some money in a fucking shell game.
Yeah, then I was broke the rest of the day. I'm like, fuck, I only got enough money for gas and some food now. I can't spend and indulge myself anymore. I gotta preserve what I already bought. But it was nuts. It was a crazy experience. I've never seen that much cannabis in one setting and in one spot.
Yeah.
And it being legal with cops around, and then they're like, it's a
Ain't that
part of
crazy?
what.
That's why it was so long ago too. Now would it be as cool now when you could just go up the street and buy it?
I mean, it's just normal now. I mean, it's just
So,
like buying.
yeah.
It's just like buying a movie.
I guess it would still be cool to have it all in one spot. So, but if you went to it now, would it be?
It'd still be a good experience, just seeing all the different kinds of people, but not like the smoking in itself
not
or
the
whatever.
same.
It's
Was
not
that
gonna
like
feel the same.
Bonnaroo, or what are you actually talking about? Like what?
The Cannabis Cup.
Michigan Cannabis Cup? They had like a couple, like whatever it was.
Michigan Cannabis Cup.
Mhm.
No,
It
just
was
you
like-
never heard of the Cannabis Cup?
No.
They did it there, then they were getting ready to have it in Chicago until the virus hit.
You
whatever,
never
and they
read
quit it.
High Times or nothing.
No.
High
like a
Times
weed
was
magazine?
there and all
I
that
know what you're
stuff.
talking about. No, I never read it. No.
Yeah, that's where
Right.
they would always talk about it. It's where they like people would present their weed to try to win the
Yeah.
Cannabis Cup. They were saying you got the best weed of the year.
Yeah,
Wow.
So there's people that judge it, like these different
Oh,
strains.
it's
That people like the
crazy.
breeders will come in
people will
and.
save a nug and cure that one
Yeah.
nug for like 6-7 months, and it gets better over time.
So
and
that's how
stuff.
those strains get like big names, right? Because they'll get like they're the Cannabis Cup winner. So then you'll be like, oh, that's why we know what fucking Girl Scout cookies is, because it won the Cannabis Cup.
I
in
always knew that
2000.
was a thing, but I never got
Yeah.
to. I was from a small ass town.
Yeah, for
Popper
me-
Bluff. I mean,
Yeah, when I was
living
like
up here, yeah, okay.
Right, but when I
Papers
was a
and
teenager,
Hopkins.
we'd get that High Times magazine. It was always like, back then, I mean, everything's illegal as shit, right?
Sure.
So you're like, to be able to do that would be amazing,
was just
right? You're
wild,
able to
yeah.
just,
Yeah,
go
it was just wild.
buy
for
weed,
some. It's like,
what?
man, this is
Buy
crazy. I
weed,
can just buy this
smoke
here.
weed.
Yeah.
I'm in a state where it's legal, but we're
you're gonna let me try it first? What?
Oh, it was
Right.
like that. With when you had the VIP pass, you got the taste test dabs and got. They didn't give you any free bud, but they had a guy that was blowing out this. I think it was just like the shake or whatever, but they were like blew out a pound or something, like a leaf blower, and just gave it to people or whatever, like just in the air or
Fucking
whatever.
that's
It was some wild shit they had going on there.
When was that?
Like this was like 2000. When was it? Like
Approximately.
I was after high.
Yeah,
Okay,
7
graduated
years
high
ago.
school in 2009, so
15?
it's about 2015. I want to say. I mean,
Oh, so 7 years ago.
about
Yeah.
7 years ago.
When I started arm wrestling.
2015.
He's at the
Okay.
Cannabis Cup, kicking it. Sweet tea. Before he was famous.
Exhibit
Just
came
trying to
there
think
too
about
as a
where I was
concert
at
too and stuff. And
7
performed
years.
there.
Exhibit was there?
Mhm.
I like
Nice.
Exhibit.
See, I lived in fucking Popper Bluff. I didn't know
But-
anything about this shit.
Back in those days, I would have smoked Snoop Dogg under the table.
No, I about smoked with Mac Miller. Right here's the story. He came to Eastern in our hometown in Charleston to college to perform there because every now and then they'll save up money and have a guy or a girl or whatever come and perform.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mac Miller came there when he was still around, and I had smuggled in a fucking joint. Right, this
Nice,
is like some
nice.
stinkiest shit you could imagine. Like you, it
How'd
was
you
bad.
smuggle it in?
Yeah.
I had just a joint rolled up and it was just in my pocket. So it was just whenever you did pat,
Right,
you just feel
okay.
like a pocket lining or whatever. And I just had a lighter or whatever, and the guy was just not too thorough.
Yeah, they don't care.
So
I don't care.
I get in, it's smelling. I'm thinking he's gonna say something. I get about probably 15 feet. He's like, "Hey, come here."
You just run.
No, I'm thinking, yeah, let me check you again. I'm like, man, you checked me. I don't have nothing. Starts squishing up my pockets, like squishing them up or something. Just I'm thinking he's doing this, see if he's gonna try to squish my joint up that he may
Right.
or may not have felt. So I get past there. Then we go downstairs. We got the floor area so we could stand and watch him close up, and had to go through another area for cops and security.
Damn.
So luckily these guys were a little more laid back.
This was 2015.
no, this
So
was
you
this
were-
was like just like before he was like super blown up. Like this was probably like when I was in high school, or just like
You were high school.
just shortly after high school, either around high school after or like.
Are
just
you not
towards the
scared
end.
going through those lines at that age and getting patted down?
Actually, yeah, I was right
Fuck
after
yeah,
high
it was
school.
always freaky, right? Stealing in the joint.
I would be fun.
But
Oh, dude.
I get it in there, and then I have a mom and like a 16-year-old, 15-year-old kid right here, maybe a little younger. No, 16 years old or whatever, just happy as can be, like overseeing Mac. And the mom's like, I smell marijuana. And I'm like, fuck.
Oh, shit.
I'd be scared to bring this in. I'm just like, man, I can't spark this up by this kid now. Because I was hoping I'd spark it up, and then Mac would smell it and see the smoke, and he'd be like, hey, let me hit that. And then, boom. And do
Right.
shit like that, but that plan failed.
That didn't work.
I
Well,
just,
Hey, at least you tried shit.
But I mean, I sparked it up after I left and just reeked up the whole parking lot when I drove by. I mean, this is just like one in a million kind of thing you come across.
Right,
and it's
right,
like,
right,
what
right,
the
right.
fuck is going on, man? This is people are turning heads and like, man, where's that coming from? But
Dude, I remember.
I was scared shit though. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get in trouble.
I lived in the little shit town down there, and Nelly showed up at our Coliseum. This fucking $3 million thing that they built down there.
Where?
It's a big Coliseum, Popper Bluff.
Okay.
They spent $3 million on this Coliseum, you know, but they put it in the fucking hood. So, whatever. Anyway, Nelly shows up. It's like a big act, right? And this is when his shit. He is the man, right?
He wasn't supposed to be there, or?
No, he
Okay.
booked. They like this is they like pushed to get.
Gotcha.
Who can I get the biggest name? They got Nelly, right?
This is when?
This is Air Force Ones. I mean, he is
like
fucking man.
Time frame?
Yeah,
Whenever that came out, what would that be like? 2000.
2 or 3?
2000. Oh,
Yeah,
the Country
yeah.
Grammar?
Yeah,
2000,
2001,
99,
99.
2000.
Yeah, I wasn't even driving yet, but we all.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Talk
but-
about old bangers.
I
Man,
wasn't even driving yet, but we all went because somebody would pick somebody up. Blah blah.
Shit
blah.
was so
I
hot.
was jamming
Oh,
some
my-
Boys of Men on the way
Dude,
here.
the fucking mushroom cloud in this motherfucker.
Oh, it's like a
and people
smoke
were
cloud.
holding up blunts trying to get him to hit them
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. And people were just passing joints in the crowd. That was the first time I ever smoked weed.
Drake.
I just
performed
barely
as
like
well.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm 15 years old or 16, whatever.
Oh, I can imagine.
Shit was crazy.
I used to
dude.
see Nelly up at the poker room when I'd play poker a lot when Harrah's was still there. I think it's Hollywood now,
Hollywood.
but it was Harrah's.
Yeah.
They had the only
okay.
glassed-in poker room at the time,
Okay.
and yeah, he would play up there a lot.
Yeah?
on the higher tables
He
and
lived.
shit.
He had a house in St. Louis. A big one.
Yeah,
Like
late-
$3, $4, $5 million house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. Way back.
Nowadays, it's just ain't shit to a lot of rappers now. It's like, well, that's just a normal
Yeah,
house now. It's
right.
just that's a summer house now.
Yeah.
Honey.
Yeah.
We've got
Yep.
a couple people like that back in Charleston. It's stupid. A big
Yeah.
ass log cabin house. It's at least worth $2 million. Big bear statues with a
Oh,
gate
yeah.
that lets you in.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like the guy's so stubborn. Like he'd sell the house, but he wants to keep a couple acres of the woods for hunting.
Who's that?
Some random guy.
Oh,
down there,
yeah.
Just hearsay that I heard.
I got you.
So.
We get the specs of the table up there.
Yeah, we were looking at the specs, talking about having this pad
Oh,
so
from my
stick to the
own-
bar. So I
Yeah.
can just like, here's where it's even, so that way you can move your elbow wherever you want. Because when you're bar wrestle, it's like you can really
Yeah,
fucking
elbow.
move past the wall
Yeah,
status.
it's like that freedom shit.
7x9 pads or
used to
more.
There's no such thing as an elbow foul
There
in
you
a
go, elbow
fucking
pads.
bar.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I mean?
you're using
your body, man.
Yeah, you're using your body, dude.
yeah.
I'm like, dude.
You're cheating if you win. No matter what you do, you're cheating.
I'd have to at least get a bar
You
rag
can't
and put it
bend your
under my
wrist.
fucking elbow.
Well, stop me
Can't do
from
it.
bending your wrist. Then you bend my wrist, and I'll bend yours back.
That's so funny that you say that because that's the first. I remember when I got into my mid-20s, and I would just go to the bar and challenge. I mean, my buddy would.
I used to
challenge
do that
the
till I
biggest
got
guy.
better.
Biggest guy, fine, the biggest guy. I'll
Me
arm
and Brett
wrestle him.
Fott used to do
Yeah.
that. Bring our table.
for a bucket of beer, and I remember just.
Yeek.
The dude would be like, "It's not fair. You're not supposed to
Break my wrist.
break my wrist. We're supposed to." They wanted to pull in a power hook.
Okay.
Everybody did.
Yeah.
Every 35,
I'll give
40-year-old
'em what I
man,
want.
grown man, did not want to get beat
I've
by
had
my
biker
little
guys
skinny
come
ass.
at me like, I got $1,000. You want to go right now? And I'm like, and this guy's like a methed out
Fuck.
fucking dude. You know, it's like a big drug runner. It's like, man,
you
you're
know, as soon as
strong.
you bust
Right?
his hand open,
No,
he's gonna
walking
be
around
like,
with a
No.
grand.
"You're cheating."
He's one of those strong actual biker guys that was
Oh.
like, I've arm wrestled him one time, and I'm like, man, I know what you can do already. He's like, you sure you don't want to go? And this is like a while longer down the road after he did it. Like it maybe like 9 months later, he's like, guys, and gets me do it again for somebody. I'm like, he's like, man, my pockets run deep, man. I got $100. Let's go $100. I'm like, I can't do that.
$100, Jesus! You should have called Jared Cook.
Right?
Like, this guy will
A
pull you
lot
for
of people
truck
take his lunch
for
money.
truck slips.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You put up $50, he'll put you for his truck.
wanna
You
put
look
that-
at Jared Cook, you might not want to arm wrestle
Well,
him,
he
though.
looks
They're
at him
talking
like,
sweet
well,
tea.
I don't know if
terrible,
that's fair.
terrible example.
He's like a fucking specimen.
I'd give him Colton.
That hair alone.
Even Colton is a monster. What are you talking
Colton's
about?
huge.
I can't do that.
It's not fair.
He's huge.
No,
He's got
you know who
big
you give
arms.
him?
Who?
Fucking JT.
No, Oscar Anderson.
No, JT looks pretty normal.
No, yeah.
He
No,
looks
JT 's
normal,
normal,
and he
yeah.
could bust a hand open
Yeah,
He's-
for sure.
on a normal guy.
We like to say he's like the gatekeeper, basically, of the like our club or whatever. You know what I mean? He's strong as
Fucked up.
fuck.
I
But
can't beat him. But that's probably me.
it's
that
like
gatekeeper guy.
Yeah, probably.
Once you get to where I can't handle you and shit, like, okay, you guys.
right,
are
he's
good,
good,
right.
but he doesn't do. I don't know.
If you can beat Bill,
I think
you're
he's
doing
like-
Yeah,
something.
no, you're all right. You guys, you can
he's wanting
talk to the
get
real
more
guys
serious,
now.
But yeah, he's like, I'm just a gatekeeper, man. I just
Can't beat Bill? Fuck off.
no, you're still
Yeah,
an amateur.
Still a bitch. Fuck off.
That's kind of true, man. Tell you what, Jacob wins there, man. I'm pretty sure he smashes.
He'll end up beating you,
No, I'm pretty sure he does already.
Yeah.
In this last practice, I mean, I felt like a fucking
especially
paper bag.
righty.
It was horrible.
Righty, probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
beats you.
especially lefty.
Oh yeah.
I'd have a better chance righty for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I got nothing for him
I
left.
think I'd
don't
do better if I did pull those glasses. But
Yeah,
I did it
Oscar's
this.
the same
I did,
way,
I
but
did
you
it
know
this
what?
Time,
You go
though,
have
Illinois-
fun.
I
Go
did
have
it this time
fun.
at Illinois State, though. I did it.
You just did one class.
I just did my pro and amateur class because I've never officially gotten a first place in a
Did
good
you feel
stacked
better?
class. Well, after a super match, no.
Yeah.
But other than that, I felt a lot better overall.
Super match.
My hand didn't get as blown
Yeah,
up
it's
as
tough doing
quick,
it
but
after.
Oh. Yeah.
especially it was like arm wrestling myself. Basically, it's just a matter of who got the hit in the right position. Because, I mean, when you saw the super match, I mean, it was you saw me get good flash hits and where he caused himself to slip. So yeah, he wanted the strap, obviously. So he was playing the smart game. So it's just I gotta outsmart him now and go back to strap game and figure out what went wrong, how he's hitting.
And it looked
was
like
just
he had a
like-
little more side pressure. Has
Yeah.
he been pulling longer than you?
No, I think I've got like a year on him.
Oh, really? Okay.
But
well,
the crazy thing is, like I told him, maybe not, but now you're hearing what I wanted to tell you when you called me, buddy, is that I trained side pressure for 2 months because I knew your biceps were stronger than mine.
yeah.
I put the pulley on my right side, straight side, and trained it just so I can try and compensate your bicep power and stuff, because I knew you were strong. But I knew that I'm stronger than you in the hand.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get the hit on me first, you can beat my hand.
Right.
So it was such a good match. I mean, I didn't see too much.
No, it was good.
Everyone
it
was just
a good
pretty much
match.
for the most part. It was a close match. It wasn't a big strength gap. It was more of a technicality. So we got some good matches in the future.
Sure.
So,
Where's he from?
somewhere around the Chicago area. I want to say in
Oh, so,
Chicago, but I'm
okay.
not going to quote that.
So he's 2 hours away, just like everybody else.
Yeah. So it's a good thing is I could travel to there where they train at. It's only like literally Carbondale's north, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's around that area, kind of, like a little outside of that. So I can go get my 4th spot from over there, and they might have some guys that are somewhat certified and have refs, at least one you need for a spot if you're going to do it at a practice or travel to a practice for a spot with video and all that. You got to have.
Who's he pull with?
Who does those rankings?
Kyle Thunderwood and
Kyle
Justin
and Cyrillic, JT.
and JT.
And
But,
it's just completely linear. You just pull for the spot.
But Big Ron,
Pretty
Big
much.
Ronald, whatever, is who he trains with, and those guys over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I wish I could.
And pull with Chandler and them guys. No.
Not that I know, but he just trains with whoever goes with Ronaldo's guy.
Yeah.
I'm bad at names. I know faces, but
No,
it's
it's cool. Yeah, yeah, I am too. I'm terrible with names. I know who you're talking about.
He's huge though. That's a big guy.
Yeah.
Big.
I
old
know who
fucking
you're talking
dude.
about. Yeah. Yeah. Big guy. Yeah. Did Brewhoward just clean up 98s?
Broward?
Yeah. Broward. Yeah.
Jared Rose
Yeah.
slowed him down a little. But
He looked pretty good. I mean,
Oh,
he
he's so
stomped
strong.
Billy pretty bad.
yeah, he's strong as fuck. But
Yeah, I know the name. I don't know the guy. I've never
but
pulled
yeah,
him.
he still ran through him.
Mm,
Like Eli was pretty much untouchable, man.
yeah.
But I called that one. I said Eli would be the guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Um,
Katowski's done. See that?
yeah, I
Dan?
did see him say that. Pablo's a goddamn beast. Chandler beat Underwood.
Pablo's gonna be like the new goat.
Chandler
in the
did beat
future.
Underwood.
Pablo's crazy.
Pablo beat Brent.
He's
Like,
like the
fucking
next
strong.
goat. I mean,
Beat him. Like, it's not that close anymore, is
has
it?
Pablo even been pulling that long?
Brent and Pablo used to be pretty close, and now it doesn't seem
It's a
like
bad
they are.
match for him, like the way he pulls and sets
Mhm.
up. But I think like Pablo's just getting strong.
How long
as
has he
shit.
pulled? Only for like 10
Pablo,
years? Is he not a seasoned puller?
He's 10 years or less.
10 years or less? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's still like a
that's
baby.
just a guess, but I think he's 10 years or less.
But even like people would call that baby. That's like
yeah,
just breaking the ice in the sport.
yeah. Brent's 18, 19 years.
You're
so.
walking on the ice around 8 years, and then once you get to that 10 mark, it's like you just broke the ice. Now you've got a
Mhm.
good fair share, of
Yeah.
actual being all over.
Yeah, it takes 5 years just to even
'Cause
get
he's
past
been,
the elbow
he's,
pain.
he straight up travels everywhere.
If he beats John Brzezinski, dude,
It's like, yeah, I've got a
Pablo.
lot of tournaments I've done, but it's a lot
It's
of
the
them same
Pablo
tournaments
era.
I've done. There's multiple tournaments at the same.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
I repeat the same tournaments every year, so that's how my numbers get up. I've been to a lot of those Brewskis, and all those Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
So this year I'm really trying to go like the Colorado, Arizona, and Texas. I want to get a hold of them Texan boys.
Yeah, there's a good one. There's
Austin Jenkins thinks he
Yeah.
can take my right, but I heard his left is pretty good. But he's like
Doing
a
a lot of
134
tournaments
guy.
down there.
Oh yeah. They got more of the 34
Arizona State's
class
coming
over there.
up.
More people can compete over there. That's where Josh Durago, right? Is that how you pronounce his last name?
Dragos or something.
Dragos, whatever. He likes to travel to Texas and everywhere over there because apparently that's where all the light guys are at. They got the more lightweight polar classes.
In Texas. Really?
Yep.
Got
Well,
you.
those what is that? Billy Ortegas and
Yeah.
Dustin Laughlin. They do that TAL.
Ortegas,
down there.
DAL. Texas
Got a lot of
Wrestling
shit
League.
going down. I mean,
Yep.
Texas is fucking huge.
Well,
so I mean, that's
yeah,
half the country.
Sure. If
But
Dallas,
they got a regional down
Dallas
and
could
shit.
have their
Yeah.
thing. Houston could have their. I mean, you're talking about millions of people, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
For sure.
yeah, for sure.
No, that's cool what they're doing. I
Yeah,
mean, they got
Mhm.
a lot of people doing that shit now.
Danny Gillian's got his little bunch of guys. So
Fucking Super Match posters everywhere, right? Like I'm
everywhere.
pretty sure I started that shit. I was-
Super match posters.
Man, I was in
I
like
don't
strongest.
know, Igor was doing them for a while.
No, I mean, for big super matches, right? But not for the card, right? So, like,
Yeah.
Strongest Badge 2, I started putting out, like, the individual matches. Right?
Yeah.
Or I
People
did a
that can
couple
make
of them, and I
badass flyers
realized
out
that
there.
those people shared it out, right? So, my Strongest Badge 3 and my whole lineup of matches, I made as a card, right? Like, each individual match looked like a main event, right? Was my thought.
Yeah.
And they would share that out, and they did. It was beautiful. Nobody was doing that shit then. Yeah, you would see it if it was John Brzezinski and
Right.
whoever, Tim Bresnan or whatever, right?
Right.
But not if it was Andrew Quady or Sweet Tea.
Oh,
Right.
You didn't see no posters for that shit.
No.
I got to
never.
reach out to people and just ask people and stuff. And
So yeah,
See if
I'm
they-
taking all credit for that shit.
Kevin
I was the
Powell-
first one doing it,
Hey.
and now it's fucking everywhere. I'm like,
It
I'm not
is.
doing a super match again, ever. Strongest Bands, I'm done
Yeah,
seeing super
Kevin
matches.
Palco was the first guy that made my first super match poster and stuff for me for the
Palco?
Illinois State.
He's
He
a
does
good
good
dude.
posters too.
He's
He's
an-
got the good thumbnails on
Yeah?
his fucking videos and
I
shit.
didn't
he
even
does
know.
he does some big cool shit.
Yeah, he's got his own little channel. He does like workout shit. Like,
Yeah.
and he
I know that. But
travels and pulls everywhere. So
I
he's
found
really
does.
these
cool.
badass
I
things
didn't
you
know
can
he
add
did
to your
posters, though.
grippers that like for thumb workouts. If you want to build the top or bottom of your thumb, they go over your hand grippers and you can just literally thumb like that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or single ones, you can just do that. They're like little welded pieces that just slide over the little rounded edges like that. And then you
Yeah.
can just sit there and thumb pump.
Because I take the gripper and I go thumb, just the thumb, do the
I'll have
thumb.
to show you later or whatever. I think I still got it saved on my phone on on the main
Yeah,
home
yeah,
screen.
yeah.
Because they were
Probably
sold
need
out
that
after
shit.
I heard
My
about
thumbs suck. I probably need that shit.
After I heard about it, I went to go look
Can't
it up,
hurt,
and
I
they were
mean.
sold out of that main one. And I'm thinking, man, probably because everybody heard Falco's video, and then they all went and bought it up. But
Probably.
Damn, maybe he's getting big then.
I've talked to
Good
a
for
couple
him.
pullers though
Good
about
dude.
what
Kevin.
part do you want big though.
He's strong,
I've had
too.
Michael Todd.
I want the inside, man. I want that. My pad.
Michael Todd, yes, not Michael. Monster Michael said whenever I went to go visit him, like near Chicago area when he had that practice, he said, "Well, why would you want that big? Because it'll put you further away. If you want something big, get the top, because then at least it bunches your hand up a little bit better. Because like Brent Rocker's hand, his hand's got a fat top, and it's hard to get a whole reach around on it because of that pad on top.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Michael was saying. If you can build that up, it makes it a little more awkward for them to grip. And I mean, I'm pretty sure you get
Yeah.
used to gripping your own hand with someone if that's fat too. But
Right.
like you want it to be still fat, but
I ain't got that, I guess.
I don't have any of that. So Jesus Christ!
I try to bump it up a little bit.
He does, but he's got the stupid hand.
I'm just surprised my hands haven't
Jesus
gotten any
Christ,
thicker.
dude. That looks like Oscar's fucking arm knot. I was saying, no wonder you're fucking smashing everybody's hand over.
Wah.
That's not
Man.
even right.
This old man about took my
Jesus.
thumb home with him at Illinois State when I about took that match out with him. I
Yeah.
was literally like as close as you can get from losing on the match. And he just would not let go. He was a clamper on my thumb. I
Yeah.
was just straight pronating and caught him up like that, and then top rolled him like over the
I
top
tell
and beat
you,
him.
you can grab.
And that's what I like about my long fingers.
Grab them
I can grab.
fingers.
I'm starting to get good at dancing and playing chess with the hand now. So
You press. Can you press?
I stay away from that. Jacob fucking about broke my arm in
Yeah.
one match when I did
Ooh,
that.
yeah.
Shouldn't be.
Okay.
He's
Like,
got a good hand.
I tested it out just to see what happened in tournament in the
got the
in the most desperate time, you
It
know.
didn't go good.
And luckily, I've trained enough to just let my ego go and
Let
just,
it go.
because I got other matches. I got eight other classes I can do this.
Very
in.
good.
But
Very
it
good.
was enough to where it was like a muscle pull, where it was like I
Mhm.
kind of went past the point of what I should have, but
Sure.
enough it didn't hurt me. But it was like I stretched a bad muscle or
Right.
something in there. So it's like, oh, okay, I
Know
know
exactly
not to
what
do
you
that.
mean. Yep.
But
That's good that you recognize it.
How long did it take you to lose that ego?
probably year and a half in after Dimitri beat me.
Was that the match? Said fuck it.
Dimitri getting beat by a younger kid like that is what got me. And it's like, 'cause I took him lightly for a while, you know, because, shoot, anyone else, what are you looking like? I'm going to beat this little kid.
Yeah, I got this guy.
It's just it's this natural thing that a man or whatever you want to call the ego
Sure.
wants to see.
Sure.
And then until I kept on being nice, I started getting my hand taken. It was just like, just because I was sleeping, it was just enough crack back to where I couldn't come back because he's being able to put that much force in it.
Yeah.
And with him having to get his dad, you know, training and
For sure.
showing him the videos of me and us pulling and going over our matches that he loses with me and beat whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You think before that you were pulling different at practices too? Like the ego is from that side of it?
I pulled different at practice, and then I started taking it like after the second year.
When you finally start working with people and
Actually-
you realize you don't have to win all the time.
Right. So I just
2
work
years.
with people. So I'd always try
Takes
to
a while sometimes.
for a little bit. I tried to work hard, but I'd always let it go though at practice as much as I could. You know, I mean, I'd get to work off of Jared and them, so I could red line with them if I want.
You're getting pinned a
'Cause-
lot.
That's the goal. Is if you can get a guy that can hold you when you're red line, then he can at least control you from all dynamics of the table. He can let you take him to the pin, and then he can bring you back up to center and get you back to there,
Jared's really good
and then go back.
at that. Yeah. Jared's a
So
good
you're
guy.
kind
to
of getting like
practice
a kind of a workout, like a handle, but it's a live handle that can
Mhm,
move the way
mhm.
you want it.
with. Yep. Yeah, Jared's real good at that.
I try.
Brent's gotten a lot better.
I'll train
Has
for
he?
scenarios, but I don't like to
Good.
train for losing positions, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I mean, there's not
It's-
much you can do.
Because I mean, if you like to
Not
train,
much you
like,
can do out there.
A lot you can.
because I've trained like
That's
that.
where I'm at all the time.
I did this for a week or 2 or 3 weeks before a tournament.
There's not
training.
much I can do there.
Well, like I tried taking
Whatever.
the strap in the pronation, holding it from right here, and doing reps like that.
Yeah.
And
That's about all you're gonna do.
Then what
though.
happened was it did some with like the connection. Whenever I go to a tournament, then it would be like it naturally get
Off the
there.
go.
And it's like,
yeah,
and then be like,
yeah.
But you always want to be just strong, centered,
In
no
the
matter
center.
what.
Yeah.
Do your start
That's
your
where I want to be.
start any kind of lift you're
Strong
doing
in the
from right
center.
here,
Yep.
and then that's where you'll get the more realistic feel of the match. But
Mhm.
you gotta have 100 bands and 100 different angles,
Yeah.
front, back,
You
side.
can't get enough. Can't get enough hands. Can't get enough angles.
Hopefully
get
they come
enough
out with a
handles.
mechanical arm in a couple of years in the future. We can get our arm wrestlers like a robot arm to arm wrestle.
Yeah. That would be the ultimate.
No,
I don't know.
You just pull people.
Yeah, I just want to go to practice and
Yeah,
hang
just
out
pull.
and pull.
Pull the real thing.
I mean,
Get-
it's great if you didn't have anybody to pull. Like, I get that. but I don't know. like,
Richard Lupke's lives out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's 3, 4, 5 hours for him to go drive to Josh Allen's house. So it
5
would-
years ago, I didn't
Isaac
know have
Luna
anybody
was
around here.
Yeah.
willing to pay people and fly people out to him just to come practice with him. Is how desperate, like how
Yeah.
far he's out. from
Yeah,
him somewhere.
Luna. Yeah, he's
Like
in
I
the middle
literally
of
seen
nowhere.
posts like I'm willing to fly you out to Colorado here to arm wrestle with me, and stuff, and it's like, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you plan on just having the guy or whoever crash there, so if he's gonna come that far, and that just here's the worth of the troubles, I'll cover your flight ticket, and you stay here, so it saves you money, and I'll get you back home.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I'd go pull his ass.
I'd take it all day.
He'd
Yeah,
probably fucking beat me though.
he's
you could hang with
oh
him.
man, he's strong.
I don't know.
No, you could hang with him.
I don't know.
Right-handed.
He's a strong. It's like just Dylan Burns, but
Obviously.
it's the opposite arms, whatever. If you ever, I mean, when you pull Dylan, so it's like a Dylan, but
Yeah.
stronger.
I had
not
an easier
stronger.
time with Dylan lefty when I was fine. When I was good, I could beat him easy lefty. Righty
now
was
it's-
more like, God damn, fucker.
It's like you gotta really
Lefty, it
fucking-
wasn't that bad. I
Yeah.
could beat him in a hook.
He's
pretty-
different. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
You think you're right-handed, right?
I'm
Mark?
right-handed, but
Do both.
I've noticed that
Level.
like I think my left hand's off by like 5 pounds, 8 pounds maybe. I've never really super
That's not
dialed it
that
in.
bad.
Yeah,
But-
but the class is lighter, so you could
With
be
the
using
handles though and testing out that way, that's how I can manage my hands because I can't tell in the tournament which one's better because sometimes my left does better because it's more compound and it's more rigid instead of my right being more, okay, I can dance a little easier. This is like being an old man. It's like, but it can do it, but it's just not as super fast.
You
and
don't know
fluid.
about being an old man yet. Shit.
I'm
No,
trying
I'm
to
saying it just
sympathize.
It's not as
Fucking 31.
it
Dude.
doesn't
Shut
react
up.
as quick. Everything's like a tenth of a second off on reaction time, I guess.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I do know it's at least 5-10 pounds off from my right because I'll try to do the handle. I think I did like 50 pounds with those C handles where you hold like
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
And I can hold
like
off the
those.
ground like that. And with my left hand, I couldn't do it
I
with
like to
whatever weight.
practice that. Like, get that.
Well, that's important right there for
Oh.
me. I mean,
Yeah.
I used to think it was important to have fingertip strength, but it just goes off on how you train and how you like to pull.
Yeah.
For me, I've started to learn that I get better results if I just focus on the clamp through the middle of the fingers, and then the fingers that are on top are still clamping the tips, but that way they can just kind of fall into you if it's a game
Yeah.
plan, depending on what they're doing to you. But
Some Mike West shit.
Are you stronger anywhere left-handed than you are right-handed?
I would have to have someone more experienced to pull me and tell me where I'm at with that. I mean,
You got tables.
side pressure, I think, is for some reason the side pressure muscle right here
Oh yeah.
is
Bigger than.
in the left.
Isn't that crazy?
And my
There
right's
were
my
places
dominant.
left-handed I was stronger than right-handed.
There's a
Very
side
few,
pressure
just a
muscle.
couple.
It's like whatever that is right there.
That's brachio, isn't it?
I don't have it.
Bottom of
It's
the
right
I don't have
here.
none of that shit.
That's the bottom of the brachioradialis, isn't it?
Top right here. Is this
See,
your
that's why
top
we
bottom?
need Tony.
But it's like it's
We
the
need
bottom
Tony,
of the
We need
tricep.
Tony to tell
You
us.
got the tricep, and it comes like right there.
Yeah, I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
or
Don't
whatever
get me
that
lying.
is,
I
Tony.
don't know.
Whatever.
But
Tony will tell
For
us
some
next
reason,
time.
that one's thicker than my right. But I'm thinking
Yeah.
it's because I apply more protectance on my left. I rely more on something else than I do with my right. So it might be a way I do more side pressure, I guess, per se. And
Right.
I do more pulling towards me with my right. Like I like to take some shit and just
Pull toward you.
right.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way.
That's what's kept me.
Right-handed, it's
that's
more
just
like
what's
this.
kept me
Lefty, it
safe.
was more of a.
That's what's kept me
I don't
safe and
know,
arm break free,
sideways.
guys. Avoid the press at all costs when you're first starting. I wouldn't consider pressing until you're like 5 years in at the least.
Well, don't tell Jared Pollard that. Tony
But-
Soib.
I'm talking
you
like
don't press much no more. I
I'm
don't
talking like if
Tony.
you've been serious arm wrestling. Like if you're a serious arm wrestler who's been doing it
Yeah.
for 5 years, not know one tournament every 4 or 5 months. I mean, you're a
Yeah.
seasoned arm wrestler. It's guiding you there. I mean, you really it's worth to get
Right.
it built up and not even avoid at all costs because sadly, you know, one of our buddies broke his arm at Illinois State too.
I heard
So,
that. I hate that happened.
How's he doing?
He's
Talk to him?
doing good. Haven't got to talk to him very much after it, but just enough that he had the surgery and they had the little plates and screws or whatever
Ah,
at the bottom. It was an
That
inch.
sucks.
It's an inch above, I think, the elbow or whatever.
Yeah, it was a bad one. He turned out pretty bad.
But
What's
Yeah.
his name?
it was Daniel. I can't. Daniel. Fucking, what is it? Daniel Bergs, I think is
He
his
turned
last
out
name.
real bad.
But
Twisted.
twisted, and he's like, he just made a post about like
I
No,
fucked up.
about it was I should have twisted. I know that my teammates, talked about that, but it's just a good lesson learned for me and everyone else, and it's a part of the process of arm
That's
wrestling.
good.
He's taking it good.
So he's going to be back?
He's going to be back, he says,
That's
yes.
good.
He came back to the tournament after he got everything set up. And it was really awesome that everyone that donated money to help him for the cause, you know. I mean, I think we raised like $680 or something like that.
I thought I saw him. I was going outside for a minute, and I thought that guy might have been in the back
Daniel
of a car
Bergs.
because it looked like somebody might have had a cask on. I was like, I wonder if that guy came back that broke.
Oh,
his
yeah,
arm.
he definitely came back because the big thing was, like, the Bill, the other ref, whatever, he's like, hey, Elfrey, he's like, hey, like, how do you know this guy real well? I'm like, yeah, he's part of the team, you know, he just started, like, but, like, is he close to you? Like, live close to you? Like, yeah, I can do whatever I need to do, you know. He's like, well, here, get this can and try to get some money for him and stuff like that and just get it to him. So I'm thinking, man, I got to hopefully get this money to him now because that's a lot of heat, having all that other people's money. For anyone to just do something like that, you know, it's like a big, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm willing to drive there, and I'll luckily snatch his girl off of Facebook real quick, and so I could talk to her, like, hey, since obviously he can't talk because he's immobilized and on medicine and stuff, so I'm like, hey.
You broke his arm and then you snatched his girl? Is that what I just heard?
I mean, I got to get her to get a hold of her so I can give her the money or talk to her because he can't talk.
I mean, yeah, I fucked her, but
no.
other than that.
So I'm like, trying to get a hold of both of them the best I can. So that's the only way I can get someone to respond back. So I'm like, hey, miss, we're raising money, and I just need you to let me know when I can get back to your guys' house so I can get you the cash as soon as possible because we're raising to get a little amount for you guys.
That's awesome, dude. Good,
and luckily, he came back, and I was able to personally hand it to him so that way the heat
You're
was
out.
off of me.
Yeah, you're out.
That's a good deal, dude. That's a good deal.
Maybe like Sweet Tea went and bought a bunch of Crown.
So I took that 600 and I gave him $80 and I went and party.
No, it goes there. Everyone said, like, I mean, did he take 100? Did he take a 20? It's like, no. I just
Dude.
gave him
People
all
really
of it.
worried about that shit?
I don't know. Hopefully people don't worry about that.
Honestly,
Should be if they
I'd
put you in
They
charge
know
of
me.
it.
Honestly picked you for a reason because you're a trustworthy guy,
Mhm.
so it's all good.
That's what I realized. He did it because he trusted me.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to get people to trust.
For sure, man.
When you were a part of it, would you sponsor Illinois State?
Yeah, didn't you sponsor?
No, I didn't.
Who did I see? Oh,
J-
Billy.
Billy and then Justin are the two. That I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
personally.
Justin always does, but
Yeah,
Billy
did.
sponsored.
Personally, I don't know how much he did, but he got the
Sweet.
sponsor. it, So.
Yeah.
Didn't sponsor me. That's messed up, Billy.
Billy, that's messed up.
I wonder if he's CIA, undercover CIA.
Undercover CIA.
Billy out there practicing with you. ain't
Billy,
been
you ever
showing
see
up.
Bill?
He's only been there maybe once. I think
Alright,
twice
that's
at the
cool.
most.
That's more than he's been.
No, he's practices more than you do.
No,
That is
no,
Yeah, he
no.
does.
Billy has not been
Fuck
here
yeah,
more
he
than me.
does.
No,
Fuck yeah, he does.
No, he
Billy's
hasn't.
here.
no, he has not been here.
Billy's
more than
here.
me. No, I know better.
Billy's part of the team, 100%. My man. Fellow Ginger.
100%.
Yeah.
No, he does. He's not so consistent.
Did you guys ever see those armwrestling shirts that were only pins or only forearms?
Oh, so one of those 98 shirts too?
It's another 98.
No.
They
It's
do
some
some
guy-
shit, 98. 98 percenters.
Man, there's some big O heat on the internet with them guys on Facebook and Travis and Paulie and stuff. It's pretty interesting stuff to keep up with.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, see
talk
a
about
little.
Travis and them are going to kick out any 98 percenters that come there, and then it's like,
Oh boy.
oh gosh. But most of the crowd
Jeez.
there was like a lot of 98 percenters, so you can give away all that 20 people's money back.
How about him getting his ass kicked by
Travis
a
ain't giving
210
nobody's money
guy?
back.
Dude, Travis getting his ass kicked. Well, you can't expect to sit on the couch and then get back up.
I know,
You're
right?
still a good world-class puller, but, I mean, it's just, it can only get you so far.
Not at that weight, he ain't.
Not that way.
I don't
His
know,
ass is
man. He
going
was
to it.
totally in that match. People
But-
saying he lost. He did lose, but it's not like
He did fucking
But
lose.
there's a lot
He
of things,
did,
though,
but I
you
mean,
learn,
fucking
though.
pinned the dude like 3 times the first match. It almost looked like, and like he was in control.
Yeah, he was
For rolling off
he
the
was
couch,
in hand
man.
control. He couldn't
Dude,
finish.
you put him back on a cycle and train him, and that
Of
motherfucker's still a
course.
bad dude.
Yeah.
Of course, I understand that.
I'm just saying, like it looked like he was
he's a year
still a
away
bad
from
dude.
being
Yeah,
the
I think
fucking
people
man.
didn't give him enough credit in that match. Like El Cesar's a monster, man. Has been on a tear. Travis still toyed
he's
with
still
him a little
60
before he
pounds.
lost.
Mm-hmm.
He's still 60
Still, he
pounds.
rolled off the couch, man. Didn't do
I
shit.
know. I get you.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
feel
you
the
shouldn't
same
take
way.
the match and not be ready, but he was on some show saying he trained for like a week. Like,
He did.
Training will start
I've
on
been doing
January
some
1st.
pull-ups 2 weeks ago. I'm like, he probably made it worse doing the fucking pull-ups.
Yeah, he wasn't worried.
Yeah.
He probably made it worse for trying to work out.
Yeah,
He
who
probably
knows?
felt good, but his tendons weren't ready to hold up for that snatch release or catch or whatever.
Yeah, and the pump, I think his hand
That's
got...
what I'm still doing, experimenting.
These
You
guys
can
are too
tell
hungry anymore, man. These guys young and hungry, and you're not gonna
Also,
roll off
sir.
the couch and fucking beat these guys
The
that
guy
want to
that's
fucking smash you.
pinnacled out. And
They're
he's
not.
seeing
They're fucking.
results,
They're
and he's
working
like,
hard.
"Man,
They're
Mosier,
yeah, fuck
Elsesser,
that.
Rockers.
They will fucking
I mean,
rip
they're-
your shit off if you're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
ready.
Pablo.
Yeah,
They're hungry.
that's what I mean.
Hutchins.
Watch when Pablo goes against Brzezinski. You'll
Oh,
see, like
God.
he's gonna be ready for that shit.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm definitely
I'm with
ready to
you.
see what happens with that.
I am too.
You know, these guys like.
I like
I don't
Pablo
know.
too.
Think
I
about
he's
like
got-
UFC when the MMA started jumping, and all of a sudden you had the Matt Hughes and the
Oh my God.
Matt
You know,
Hughes
the guys
went
that
to
were-
college.
Silva.
Matt
not
Hughes
even
went to
Silva
college.
before that, right? The
Oh,
guys that
before
were
that,
good
yeah.
at their one thing,
Chuck
the Chuck
Liddell,
Liddells,
Chuck Liddell, Tino
Randy
Ortiz.
Couture's, yeah, them guys.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, these guys came in and were just another level of they knew everything because they learned MMA their whole life. Not like
Silva.
I was a boxer or
Silva.
a wrestler and learned it.
Matt
yeah.
Hughes went to the university in my hometown.
Hughes was a bad dude. He was one of my favorites. When
He's
him
messed
and,
up
him
now,
and St. Pierre,
Yeah.
man. Oh,
So now you got that now where you
Awesome
got
fights.
second generation arm wrestlers that are coming in like those guys back then were like, well, if you cup or if you move your wrist this way, and now you're like, well, you can soft counter that and hard counter this, and
Right.
you know, like it's so much more in depth that
Carvin.
it's a different sport.
yeah. Right.
You know, these guys are gonna roll off the couch like, dude, they know all your shit now. Like they know how to stop your
that's
move,
what's making
Travis.
that's what's on my big target for all my matches. I got so much product out there to watch that they can just learn how to beat me. Which sucks. It's hard to watch other people. It's hard to find video matches of all my other opponents.
Did you not have any matches of this Be Ready guy?
We've always been at the same tournament, but have never matched up ever. And the only time we polled was at the John Brzezinski practice. We slow polled, but we
Okay.
didn't go 100%. I didn't give him the full try and pin him thing. I just wanted to feel what his hand was doing. Mind fucking him a little bit, thinking I'm just going to have fun, but I'm taking home information.
Right.
Okay, let's just see how he reacts if I do this. What is he going to do?
Was he doing the same thing?
Yeah.
He did some slight stuff different. Besides, I think they taught him how to slip, whoever he was training with, just to avoid my strong hand, and then he was able to
Get out of it.
pull with his straight power. Because
He looked like he had a lot of side.
he
like
has a lot of side. I mean, his biceps just able to.
Hutchins style, like just
Yeah.
straight over.
Because he exposes his pronation when he hits. Whenever any videos that I could see of him, he'd hit, he'd open up.
But
and
in the
he'd-
strap,
He'd be basically flopped,
didn't matter.
almost flopped, but not flopped really, but kind of like a little cracked a little bit like that. And then once he's in the strap, everything's a little bit tied in, a little bit straighter. So basically, see from me getting him like this, his straight wrist, and he's just powering me down. So
yeah.
I got to be high and first with him high post and just fall back with the slightest, not even hardly any kind of drag back with the elbow. Just straight up pivot in hard and just.
Because even you, just from what I saw, you had
I have the pronation off the go.
pronated. You were like that, going down like this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he just side pressured you like John did with Dimitri
Yeah.
or Chance. You know,
And
pulled
his
side
coaches
flat.
and whoever he was training with taught him.
Kind of
well.
how
He
the only way I
researched
can
well.
beat Tony anymore. You know, I fucking have to do it that way.
Right-handed?
Yeah,
That's it.
it's getting where my lane's narrower.
But, I mean, I've arm wrestled some strong guys, though, but for some reason, our super match drained me for the whole tournament. Like, I still had some good hits, but
Yeah.
if I didn't have a
No, after
like
a
David
super
Lee,
match,
like my super matches with in
Oh.
Ohio with David Lee and them I've had, like, he's a strong guy, but I think it's just, I guess, the different pressures that might be applied.
well, it's so much gripping up, and wasn't your hand blowed up?
My hand was getting tired, too, and stuff.
Had to be.
I mean,
Yeah, just from all the gripping up. Even just the
yeah.
you went ref grip the one time.
We went in the ref script, I think, one time, yeah. But I
Yeah.
know I did another time with that chick for sure. She did not want me to get any grip.
What was her name again? I gotta watch
Lure,
this.
Leanne or
Yeah.
I can't.
L.I. Aaron.
Yeah,
How you say it? I don't know.
L.I. Aaron.
however the hell you say
Lee
it, but
Aaron. Lee Aaron, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
on any social media and stuff on there. You can see it on Facebook and my page. But
Okay, I'll look it up.
it was
That's funny. I gotta see
brutal.
that.
I told her, man, you got me kind of
Hey,
nervous right
man.
now. You're making me nervous, Missy.
Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I mean, other guys could sleep on her, but I don't.
You
Yeah.
can't sleep on her walking up there. You look at her, you'd be like, dude, I might lose to this chick.
Yeah, no,
Like,
she was
buff.
she was buff and aggressive in the setup. Like she caused us to go. to
Yeah,
ref
when she
strip.
was set, you knew she could arm wrestle too by looking at her like setting up. Yeah.
Well, girl is
yeah.
trying to set up and go dig deep and try to get her
Mhm.
fingers wrapped around your hand as much as possible. You know what you're doing.
I hear ya.
Either the coaches or your boyfriend told you to take them to the
yeah.
ref script so that way you have your advantage if that
I
favors
pulled a
you.
couple women that's like, they know what they're doing. They're up there all tight, ready to go. I'm
It's
what
like,
the
oh
fuck is-
shit,
Whoa.
ready go. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, we need more women
pulled a
in the
few like
sport.
that.
It
I
sucks.
just think that that's still. There's no. I just want. I want to pull that
Gabby.
Gabrielle or like.
I want to pull,
Bachman.
Gabrielle and then Sarah Beckman
Because
just to see how strong they are.
Marlene,
Mar-
and she-
oh,
and she was there with.
She
the,
pinned
yeah, she
his
was
ass.
smashing.
She pinned
Sweet
his
tea in
ass.
there,
I
right?
saw it with my
I
own
got
eyes.
pinned.
I was standing right there.
But she was in
Everybody-
that match with that with Alex's wife.
Alexandros.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
over
Top
were.
roll.
Dude, it was a
Rosa.
war.
Top roll.
It was a fucking war,
It was
right?
a war.
time
And that chick
war.
looks like a monster, right?
Monster.
Like
She's a
Alexander's
monster.
killing
She's
bitches.
got high
Killing
IQ,
it.
is what I think it is.
Right?
Killing it.
She's strong, but her
Oh,
IQ outfavors
She's
the strength.
good.
She knows.
But I pulled with Marlene. It cut.
Yeah, she's.
Marlene's a
I
beast
know,
nowadays.
but-
I hear she's gotten a lot stronger. I've
Fuck
told her
yeah,
I
no,
want
I
my
get
rematch.
it. But you see
Marlene,
what
I
I'm
want my
saying? Like
rematch.
that's why I want to know. Like,
Yeah, but you got
where's that real level at?
her and Gabby.
It's like a whole other couple stepping
mean,
stones.
it's-
Oh, for sure.
Significant.
But it's significant, right?
It's significant. I don't know.
has there ever
I'd
been
like
a
to-
guy-
I'd have to
That's what I
feel
mean.
it.
I gotta know.
Have we
Like,
ever-
is it gonna be like?
No, I think it's just gonna be like surprising, where you're like, oh, okay,
I
damn.
don't know, man.
has there ever been any guy and girl grudge match in the sport of arm wrestling ever? Like where
Yes, Gary Roberts and Gabby. But no,
I
not,
don't
not
call that
officially.
like a, I don't call
no,
that like a serious thing. That's more
no,
like
not really. Not
Dan-
that I know of.
Llewellyn's got a match coming up with your boy that you just said. I think that
Danielle-
Robert Kelly.
Danielle and Robert Kelly got a match, coming up really quick. So I think Robert's gonna be stuck
Like a
making
real
the sandwich.
match. What?
You think she's gonna beat him?
I mean, just based off the last match I saw with Dan,
No,
with,
wait a
Damien,
minute.
if she can, he's got to be able to stop her lat drag basically, or else she's gonna drag his ass off.
You
Fuck yeah,
fucking kidding
dude!
me?
I'm so rooting
Danielle
for
is
Danielle.
strong. Danielle is strong, and I've arm wrestled
Yeah, I
Robert.
like her. She's fucking.
I do
funny
too.
as
I
shit,
love
man.
Robert. I mean, Robert's got.
So
a
what's
lot
the
to
Robert
go.
weigh? Gotta be 54.
He's 160 right now, I
60.
think.
Okay,
Holy
okay. So
shit,
he's a
man.
lightweight guy. Okay.
But
okay.
Danielle's like all.
Why do I think
muscle.
this Robert Kelly guy is a big dude?
He's,
No?
he's like a,
Danielle's probably 162.
he's a little bit shorter than me. and
No, I'm
just-
thinking Robert Kelly's 230. Or
No,
I don't know
no,
why I
Robert
had that in my head. I don't even know this
I
guy.
know who he is.
He's 160. That makes
Yeah.
more sense.
No, it's legit supposedly, but like, fuck. I mean, those chicks are competing in the guys' division.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
I kind of get it.
That's why I think Gabby would be kind of hard for us. I really do. I think she's strong.
Here's all for now.
I
I'm not
don't
gonna
know,
get too
man.
big detail with his video, pictures, whatever. That's just the one I can pull up real quick.
Who is it?
That's Robert Kelly, the guy. Who
I
does
can't
the,
tell who that is in that little last picture.
goes to
Can you
the,
get a bigger picture than that?
Geez, Grandpa.
Is that Instagram?
That's Facebook or Messenger, or whatever.
Oh,
I'm in a bunch of fucking group chats. It gets annoying sometimes.
go to his Facebook page, like his
Actual Facebook.
Yeah. You can,
Sorry.
Have you pulled him?
Yeah, he came to Illinois State last
Did you
year.
beat him?
Mm-hmm. Off, I think he, yeah, I did beat him, and he thought I fouled at the last moment when I got his.
Have you pulled Danielle?
I pulled her once, I think.
In
or
a tournament?
No, twice in a tournament.
So
Both.
you beat her?
It was a good tournament, yeah, turnout, but I still not as much as that other chick I felt with in the tournament. But she's getting close up there. But she's still.
Oh, you
beat
thought
her.
the other girl was tougher?
I didn't get to go against Danielle though this year.
what about Merlene?
Oh shit.
You think Merlene could beat Danielle? I do too.
That'd be a good.
Merlene is.
No, if I want to see a match, I want
fucking-
to see Danielle push herself
like
with
to see it.
Marlene.
The weight, I think, maybe is a little different. I don't know.
I tried to set that match.
Either one
strongest
can make the
match.
weight cut, whatever they agreed on. But I think it'd be a good match
It'd be
to
a good
test
match.
Danielle's hook, because she likes to hook and drag in, and Marlene likes to top roll like
Top
I do.
roll. Merlene likes the top roll.
So
Man, Merlene is strong.
it's the guy in the green shirt on the right side.
Danielle impressed me at this last
No,
one.
she's impressive. She impresses me every time I see her. I mean, she's getting
There's
stronger.
3
and
dudes
stronger.
wearing green shirts.
Bottom right.
Oh,
On, the
on his
On
knee?
his knee.
I don't know.
Danielle's got this. I mean, it's going to be a good match, but I just think Danielle's got it.
That's fucking great.
Fuck.
I'm rooting for you,
Is
Danielle.
this the Robert Kelly that just pulled? What's his face?
That guy Damien,
Yeah.
the guy with the dreadlocks.
Okay.
Unless
I'm
he's
just-
going to do some extra,
not seeing
unless he's
it,
got a trick
but-
up his sleeve for her. I mean, he's got a
Who-
really,
What team is this? Is this Oklahoma?
yeah. He's
I
got to be
recognize a
fast
couple
off
of
the
them.
go and straight top roll through her fingers if he wants a chance with her. I mean,
Goddamn.
she's strong. Her hands getting more connected with her powerlifting. I mean,
Yeah, I
Okay.
wish I'd have got to pull her again
So
to see if there
this
was
guy's
I'm not-
this guy's an amateur,
Either-
correct? I mean, like,
they're
gotta
both.
be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a biased person. I'm just being honest. I mean,
Yeah,
I love
no.
them both. I love Robert, but
I mean, it should be close if a
He's
guy's
close,
going to
though.
pull a
If
woman.
they're making
I
the
mean, I'm
match, it
just
better be
saying.
close.
Right.
it'd
That's
have
what
to be
I'm
close
saying.
for the match to be made at the end of the day. You know
You
what I
would
mean?
think.
'Cause-
I would hope they're not fucking setting anybody up.
Setting
one
a
way or the
girl
other.
up to get hurt. Like,
No, she's not gonna get hurt.
okay.
Danielle can handle.
Everybody
herself.
knows each other enough to know.
No, Danielle's.
She's legit. She
yeah,
knows
Danielle's
what's going
proved
on.
to me that
She's-
she can handle herself. 'Cause we go to after pull and stuff a little bit.
Cool.
She can handle herself fine.
even in
Gotcha.
Illinois, she's back there making sure the fucking
Good.
side tables are on the carpet and shit. Like she was
Good.
managing the
she's-
I don't
goddamn
know her,
after
I
pull.
guess. That's
She's
good.
getting.
No, man, she's yeah, she's
Awesome.
cool as fuck. Yeah,
Mm.
That's good. That's good.
yeah, and she looked. Like I said, you really got to see that finals.
I
match.
remember her from Illinois State.
Dude, they
last
were in
year.
a war in the middle, and she just was cutting her off, slowly pulling her in,
No,
just
there's-
getting a better angle, like really just outworked her and like out-angled her in a
Yeah,
war.
another 6
it was,
months.
it
she's
was,
gonna be another level.
was impressive.
for sure.
she's obviously moving up good.
Oh, she feels stronger every time I grip up with her. I mean, everything's
She's
tight.
on-
That other chick though is not done either. Fuck.
Marlene, though, I told her I need a super match. I didn't like how she took me down after the tournament.
Taylor, she's strong.
She is strong. She's a bad mamma jamma.
Maybe we'll start that. It'll be a new girls versus guys.
I remember grabbing a hold of her briskies. She was strong.
Cause shoot, there's some top level 184s and 200-pound chicks that arm wrestle that could put a scare for the guys. You know, I mean they're like the
Angie
level.
Rose. Bachman's 175, 80.
Angie Rose is one I'd really like to feel because
She's
she's
180.
training with Ron Path. Who knows how badass she's gonna
She's
be?
kind of tall. I mean, she's
Dude, that's top level shit right there.
yeah.
She's like, we should get a super match. I'm like, well,
She might
Who
beat
said that?
you. She
She
might
might-
beat you,
that'd be a-
sweet tea.
she
Who
might.
said that?
Angie Rose might beat
She
you.
asked you?
Marlene, she's like
Oh,
want a
Marlene.
rematch?
Oh,
I'm like,
Marlene.
I'll take a rematch. Or
Fuck
something.
yeah, you should do it anyway,
You
just for the
should.
publicity.
It'd be, I mean, it'd be a good laugh. It'd be a good.
You better
fun.
fucking try.
Well, no
Nah,
shit.
You better try.
You don't think I tried? You watch my go on Facebook. You can see me fucking grinning, making the Grinch, trying,
He'd get her.
grinning.
You get her.
It'd have to be for fresh, because let's just say I pulled like 100 classes that day.
Sure, and she pulled nothing. She's wearing a dress.
That's the
She
only.
didn't pull
Like,
the
I don't
tournament.
like using excuses, but
Yeah,
that's
she didn't pull the
that's-
tournament
But
that day.
theoretically, I pulled more.
Did she?
I
And she
can't
pulled-
believe it. I've pulled
Maybe
her, man.
she
I just
did.
don't understand.
It's crazy. And even Oscar, and I'm like, give Sweet Tea the hit, and I hit, and she caught it and took me down in and out of the strap. She was all over dominant.
I know. It was out of the straps, too. She just handed you. I'm like,
My
It
pronator
was a
had to
great
been fucking
video because-
gone. Something had to been missing there. I had some other shit, but it wasn't working
surely
for me.
something was
Oscar's
missing.
fucking reaction in that video
No, I got
is
a picture of
fucking
his
hilarious.
face. And he's like,
Oh, is it?
He walks over like, oh my god, and walks off the screen.
It's fucking great.
no. Then you got Stefan's girl getting expressions. She's like, but she was all just
It was like when Roman busted Brent at Illinois State. It was
Oh
like
my
the whole
God.
room was like,
He's
Dude,
just
all night long.
what the fuck?
All night long.
Everybody. Pow, pow,
Man.
pow, pow.
His left was on that day, boy.
Pablo was the
Fucking
only
Roman.
one to beat him, Lefty, that day. In the whole room. Pablo.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Devin Bear would have got him. That's why
Maybe.
he had a tough run coming in this time.
Yeah. Why didn't Roman come to Illinois this time?
Maybe that. I don't know.
Yeah.
If something came up, who knows?
I thought that was weird because I thought he was.
He's got a pregnant wife, I think, too. So
Yeah, I haven't
Oh,
followed
okay.
him too much lately and see what goes on with him.
yeah, I know he's due up in a couple months or something.
I was shocked to see that Devin Bear didn't pull up lefty and Corey didn't pull up righty. You know,
Corey was
98.
running the brackets, so I
But
get
even at
that.
98, I mean, Corey and Eli would probably be pretty good. I mean, he could at least got second or third and got some money.
I bet Eli beats him. I don't think Corey
Think
gets through
so?
Eli. I think
Yeah?
it's probably too much the way they pull, maybe.
Yeah,
Eli's, the way he gets in, can Corey really crack that?
I don't
I
know.
don't know either.
I would think it would be close.
I mean, it's very possible that Corey keeps him from ever connecting. Because Corey's, like, amazing.
Yeah, right-handed, not left, but righty.
Yeah.
But they gave money, right? Illinois
Yeah.
didn't pay out.
Yeah, they
Think
paid
so.
I'm
out.
just shocked as shit those guys didn't pull up to get some to win some more. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
there'd have been good
But
money
hey,
in every class. Shit,
Huh?
there was good money, I guess, in all the classes. It was stacked. There's like
I don't even know what I got $100 last year for third, so I would assume first should be $350.
3 or more, unless they're doing more for
400.
payouts, I
I
guess.
don't
Because
know.
shirts weren't given out for free this year. You had to pay for your shirts.
I don't think they did last year either, though.
No, you had to pay for your shirt last year.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it
Yeah.
was, some of them
Might have been cheaper.
No, it was
It might have been
$20. I
cheaper.
bought a long sleeve
Or
for
the first
$20.
come,
Yeah.
like first 50 people that show up get the free shirt.
Oh, maybe
That's
I
normally a
didn't get over
USAA.
there.
No.
No.
They had
No.
to.
No, they didn't. It wasn't. They never charge after 50. Like,
Like
No,
you get the
they
first
charge
50
the whole
people,
time.
you get the
Nope.
it's like first.
they charge.
I've always paid
At
for
least
my
last
shirt
year.
in Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe when they did the blue ones,
It was a
they
long
gave them out.
sleeve. It was a long sleeve.
That's probably it. The first one
Remember
I
the
went
blue
to,
ones?
it was the first time they did it. Then they started using the money for their shirts.
But when they
to
did
help out
that
for
long
the-
sleeve one with the
tournament.
orange print, you had to pay for that shit.
Yeah, those are
Yeah, I
nicer
bought
shirts.
two. One for me, one for Jessica.
Those are way
Yeah.
better quality, like sportsmen wear shirts. I mean,
Yeah, you had to buy those.
they're a little,
Yeah.
they're thin, but they're
20
like
bucks.
nice.
Long
Yeah.
sleeve, yeah, cotton tee, pretty thin, but yeah. This
Mine's in
year,
the bucket.
this year they had long
Yeah,
sleeves
yeah,
or
long
short?
sleeve too.
Yeah.
They're like, I like the design this year too. Nice Illinois State down the side, all the way down there.
Mm.
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't
You
get
got all
one
the
'cause
logos
I
in the
didn't work
back.
it.
There's like two. There's I think a couple extra large, double XLs left, if there's any.
Too
Yeah,
big.
they were sold out early as fuck too, so they're
Really?
probably kicking themselves for not buying enough shirts.
But you never know though.
I'd
if
buy a
that's-
large
that's
or an
a lot
extra
of money
large.
to
It could
invest.
be, yeah, it could be a big waste of money when you buy shirts and you're left over with them.
For sure.
You know, like, are you break
Waste.
even, but you got
I'll have to
like
do an
fucking all
experiment
these
and ask
shirts?
People and they're like, so would you guys buy old tournament shirts or whatever? Consider.
I
Like,
will
at
if
least
they're
just to
large
break
or
even,
extra
just so you
large.
can
I'm
break
not gonna
even
buy
at
a
least and
2XL
put back
though.
into your new stuff.
Yeah. I
I'll
mean,
buy one that fits me. You know, I'm not gonna buy a dress though.
I just figure, man, I got boxes of those old shirts. Like, I don't want to sell. Like, I don't know. Like,
You
I've
can
already
either gift
taken
it
a
to
loss.
people, or you can just
yeah,
be
that's
like, if you
kind
really
of what
want
I do.
this, just
Throw them out.
I mean,
Somebody come in. I got a bunch of mediums. I'll
but yeah,
throw you a
I
couple
wish
shirts
more
on the way
tournaments
out.
had shirts though. Like I said, I've still got like 30 shirts I should have. There's 25 shirts I should have, but I didn't get for going to tournaments because they didn't have any.
Really?
Yeah,
I've got a bunch.
it's like I'm willing to cut in like $100 for to help the tournament out for just to make shirts. If they ain't gonna have shirts, like what if I pitch $100 or something just to help get an X amount?
I'm
with
sure
the-
Denise would take your money.
Well, she's gonna have shirts for him too, though.
And then it's
Yeah.
like then you just be like,
She
yeah, you
should
get the
have
shirt.
She
Yeah,
probably has a semi truck of shit
you get
somewhere.
the shirt, then maybe one or two classes paid for if you're gonna donate that much money for shirts or something.
Yeah, you should get a
But-
shirt in all your classes for sure.
But other than
Jeez,
that, yeah.
for $100, yeah, I would think
Especially
so.
if I'm just gonna be
I'm
doing.
sure she would do that.
Once I get to just the pro area.
Didn't you have an Oscar bundle?
Oscar?
You did.
It's Stamina King packets. I
8
thought you were gonna
classes
take
and a-
advantage of that. I was
8
like,
classes. There's only 2 guys
T's
that
gonna
would have
get
bought
that.
it.
One guy did buy it from fucking Colorado. Some guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
For what For what tournament?
Was for my last one was the Stamina King package.
All you
Okay.
want and a
A
t-shirt
dozen
for
entries.
$100. Oh,
It was a
all
dozen
you want,
entries.
A
basically.
dozen entries. Holy crap.
Basically, all you want.
I don't know if it's going to be people that pull like that besides Dylan Burns every now and then. He'll pull up a couple classes.
Roman
And
sometimes.
But even then, it's just pro.
Well,
Yeah.
still, I mean.
So you're looking at 6 classes, most at 3. Dylan's doing 4.
Well, I'm just talking like outside the weight class going
To
above.
do 12, you got to be doing amateur and pro at 3 classes, at least. You know,
Fuck.
he did it.
Well, I guess I mean, even still, if I got told not to pull in the amateurs anymore, I could still make a lot of pulls in the amateurs above my weight class.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really won in
Have you tried that? Pulling up like weight?
I've gotten, I've placed in a couple bigger heavy classes before
Yeah.
and stuff. I mean, it's,
Be a
'Cause-
way to get some extra.
well, because I
Diamond.
figured it out that you got guys that are from 0 to 54 and then 0 to 65, maybe sometimes 70. You can kind of, 54 guys can hang with those guys a little bit. At least in the 65s, it's about the good mark cap, I'd say averagely.
Sure.
And then you're talking if they're slightly newer, still have good same time as you have, or just weaker, or just not catching on or something. You can get your luck on them. But 65 is where I can hang out above my weight comfortably.
Sure.
But even still, I've surprised myself with bigger guys that weigh 200 pounds in the after pulls, and they're like, "What the hell, sweet
Oh,
tea?"
yeah, man. No doubt.
Feel strong in practice pulls, man.
I always think I'm better. I just think I feel stronger and ready goes, but practice.
Probably are, because your hand take over. You get people out of position.
Mm-hmm,
But when we were out at that Illinois practice, I was you felt really strong.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, okay, all right.
The practice that you showed me, that little thingy, or
I always try to show a little something.
yeah, that one where Brent came. It was that one where Brent came to, and then Lane and a couple other guys. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Christian, there was a bunch of guys. Jared Rose was out there.
Okay, yes. There's
Who's big?
I was the tiniest dude there.
Yeah. I was glad you were there. I had somebody to pull with. It was rough, man.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, they were all monsters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple guys out there I'd never seen before, but were like
I think that was like the same
monsters.
amount of hours a trip for me here it is there. So
No shit. See, that's
maybe
probably
it
an
might
hour
have been
from
an hour
here,
and
maybe.
45 minutes actually, maybe.
Guys,
See?
is
2
Illinois
hours.
like Texas? Is
It's 2 hours from everywhere, dude.
So I was happy that was a pretty easy trip to
It
do.
really is.
It is, man.
But yeah,
God.
any opportunity I can get somewhere that close, I'll go and pull somewhere. If it's gonna be like a good turnout, because I'll pull anyone and everybody. So,
Oh, yeah. After pull's the fun part,
Oh yeah, and it's sad that a lot of people don't take advantage of it.
right?
You'll see people ego pull and try to beat those other guys,
Right.
which is okay every now and then. But after you get
Oh,
your ego
yeah.
done, learn some shit.
Yeah.
Pay
That's after a
attention.
tournament and these motherfuckers are pulling their teammates. Like,
Use your eyes. Use
like,
your
dude,
ears.
get the
I
fuck
don't
off the
want to
table.
pull you.
I can pull you tomorrow. I want to pull these guys. I was at Worlds and you're seeing like U.S. pull U.S. I'm like, how are you not on the table with another country? That doesn't even make sense. Like, there's no
Yeah.
way
I agree.
I would even get on that table if it wasn't somebody from outside the country.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Same.
I always
know?
like pulling people from out of the country. It's
You don't have a
interesting.
choice. Like, when would you have that option?
Never.
But you saw people like
Yeah.
pulling their teammate. Like,
Mhm.
you pull them every year. You're at the Worlds in
Yeah.
Orlando and you're pulling,
You're pulling the same
your
people.
teammate
you're
that you
pulling.
pull. Yeah, that don't make sense. Like, what the fuck?
Doesn't make any damn sense.
Mhm.
There wasn't enough tables, or I'd have tried to get in there. but-
Yeah, I'm glad I brought the sweet tea table to Illinois State for the.
Hell yeah.
I had an idea because I knew Jared brought his, but I'm thinking, man, we're gonna need another table. There's gonna be a lot of arms there. This one.
They
Hell
used it the
yeah.
whole time. Well, even Kyle brought in an extra table, and they were still filled with the 3. People
Yeah.
were waiting around.
Cool.
That's awesome.
You could never have enough
No,
after
you
pull
can't.
tables.
Yeah,
You
I
can't.
can't have enough.
That's why Brewski's is cool, because he's got 3 back there already.
That's my goal
know.
to get another good table in the future. Hopefully, I can come across either a Mazarenko as the big.
Fucking build one,
ultimate-
man.
No,
You got time?
I
Fucking
got-
piece it together, build that
I
shit.
hang gutters. I don't build.
I do insurance. I built a table.
We got this little guy named Justin Wampler.
A wobbler.
A Wampler.
Welded up.
He'll weld it up.
Weld it up.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
What do you
a-
think, fellas?
Yeah. What do we got here? Is it 11 yet?
Got any good stories to go off on?
Oh, I got it here before we get off here. It's 11:15. I got to hear this story about you getting paid for doing favors. Are we going into that?
We won't go into
We're
that.
not going into that.
We can leave it at that. But that was like a
He didn't
past
have-
of
he didn't-
7 years ago.
He didn't have enough crown tonight.
Not enough crown for that. So there's only selective people that know about that. You know,
All
we've
right.
had our little talks and fun times. So it's more of a
That'll be a to be continued.
to be continued.
Sweet Tea, I appreciate
It's
you
all
coming
good.
out, man. It's
Hey,
been a
man,
pleasure.
Thanks for having me. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
man. Had a
Was
good
good.
time, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Everybody, that is Sweet Tea.